inkling dittos.
Wait a minute, maybe you're not helping me.
It's so gross.
Oh.
I'm not sure you're really helping me after all, Sam.
Beautiful.
Get out, Rich. I am counting on this.
Run, Rich.
All right, well, sadly, Rich has failed to die in a timely manner, so we are going to have
What up, gang?
a quick break. Here, I'll just jump to my dad. No.
Oh, shit. Yo, dog.
That's actually what I wanted to see. Anyways,
I think they're just party smashing.
We will be right back. Thank you, guys.
And then soon as the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I think. And I believe the tournament is with, like, Zero and all that stuff.
Cool.
So we'll see, like, pros.
Wham.
Wow, someone picked Ness versus Little Mac? Dude, Little Mac's got this for days.
No way.
Dude, easy. Wow. Hey, gang. Sorry for the break. Hopefully you'll have a good lunch. Russ, did you have a good lunch?
My lunch isn't here yet.
Oh, what'd you order, man?
McDonald's, because I'm Pope.
Respect that, I respect that. Had some leftover ribs.
Nice.
Weren't even that good, though. It's kind of sad.
No.
I was expecting a little more from them ribs.
Should have got some McRibs.
I guess I should have gotten them McRibs, man. So much... something in there. I think it's red meat.
Think
Probably.
so.
Yeah, dude. Well, what's this? This is E3 special exclusive coverage. You won't get this anywhere else. Of the Smash 5 tournament they're going to be having in a moment here. Checkmate, thank you. Supposedly around this time. Were they not broadcasting the Splatoon 2 one? Is that just happening when no one actually watching it?
I have no idea. You notice that hammer?
Which hammer?
The hammer in the bottom, the right side.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Sick. Wonder if like someone stole that. How much they can get for it,
Oh shit! At the bottom, people are playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh, they are. Oh shit. Alright, one of them's Goku. One's Frieza.
Which Goku?
Gold Goku.
Oh.
Alright, powering up. Oh,
Hey there, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have been
Is it wave dashing? We don't know.
as much as I have. Yes. I can play Smash
I'm
Brothers
wave
all day,
dashing right
so
now.
It's really not a lot of work
He is.
doing
If we
this.
get out of here, we can go watch Smash. So
That's exactly right.
we need to get ourselves out of here.
Dude,
There's,
Wolf
of course,
looks
more
so
on the way.
good in that
and immediately
fucking
after this, we
jacket.
have the Splatoon World
Yeah.
Championship final.
Yes.
But that's a
You guys
lady,
probably watched
not
that
Wolf.
yesterday, yeah?
Oh.
We did, yeah. We saw the GG boys from Japan come through their bracket. They swept
They look
the
strong.
Australia, New England team, New Zealand team.
They're gonna be hard to contend with.
And the back squids from
Shofu
Europe
said on Twitter, no
took
wave
out the
dashing?
USA team. So we have a new champ either way,
That's
Europe
okay.
or Japan.
I wouldn't
My
have learned
prediction
it
is actually
anyway.
that Japan did not get tested enough yesterday.
Oh.
Europe got
You think
battle.
they're going to be overconfident?
Europe got battle tested by the US, so I think they're coming in hot.
Oh, that's
That's my hot take.
That is a hot take.
We're gonna find the link to watch this without Fry reacting.
I was
It's just
bummed.
Nintendo's Twitter.
Obviously, I kind of wanted
Twitch.
the U.S. to move on. Another 2 seconds on top of tower control in that last match. And
You would much
probably
prefer
would've
that,
had
I'm
it.
sure.
That's Splatoon.
It came down to two ticks.
We don't
of
have
the
anything
tower,
proper,
18
Dad.
to 20.
Yeah, I was glad we had some really close, intense matches. So it was really, really fun to watch. Like right up to the last second, wondering how things were going to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. And then, of course, right after that, we have
just what we
our
do
Super
these
Smash
days.
Brothers Invitational 2018, which is going to
We're
put
just
all
content
of our terrible playing to
restreamers.
shame. I mean, we should be professionals. We are working on this
Shit.
game, but the pro players that we have lined up are going to tear it up. So
Yeah. I can't wait to see who they play, who they
Should
pick
we
to
just
play
switch to
as.
Amaz? Oh,
What kind
shit.
of, they've gotten a little bit
Well,
of practice
has
to
Smash
see what they've
happened
kind of
yet?
put that time into.
The
so-
tournament? No.
yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. I'll be watching, and hopefully everybody else will as well. So,
Yeah, I'll book it
of
over
course,
the theater.
that's the end for us today, but there's plenty more Treehouse Live
there
going
might
forward.
be
We are starting at 9 tomorrow. We're going to be showing off all kinds of cool stuff.
Might be
Are we gonna
good.
show
Surprises,
Splatoon?
and hopefully everybody's
so.
going to tune in and have a good time.
Maybe we'll actually
Thanks
be
so
able
much
to
today.
learn
Thank you so
Splatoon.
much for hanging out with us today. And
Yeah.
hopefully
I don't
enjoy the
wanna.
segments. We got a lot
No,
more
no,
to
you
cover
do,
over the
you
next
do.
2 days. So
No.
we'll be busy.
It's gonna be great.
Right on.
Bye.
All right, guys, enjoy the tournaments.
Bye.
All right. So, what's your next move here,
We're
Nintendo?
getting the tournament set up, dude. Someone's popping off too hard right now. They can't show that because it's Nintendo.
That's true. There's a lot of popping. shit. Dude. Hold yourself together, man.
This is Splatoon music, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But it's okay. It's alright. Make the best of it. Inky squiddy boys and girls gonna be swimming around, inking everywhere.
You.
Inking everything.
I bet no one picks Inkling.
Maybe. I hope somebody picks friggin' Snake. Probably won't. They're probably gonna pick Cloud.
Oh yeah, this is an 8-person Cloud tournament.
Oh god, they are probably. They're gonna pick Cloud and Bayo. Because it's only pros and they want to win that trophy.
Hell yeah. Nerds. Nerds. There's a nerd. Nerds.
Hey, Zero! And Nairo, they were both
Good
nerds.
afternoon from the Belasco Theater here in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Maybe you're just ahead.
An exciting doubleheader of Nintendo tournament action. Of course, coming up later, we have the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 players representing 6 countries.
Yeah!
As we get an early look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But first, we have the grand finals in the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
Yeah!
And to kick things off, let's welcome to the stage producer for Splatoon 2. Put your tentacles together for Mr.
Splatoon,
Put your tentacles together. Make your arms all loose and slap them together, boys and girls.
Uh-oh.
That guy was a Luigi in the crowd.
Hello everyone.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Hello.
皆さんこんにちは。
私は
私は人の姿に変身する不思議なイカを研究しているイカ研究所の研究員です。
What?
Hello, everybody. I am a squid researcher from Squid Research Labs, and as you know, I make it my business to study a mysterious form of inkling life.
スプラトゥーン2ワールドチャンピオンシップも
Watching
い
the
よいよ
Splatoon
決勝戦で
tournament,
す。
dude.
Well, we have finally found
we
our
are.
way to the grand final of the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
This is dope.
皆さん昨日の大会はご覧いただいたでしょうか。
Let's
I
go.
hope you were able to tune into some of our preliminary matches yesterday.
No. No one here did.
That was
ど
yesterday.
のチームも
Yeah.
本当に素晴らしい戦いぶりでしたが、今日はその中から勝ち
ね
抜いた2つのチームによる対決です。
Got
We
banned in
witnessed some
Nintendo's
truly
chat. How
excellent
did you
play
manage
from all
that?
4 teams who fought their way to this stage.
Probably
But
tried
today,
hard 7.
it's finally time to see the top 2 teams face off.
もう私が多くを語る必要はないと思います。
Oh
オ
man.
ーディエンスの皆さんもプレイヤーの皆さんも思う存分楽しんでください。
And I think that's all I really have to say. I just want everyone here in the theater, everybody watching at home, and all of the players to get ready for some inktastic action.
Yeah.
Suck a squid.
I really hope Maximilian Pegasus is in Smash.
Oh boy.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Give it up one more time for Mr.
He gets a
Nogami.
Gambit skin.
And with that, we welcome you into
What?
the grand finals of the
He gets a
Splatoon
Gambit
2
skin.
World
The Gambit
Championship. I'm your
skin?
Spray by Spray
Yeah.
host, Jordan
All
Cannon.
right.
Joining me,
Boy.
as always, the 2 finest Splatulus and all of
And he has
Inkopolis,
pods
Ashley
and
Esqueda,
he's
and
sick.
Charles 9 Whitehead. And before we get to our thoughts, let's take a look at what we saw from the ink pools yesterday. All of the
okay.
semifinal action
Little
we
recap.
saw here
Bro.
at the Belasco Theater. We saw these 4 squads battle it out in some truly epic matchups. Set to destroy X, falling to the back squids in match 1. The GG boys representing Japan get the victory over Yeah Nah.
Oh,
Set to
I was
destroy
wondering
X
why it
gets
was
the
so
victory over Yeah Nah in the match 3, and then
split.
match 4, the GG boys secured
Right.
the #1 seed in the semifinals
Looks
like
over
Yeah Nah
the
totally
back squids.
lost.
And so we saw
Yeah,
some terrific
they got
action.
fucked up.
And I want to talk to you guys. Your thoughts on yesterday? I think we're still trying to catch our breath from everything we saw there, Ashley.
Oh my gosh, well I think you could easily call yesterday's
he actually
last
plays
match
Splatoon?
a pretty big
bet
upset.
Ashley
I
loves
mean, the
Splatoon.
defending
I wouldn't
champions USA get taken down by the back squids after some
Yeah,
intense
ashy elbows.
play. Went to 5. I can't believe it.
Ashy,
We were
ashy.
totally losing our minds.
Ashy.
And 9, I mean, I think you of all people, I mean, backstage afterwards, we were just like shaking each other. It was so much fun.
I could barely breathe. It was so intense. And I've watched a lot of sets of Splatoon, believe me. I don't know if I've ever seen
hair
a better
looks
set
very
of Splatoon
soft.
than we saw yesterday between Set to Destroy X
So does
and
that
the back
guy's hair.
squids.
Holy
I
shit.
hope that today's set can measure up.
Everybody
Well,
showered
we have
for
our
this.
2 finalists,
Everyone
the
is
GG
well
boys from
cleaned.
Japan and the back squids
Huge
from Team
contrast
Europe,
to all
but
the
let's get
people
know
at
our
the
teams
actual convention.
just a little bit better.
I used conditioner today.
Nice. What's this? Is this new Smash? New Smash character, dude! New Smash character, dude!
Yeah, it's Inkling.
Ancient cultures.
Whoa! Okami! Amaterasu!
Sometimes it drops. Early monks used it to create quiet masterpieces.
Karate
Gutenberg
Kid?
pressed it. And today,
No, this-
we use ink to determine the winner
Next
of
time.
the
We'll get
Splatoon
next
2
time.
World Championship, where 4 teams come together to compete for the coveted Sterling Squid. Representing Japan are the GG boys.
Fuck yeah.
Dynamon returns
Oh,
with his
boy.
new team
Yeah.
after over 800 teams
That's
in
the
Japan.
baby face of the
Now
group.
looking to bring that Sterling Squid home.
That's the hardcore one.
I am Dynamo.
Oh man.
Etona. Taiji. Yamamichi. We are GG Boys.
Here's your boys. Yeah, Dynamon's my favorite.
Representing Europe is Back Squid.
Oh
The winners
my
of the Splatoon
God.
European Championship, this German team brings a fresh name and team spirit aplenty as they take on the rest of the world.
Oh,
Hey, you're supposed to smile here.
He's smiling.
Oh, he's the hardcore one.
I'm Echo. I'm Watson. I'm Kaito. And I'm Mabikeiro. And we are the Back Squids.
And we play Splatoon.
Oh man,
Now that we've met our team,
this is amazing.
2 Splat!
Why don't we watch professional Splatoon 2 more often?
Because there's good cringe and
Over
bad
1,500
cringe.
teams and
This
regional
is
qualifiers.
great
We're down to our final 2, so the bracket's pretty simple at this point. You have the GG
fuck.
boys from Japan taking on the back squids from Europe. The winner of this best of 7
you know,
will be
it's
crowned the
possible you
champions
go
of
up
the
and like,
Splatoon 2
yeah, I'm a
World
Smash
Championship.
champion,
And
you
9,
might
let's
get
take
late.
a closer
Yeah,
look
just
at the
fucking
back
play
squids
Splatoon.
from Europe as far as what they were
Yeah,
able
do
to
it. Let me
accomplish
show you the
yesterday to
strats.
find themselves here in the finals.
Well, anytime you go up
And
against Set to
meow.
Destroy X, you know you're going to have to deal with intense frontline pressure. The backliners that they ran, you see here
Shit.
on the sniper, that is Echo, and of course, Majin using
already
that
in it? Is
rapid
this like a
blaster.
replay?
It's so important that you're able to
Probably
control
replay.
the pressure. You see some great snipes right there, and the opponent has to deal with that. They can't keep running into the wall. Sometimes they do.
Like, all right,
They took
the
advantage.
general
And of course,
understanding of
Watson right
here.
here. Yesterday's
You're
human
supposed to make
highlight reel
the
seemed like
place
every time
covered
there
with
was a
your
big
gun,
play, he
right?
found himself in the middle.
Yeah,
It was
you come
exciting
everywhere.
because in that
Yeah, you
semifinal
gotta-
against Set
you
to
get it
Destroy
all
X,
over the place.
You got to the 5th
It's
game,
pretty
and it
much
was
like that
just
episode
tower
of
control
South Park
that
where
separated either
Randy
one of these teams from
was on the
making it to
internet.
finals.
Yeah.
And on
And
top
it
of
was
that,
ectoplasm.
maybe the
Also,
biggest
like,
pop-off that I've ever
Halo,
seen.
like,
The chairs were
like this right
flying,
here.
headphones were flying. You can see it right here. Poor Kaito almost gets knocked down right here, has to get caught up.
Oh,
We have
he's
our
good.
people there in the back helping them stay up. But that's the raw emotion that you want to see. And if you thought that was big, if they
Okay,
pull
so
off
there's
this win
just a
today,
bunch of different-
watch out.
And going up against them will be the GG boys from Japan. Ashley,
Nice.
they overcame
So what
over
game mode did they
800
do for
teams
this?
in their regional qualifier. What did we see
Halo,
from them
I think?
yesterday? Their undefeated route here to the finals.
I mean, yesterday
Yeah,
we
their
saw
deathmatch is
a
pretty much
lot
just
of
cover
GGs.
everything.
I mean, that is what they are known for, and that is what they brought to this tournament. Yamamichi out in that front line alongside Taiji, alongside Taiji was absolutely indestructible. I mean, Yamamichi by himself, it's like having 2 separate players for each one of those dualies, and you know nobody could stop him. And so I think today,
Guess they also have a seek
if
and destroy
Backswitz
mode or
wants
whatever,
to
where
get
you,
some
like,
work done, they're going to have
pick
to
up the other
figure out
person's
how
dog
to
tags?
neutralize Yamamichi.
What?
I don't know.
So with Dynamon also,
I don't know. I don't play
between that
Splatoon, dude.
Dynamo roller
Pick
and
up their
also the
ink
heavy
tank?
splatling, so very
Yeah.
versatile from their backline player.
Oh,
Really
that dude,
great
he's in
job
the-
of
he's
giving
in the position.
cover, making
Put
sure
my
that
leg
his
down, I think
frontliners
not.
were
Yeah,
able
he
to
is
do
comfy.
their jobs.
Well, let's go
Oh,
ahead
he
and
almost
take a
fell.
look at the route that we
he's
will
good.
have for our championship. It's a best of 7. We'll be exploring each game mode except Turf
I
War.
bet the
We
guy
already
on the
covered
far
that.
left-
So let's start with Splat Zones, followed by
He'll
Tower
probably take the guy
Control,
on the far right.
Glam Blitz, Rainmaker, and then if necessary, Game 5, we'll go back to Splat Zones, some more Tower Control, Game 6. I think everybody here would love to see 7 games. That would be concluded
Yes.
with Rainmaker. And you look at the basic principles of Splat Zone, and with these teams, we obviously know it's a very easy goal. It's a matter of just getting ink in the zone and controlling it. But 9, oftentimes, it's really about making sure you can secure the zone and then get that push as you look at the rules over Splat Zone.
In center area,
and there kind of is a flow to it, an ebb and flow, if you will. Whenever you have the zone, you know your opponent is going to build up their specials and use that to push back in. It's all about saving your specials for that moment and using that to kind of thrust aside that initial push and keep control of that zone.
And actually, a lot of times, it's making sure that you are making those calculated pushes like
I was unaware of all these extra
numbers
modes and
advantages
stuff.
and specials ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and of course, you always want to keep your eye on the clock because at some point, you know, that music's going to kick in, and if it's close, you're going to want to get in there and really manage your specials as tightly as you can. And so communication is so key.
You talk about that. Communication not only is important in relationships in life, but also when it comes to team play in Splatoon here, 9. And tell us a little bit more about these special communication devices these teams are using.
Well, they are special communication devices tailored specifically for this event. You saw it in the early video. There are some sick decals on the side of it. And like you said, there's only 4 people out here. They all need to be informed. If 2 of you go down, that's you're not going to get anything.
All right, well, looks like our players are in the lobby right now getting set. And Ashley, just a reminder, they only get the main abilities with their clothing and decor. You don't get those sub-abilities, so that's going to change some of the things these teams do as they get set for Splat Zone.
That's right. You're not going to see a 12 stack
Aren't you
of
so glad
speed
Splatoon
today.
2
So they're
has
going to have to be a
voice
little more
chat,
discerning,
dude?
a little more judicious
Yes,
on what
actually.
kind of
You just
loadouts
have to
they
use your phone to use it.
I'm really looking forward to
Are you
seeing
sure?
what the weapon loadout is.
Are you
but
serious?
Nine, what do you think
Yeah, plug in your
everybody
phone,
should be
dude.
choosing
Yeah,
a
call
way
your
of?
friend
I mean,
up.
yesterday
Then
we
you
saw a
can
lot
talk
of
to
random
them.
blasters. I mean, I think that's the order of the day. But what else
You
besides
have
that?
to use
do
an
you think
app
we're
on
gonna
your
see?
phone. It's
Well, a healthy
kind
dosage of
fucking
rapid blasters, a
way.
healthy dosage of inkjet. If you can use either one of those things,
Why?
one weapon actually is both
What's
of
the
those
reason
things, the
for
rapid
that?
blaster deco. So
Too
best
much
of both
bandwidth
worlds.
is
But I
being
think
used
these
on
teams, especially
Splatoon,
on
dude.
this first map, Splat Zone's Walleye Warehouse, are going to use some ink
It makes
armor.
the
We didn't see it
comms
as
so
much,
much better.
but I know the NZAP is
So,
a very
like,
popular pick here.
When you get
it's
into
so
a
easy
round
get
and
locked
you
out.
need to
Well,
like
you
communicate
mentioned
with
the
the team,
stage
just
that
give
will
them
be
your
on
number.
Walleye Warehouse, and
I don't know how it works,
when
actually.
it comes to Splat
I
Zones.
assume there's like
I mean,
a room
I love
code,
Walleye
maybe.
Warehouse because there's so many ways to get
I have
into
no-
the center of the
absolutely no
map,
idea how it
and a
works.
couple of them are ink-proof, right? So you have
Do
some
they
great
just do
speed
that
you can
so
walk
they
on.
make
You don't
sure
have
the
to worry
person,
about getting
like,
locked out of
on
that
voice
lane.
chat
So
is
I think that's going
someone
to be the
who
most
should-
exciting part.
Well, let's go with the signature. Let's
it
get
probably
it
isn't a
cracking.
very small
Game
child.
1 of these grand
Right.
finals. The GG boys
Well, I mean,
from
you remember
Japan
No
in the
Pass?
orange, taking on the back
Kind
squids
of.
from Europe in the purple.
It was on the
And
DS
let's look at
and you
this loadout
could
here.
send
Not
notes
any
and pictures
surprises.
to
Oh
people.
yeah,
We do
the
see that
pedophiles
NZAP
fucked
85,
And
a
the
weapon that's
pedophiles,
not all
yeah,
around
they
favor
fucked it up. So
recently,
maybe
but
Nintendo's
we
just like,
mentioned
just let
earlier, very
Google handle
popular
it
for
this
the ink
time.
armor, although already
We don't have to do
Yamaguchi
any of
going
it.
down.
We'll
This
just
is
put it on
a
the
great
App
opening
Store.
for the back
That
squid.
makes sense,
Kaito
actually.
getting the splat right there. 430 in this one. Early advantage right now for the back squids. 83 to 100 as that score continues to drop.
Do they get like extra
the
for
back
like
squids of
covering
Europe.
shit
They've got
that's
a
not
4-3
touched at
advantage on
all?
the map, and Ashley wasted
well,
no
the other
time
team
at
can't go
claiming
through
that
it.
splat zone.
No time at all, and Watson is doing exactly
when they're
what
like-
he said they
when they
needed to
become
do,
a
which is
squid?
neutralizing
Right,
Yamaguchi
yeah.
before he
I think
can
they
even
get
get
caught
close to
out and they're
anyone
like,
else on the team.
whoa.
Echo with the
Okay.
Stingray, another Stingray being deployed by Dynamon, and Stingray on Stingray.
All you do
And
is like
we
a
have the
fucking
GG boys
laser
seizing
master.
control of the zone, putting that 38 second
Okay, so
penalty
this
on
is
the back
just
squid
like that
nine.
Overwatch mode where you just gotta hold it for that amount of time.
Was able to not go
Yeah,
down in
it's
that
neutral
situation.
point.
A trade is not what they
Okay.
wanted because they did not have as much pressure in the middle. It allowed them to continue to put pressure down with that Stingray, although it does look like it switched all
There's
the way
some
back.
guessing every
Back
kill
squids
makes your
reclaiming
timer go
control
down?
of the zone.
Question mark?
51-87 as they cut into that penalty.
I don't know.
Kaito with
I'm not
another
sure.
splash
Maybe it gives
on
you these
Yamaguchi.
bonus
4-3 on
points
the field,
on the
4-2
timer,
to start
'cause you
to
see how there's like a
forces for the
plus?
back squids here. Ashley,
Yeah, yeah.
push forward and try to keep the GG boys.
Oh, now it's going down
at bay.
faster.
Yeah, I really like seeing what Echo's doing here with the splat lane. He is
I guess that's why they don't
literally
say
keeping
question,
everyone
like,
out of this
seconds,
lane
they
that
just say
Dynamon is
counts.
trying to put some ink down on so that they can get
Overwatch
around
mode,
and
oh
try to
come on,
flank.
Greg. I just said
Back
because
squids looking to
everyone
make
can
a statement in
understand what
game
I'm
one
talking
against
about.
the GG boys, but here come the boys. They're back in
I know
town, and
Overwatch
they've got
didn't invent
control
that
of the zone
system.
at this point.
It's just
And
it's a
now you look
common
at
system that
Yamaguchi
everyone
on that
like a
inkjet
common
carrying
game
with
that
the
people
ink
would know the
storm.
example for.
Beautiful use of both specials.
Halo invented
Absolutely.
the
You know,
FPS,
Yamaguchi,
okay?
at the beginning of this match,
No,
kinda got
no,
caught
no,
out
no,
by
that's
himself.
not
Maybe a little
true.
bit too aggressive.
Ninja
I like that he
Turtles
didn't go in
Trouble
too
in-
deep with that.
Trouble
He's
in
applying
Terrorist Town
pressure here, but he's
invented
not too
FPS.
far from the rest of
I
his
love
team.
that one.
Yamaguchi
Yeah, good one.
dodging and rolling, trying to super jump back. Here comes an an inkjet and a baller being deployed for the back squids. Zone is at neutral.
Purple has a ton of plus. That's really bad for them, right?
Seconds away from tying this game
I guess so. Like they have to go through that, and then it goes down even faster.
Because they want to get to 0, right?
Right. Okay. And now it's the GG boys putting pressure on the back squids, Ashley, as Japan takes the lead.
Yeah,
does Purple have a ton of plus time because they've been getting killed?
So good.
I guess so, yeah, because they're getting fucking stomped right now.
Tiny bit of taking a step too close to their
somebody
base,
dies.
Take advantage of that and really convert.
And that'll do it. The GG boys turning the tide of momentum against the back squids, locking things down and getting the victory in Splat Zones and 9. We really seem to see the GG boys settle down and really play some excellent play, and they stayed alive.
Did you actually hear them say that?
The back squids.
And at the beginning, they were getting separated. They were starting to get a little.
But they changed modes.
We saw almost immediately Yamamichi went down, but once they got locked out that second time, they grouped back up. They used Dynamon Stingray to push back in. Even if you don't splat somebody with it, sometimes the damage is enough so that someone else can come in and get that assist. And at that point, it was all about the lockout.
But also, the back squids coming out aggressively, Ashley. They were able to clear the zone for the majority of the match early on, but then you saw the GG boys take control of it. And Splat Zones is a hard mode to come from behind on, but we saw the GG boys able to
believe the kid. He's
making
a career out of Splatoon.
I think you were right.
Yeah,
I think
he's going in it.
got out there by himself and was maybe a little bit exposed and was able to get splatted a couple of times by the back squids. But then once they all kind of found their rhythm, got together, communicated with each other. Again, like I think we started seeing a very team-oriented rush at certain points where Dynamon was giving them lots of cover with that Stingray, and I think that led them to victory.
GG boys take the first game in this championship final.
GG
best
boys!
of 7. Up next, we have tower control.
Dude, I'm a GG
so let's take
boys
a look
for
at
life.
the basic layout of that for those of us that haven't had a chance to play this glorious game mode. Ride the tower into the enemy's base. Yes, it's a tower in tower
They won me
control.
over when their
Surprise.
introduction.
The tower moves automatically on a set path once a player is on
Oh,
it.
shit.
If the battle ends
Yo, you
without the
popular?
tower reaching the goal, the team with the lowest goal distance wins. But we talked about this yesterday, 9. Those checkpoints
what's
are
the
going to be
most
different in every
overpowered
single
weapon
stage, and being
in
able to
Splatoon?
manage and get past those checkpoints oftentimes makes the difference.
And if you do have a Stingray, you're going to use it. If you're not tired of Stingray, you will be by the end of this mode. Stingray's so powerful for clearing off that tower, especially if it gets stuck at that checkpoint.
What's the
you know
blasters?
exactly
Is that
where
like the rocket
everybody's
launcher
going
that
to
I'm
be.
looking at right
Just
there?
clean it up, let your frontliners go in. It's a nice back and forth.
And what we saw yesterday with the GG boys, Ashley, we saw Dynamon using that heavy splatling on the tower, and instead of using the charger, you look at the ability of the heavy splatling. What advantages does it have?
Oh, okay,
I think
gotcha.
For Dynamon, I mean, he's a
Assault
roller guy,
rifle of
right?
ink.
So I think we see a lot of the heavy splatling as opposed to a charger, just because one, you can put down so much ink on the ground and give lanes to your teammates.
Blasters
where
are the guns
with the
that shoot
charger, you're maybe putting down a little bit
balls.
less ink. You have to be a little more precise, and also you
a
leave
grenade
yourself
launcher.
open to
Oh.
people coming around and flanking
I think
you
we're
from
getting
behind.
mixed up.
9, let's chat about some sub-weapons here. What do you think plays well in tower control?
Well, if you've got a bomb, now's the time to use it. Pretty much all of them great, but if you have some
I'm gonna be
toxic
so
mist, you know, it's
pissed
not a bad idea. The people who
if
are
I
on the
end
tower,
up
they're going to be
watching
trying
this
to fire
entire
back
thing
at you.
and
You
then
throw that toxic
realizing
mist
I
on
like
there.
it, and
Suddenly,
then
they
end
don't
up
have
playing
those
it.
resources. Makes it a little easier
Because
to
I'm
stop
never
that
going to
push.
be able
We'll
to
be doing
convince any of my
tower
friends to
control
get
on
to.
Wahoo World. The players
never
changing
be
their
able to.
abilities, changing their weapons at this point.
I'd
But you
have
look
to
at
settle
Wahoo
for
World, a level that just dropped recently like it's
chat.
hot. And your thoughts on what we're going to see from the stage here, Ashley?
I am really looking forward to how these teams handle tower control, because this map is so new. It's the newest
not
map,
really like-
and they've had the least amount of time to work on it and to really
keep in
figure
mind,
out
again,
what their strategy
I
is.
don't
so
think
we might see
Splatoon
some
or
improvisation
Splatoon
here
2 is a bad
as we
game.
kind of get closer to the end checkpoint.
Do not think
Let's
it's a
get
bad
set for game number 2
It
in this
just
grand
doesn't seem to
final
be
of the
something that I
Splatoon 2
would
World
be able to
Championship.
enjoy.
A wonderful crowd here at the Belasco Theater on hand to see who will
any
be
bit of
crowned
an
the
extended
champions of the
duration.
world. You're going to have the
Maybe it's
GG
the
boys of
aesthetic that
Japan
doesn't
in
really
the
click
blue,
with me.
The back squids of Europe in the green.
Maybe
Let's
it's the
take an
fact that
initial
it's
look at
just
the loadouts
shooter
and
as
please
well,
guide us through
because
this,
I'm not
Professor
super
9.
into shooters
Well, this
as
was
much
the
as I
money
used
pump
to
for
be.
them last
I don't
time.
know.
We
It
saw
could be
that
a
incredible
plethora
Game 5
thing.
tower control match. It was Echo on the charger.
Okay, so
And
this is a
Majin on
different
this
mode.
Rapid Blaster
They
Pro.
explained it earlier.
Echo, like you
Wasn't
said,
paying
Ashley, a big
attention.
responsibility, needs to get some picks early on to help start this push.
Dynamon not wasting any time getting
No, there's
control
something
of
in
that
the middle.
Stingray. A splat for splat, but already
The tower?
a 3-1 advantage
Oh,
on the field
they
for the
moved that
GG
tower?
Boys, but the tower gets stuck
It's payload.
right there. Taiji trying to make some ground, ink some
Can they
turf right
both
now, gonna
push
use
it
that inkjet.
the other way?
Yeah, it's,
Put some
well, I
pressure
guess like
on the
neutral
spawn of the
payload,
back
whatever.
squids.
Oh,
but now
that's
it's
cool.
4-4 on the field. Tower
Tug of war,
reclaimed
whatever you want to
by
call
the
it.
GG Boys as Dynamon trying to lock things down like a padlock, Ashley.
Yeah, I think
Because
that was
normally
really
it's
smart
like
by Taiji
they're
to get
defending the
forward,
payload
try to
or
keep
whatever.
people away from getting toward
Right.
the tower so that they
And
can
they
put
just
some
have to
numbers
wait
up on
wait it out, like
We
with
see
Team Fortress 2
Kaito at
and
work
with
at this point. What are we seeing
Overwatch.
from
They
the
both have
Backsquids in
that.
their strategy early
But
on?
this
See,
way,
they're like points on it though. Like, do they get buffs or
was
something?
taking the attention of 2 people, but Kaito was actually able to almost
I don't know. Maybe that's like
single-handedly push
where it
in
would.
and get the splats necessary to stop that. We do see the Stingray
Chat,
here.
what are those
This
points?
push might be a little bit delayed, but their defense has
No
been
buffs.
strong so
Okay.
far.
You saw Kaito with the inkjet and a couple of GG
You
boys
see the points
swimming
you're talking
out of
about, right?
harm's way, and now Watson
Yeah,
once
chop,
again
little
with that
crosshairs.
slosher.
Yeah.
We know a few teams
Oh, it's
yesterday
just the
were seeing
distance,
buckets in
it's
their
nothing
nightmares thanks to
outside of
Watson
the
and what he was
marker.
able
I guess
to do.
it's 75 and
now the
50.
Backsquids have control of the tower. They start to
Maybe
improve their
just
scores.
be
Watson
like,
continues
hey,
to provide
your team
some
got
support.
75%.
Yamamichi,
Their
though,
team
gets
got the
splat on
50.
Watson, trying to put some pressure
You
on
win.
the
They
tower,
hit
and
it.
that's how you play some defense right there, 9.
How many times are we going to say this guy's name? Yamamichi found a way behind all of that pressure, took out the defender of the tower, and it gave his team the chance to come back in and clean it up. What a play.
And so now using the Ink Storm, Inkjet by Yamamichi being deployed as well, too. So you've got a couple of specials in use right now for the GG Boys, and a couple more in the tank.
Yeah, but I hate playing it.
Have you played it, though?
Yamamichi. Putting
Yeah,
on a
I played
clinic
Splatoon
right now
1.
until Watson's able to stop things. Ken Watson, that baller against the
Chat,
Inkjet,
do you
taking
think
on 2 GG
Russ
Boys.
would like Splatoon
look at
2?
the splat as Taiji goes
He didn't
down,
like Splatoon
but
1?
enough of an effort there by the Backsquids, actually, to try and slow the progress of GG Boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
No?
I mean, gosh, Watson is just such a menace. I've never been more terrified of somebody carrying a bucket in my whole life.
What is different
and
from
honestly, it's working for him because
Splatoon
Echo
2
is on the tower and they
Splatoon 1
are
and 2.
riding it in.
68-75.
Is it just because it's on the
tightly
Switch?
contested match Here, no team has cleared the first
Maybe.
checkpoint.
Wait, wasn't Splatoon 1 on the
let's go.
Switch?
Unbelievable one
No, it was
shot
on,
right there, 9, as
Wii
the
U.
Stingray able to pay back some retribution for the GG Boys.
Because you use the dumb Wii U like pad to like aim. It was dumb. I mean, you can't change it, but still.
They do lose the lead, but they're in a much better spot
Dumb.
to defend this. Though the super jumps
Yeah,
are
just
back, this is
better
getting dangerous.
The
Gotcha.
Backsquids putting some pressure on the
Okay.
GG Boys, but the GG Boys climb back up on top
So
of
is
the tower.
Splatoon
4-2
1
on the
fucking
map. 2
just
minutes
dead now?
left. 14-point advantage for the Backsquids of Europe.
Maybe.
Can they swim their way into a victory in Game 2? Taiji
Yeah,
with a couple of
okay.
forces right now. 4-3
It's also
on
on the
field.
Wii U.
They're looking for a big numbers advantage. Inkjet ready to go. Oh, but gets
Pretty
splatted
much
just
dead
in
now.
time as the Backsquids continue to provide some defense. We're at a minute 45 here.
You're a
You've got
squid
Dynamite
now,
on the
you're a
tower.
squid
What do the GG
now,
boys
you're a
need here
squid,
to
you're
get
a
this push
squid
to
now,
checkpoint?
you're a squid now.
That was a really good marketing tactic. It's stuck in your head, dude.
He's not going to be able to get on the tower at the time, so they are going to lose it.
Since
But he's
who has
going to be
more
able to get some
furries?
super jumps here. You see
Are they
both
actually
Taiji and
furries or are
Esna
they, like,
jumping in. They're going to need to play very clean right now.
Dynamon picking off
Squiddies.
members of the Backsquids like he's picking berries right now. 1-0 advantage for our best of 7. The GG Boys trying to tie
No
things up
furries,
here
just
in tower
slickies?
control.
Okay.
You see the baller being deployed by Watson.
Yo, is
Can
he
we see
throwing
that
buckets
the
of
defense
paint?
of the Backsquids?
Yeah, you get a
But
bucket.
no critical splat
Everyone?
by the GG Boys.
No, no, no,
1
it's a
minute
weapon.
left,
Oh,
Ink
okay.
Storm being deployed,
Like,
and you have an
you
Inkjet
get different
ready.
loadouts.
But Ashley,
And that's how you
Backsquids
pick the
getting on
weapon.
the tower. Here's where they have to
I like
make
the
a defensive
paintball.
stand.
That shit's
They
sick.
have to make a defensive stance, but
Is that the
Taiji
blaster
making
we're
it
looking at right now,
very,
Chad?
very
Because
hard
Chad
for
earlier
them
said the
right now.
blaster is
He's
the
left
most
2 people. He's on his
OP
way
one.
back to the tower, dropping bombs.
Thought the blaster
immediately,
was- or I
protect
mean the,
himself. You got people
like
from
normal
other GG boys
pistol
jumping
was
into
like
the
the best
tower.
thing.
It
Not
is getting
pistol, but
crazy out there.
rifle gun.
68-54. GG
Apparently
Boys on the
the
tower.
blaster is like
Nine.
a
You look at the
grenade
clock, and
launcher
right
kind
now
of
it's
thing.
not on the side of the
Oh.
GG Boys. This has to be most likely their final push of the match.
It's going to be. He's got to be able to find the Stingray right here. Dynamo not going to
What the
get
fuck
the
is
better
that
of it here.
laser? 'Cause
Taiji
that's
was there
super cool.
with the assist, but
Wouldn't you
that
call it a
allows Watson to
Stingray?
sneak back in. Can Yamamichi
Is that like
stay
an
alive
ultimate ability
long
kind of
enough here?
thing, or?
Watson finally goes
Seems like
down,
it's
but
a,
because of the geography
like
at
a
this
rail
level,
cannon,
it's
like
going
just
to
a
be
weapon.
difficult as the flank comes
Fucking
in.
cool.
4-3. GG Boys and Yamamichi's got the Inkjet ready.
Yeah,
They've
that
got to
was
get
totally
past
wrong.
the first checkpoint. 10 seconds left. Can they force overtime? 2 more GG
special?
Boys remain.
Oh, it is special?
How do you get a special in the game?
Hits them out of the sky.
I don't know. I know there you can have like different loadouts, like I said earlier, and one of them is like a grenade, like that little pyramid thing they throw.
From behind, about 2 minutes left in that
Maybe it's
match.
like one of
They
those.
turn the tide
I don't know, I don't play
to 9.
Splatoon.
How about
Yeah.
the defense? That's what got them
Yeah, the
into
back
these grand
kicking
finals
around.
yesterday. They show
You
that
guys see this
tower
like a
control
meter. Oh,
defense.
God,
You
he's
see the
pissed.
communication.
He's smiling right now.
Squids getting
Oh,
it
he is
And you
so
can't say enough
mad.
about
Oh, wait, no, they're
Kaito's
just fucking
performance
around.
in that game. I know we saw some highlight stuff there.
He looks so mad at first, though.
You saw him engaged in those one-on-one duels
because he knew the cameras were on, so he smiled.
Two of the best frontliners doing it right now. More often than not, he came out on top in those situations, and we we will not be bringing out the broom today.
And Ashley, we saw a lot of Stingray versus Stingray.
We did not come to this tournament to lose. I didn't play this kid's game for years and got good at it for nothing.
On Dynamon, that really seemed to secure.
We're gonna meet Reggie.
It really
it's
did.
gonna be great.
I
what
would
a
say
hug!
that was the clutch moment where if Dynamon had survived through that entire Stingray and had taken out Echo, instead of it being a trade, I think this could have been a very different end.
Just an exhilarating match. Let's go ahead and look back at some of the replays here.
Honest,
9, walk us through what we're seeing here, because we saw the momentum swing side to side.
I think it's a one-on-one right now.
Watson.
Okay.
Watson, and when you use a weapon like this on the slosher, you see that you've got some raised area here. It's going to allow you to kind of take advantage of it. But as we see there, Yamamichi using that
because they don't have that tryhard guy.
Pressure on the tower, and you see they kind of just close in on it. Everyone is aware of where that objective is, and you know, because of the layout of this level, if you get stuck down there and it moves up, you have to jump back up to the top.
Look at GG Boy, he's so innocent. That's babyface right there. And there's Grumpy McGee.
Really sick of this.
So now it's
camera's right.
Released in Game 5, so that's a treat for everybody here. Both these teams.
His eyes say a different story though.
How matched they are, Ashley, and the passion. And also the organization we're seeing from both of these teams, these pushes. What can you say about the back squids and what we've seen the last couple of days from them?
I mean, gosh, I am so impressed with the level of play that they have brought to this tournament.
Dude, GG Boys are going to be so
calling
fucking
has been very good. The communication has been so good. And honestly, seeing them watch
Watch
each other's backs,
right
it's so different than when you play Splatoon 2 and you're just by yourself and you're playing Turf War.
Watch them get
to be
swept?
able to play on a team of 4 people who are all communicating with each other. I mean, the level of absolute, like, just pro play is so wonderful to see.
Well, let's get set for our third game. It will be Clam Blitz, and here's the explanation behind that. You toss clams into the enemy basket. First team to score 100 points wins.
Toss clams in the enemy basket. Find clams.
Round up 10 clams to receive a
reverse
power clam, which resembles a football, which it's not a
I'm pretty sure you can get multiple clams, though.
Field is the magic word we're looking for. You'll still get the sporty sports, my buddy.
But it's a big one.
Not going to entertain you. I am not
needed to break the basket's barrier.
A power clam is needed to break the basket's barrier. 1 clam equals 3 points. A power clam equals 20 points.
I don't remember this in Splatoon 1, so I have no idea.
Out there, and this is one of those game modes.
10 clams equals a power clam.
You talk about clam management
30
and the
points
currency
worth of
that's on the
clams
field
to
at
make.
this point.
We call it the clam economy because it's so important to have your clams. We saw yesterday in the Central Destroy versus Back Squid's game. Destroy had moments where they were pushing up, but they just didn't have the clams to follow it up. Because of that, teams will sometimes wait until they have enough of those power clams to really make a dent, because there is a penalty associated if you aren't able to score enough points.
And you don't want to give a pity clam to the opposing team, especially when they're already in the lead.
They're getting set with their gear and their weapons. It will be Clam Blitz on Manta Maria and Ashley. You look at Manta Maria in the middle of this stage is really where things happen, being able to control that area. But what else do we recognize about this level?
I mean, I think this is a really long, thin level, right? And so and it's also a little bit of a smaller stage. And so with Clam Blitz, I think there's a lot of verticality of that crow's nest. I think we're going to see a lot of long-range action here. I think I'm hoping Dynamon's on that Splatling again, and I think Echo is almost definitely going to be on a charge rep.
Players in the lobby, they're getting set still. And we talk about having the power clam here, 9, and obviously it gives up your position, but these teams are so good at communicating. Let us know a little bit more about how these teams break down these stages and communicate where people are and some of the terms they use.
Why not that funny?
Well, there's a huge reason why not for that one.
Well, these ink kids are kids. They're kids and squids.
Oh yeah, they're a kid now. You're a squid now.
Let's get set for
I'm in a hentai now.
Oh no! GG Boys of Japan in the purple taking on.
If anyone draws porn comics for squid kids and are listening.
Let's break down these loadouts here.
Looking at you, Chad, man.
You gotta start it off with them like really happy.
Anytime you have a long
they're singing the song, I'm a kid now, I'm a squid now. And then the next panel, they're sucking dick and thinking I'm in a porn now or something.
Make it a little bit easier.
Make it happen, please.
I can totally see some fucking depraved porn comic made of that. I'm positive.
I'm sure it's happening.
Because like, there's so many of those depraved porn comics that have like the most crude sense of humor.
Potentially to other teams.
It's crazy.
If you can keep them away from
Get the Shad man, I'm telling you, he'll do it.
I guarantee he'll do.
Watson with that slosher.
Probably's already done it, for fuck's sake.
You talk about this.
Yeah.
You focus on the objective of the game, but you want to make sure you cover the turf and give your team plenty of space to move around.
Right, the fundamentals of the game never go away. You make sure that you control that turf, you give yourself the lanes, and it's an added benefit here in Claimblitz.
This whole concept.
That are under your turf, so it's one more reason why you need to control the map.
This is the
with the
football.
power clam. You see the GG boys trying to be the first ones to get on the board, waiting to find it.
So is the power one the football?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he has a completion.
They got it.
And now it's the early advantage for the GG boys. However, the back squids are able to stop everything and do a complete wipe of the GG boys here, Ashley.
That's one of the things that is so dangerous about doing those really big pushes with 3 team members or more, is that you're really risking
like I see the top right, it's like saying press R.
And now you see
I think it's right click in. I don't know. Maybe this is a special.
It's
a grenade.
On the board, that changes the priority for the GG boys.
Zach, where do you put your defenses here? There's too much pressure coming in.
Special.
They're going to set up this jump. The baller has gone in on Watson.
Is this
Here
it?
they come.
Here they come.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my.
Those are 3 power clams?
Yeah.
Dude.
They just need 2 more power clams. It's over.
Oh,
that was so good. They waited until they had the exact same time when they could all put it in without getting hit.
Going to try to do the
Yeah,
exact
that's so
same
smart.
thing. You see 21 clams there at the top of the screen, so
Dude.
they have the resources they need. They're going to need their own slosher deco to build
GG
up the
boys
baller,
are
though,
so
before they can
good.
get too deep.
Dynamon
The
with
best.
the power
GG
clam,
boys
trying to chase
are
down a
the
few members of
fucking
back
kings.
Switch shifting to more of a defensive focus right now. They see the threat coming. Oh, Dynamon with 2
But the
direct
back
shots.
squids are winning.
That rapid blaster at close range can still get the job done.
I thought it was the other way around.
Dynamon trying to avoid the splat, but
Well, I don't know how this works actually, because it says 40 remaining for the green. Back squids are green.
And once again, Ashley,
Are we going down or up?
Back squids showing its head.
All you have to do at this point, if you're the back squids, is play really great defense. And
Don't know.
unfortunately, it's
I don't know. I don't play I was here for Smash, and I feel like I got switcherooed on me. I didn't ask for
real
this.
dangerous for the back squids.
Under 2 minutes left, Edson not getting the power clam. However, you've got another one for the back squids at this point. And
Yeah, second to 0 and it's game over. Your team wins.
So it's going to be a coordinated effort.
Okay, so back squids did that cool play.
That back squids have been
Oh
playing
man.
this defense. They
Damn
know that
it.
they can't let
That
the ball get
sucks.
close. This might be an
Come on,
awkward
GG
angle for them to
boys.
get in. They do score, but I don't know if they were able to get any other
They were
jumps. You see
sandbagging,
Taiji
dude.
coming in is actually able to go through and gets a
Oh, no.
crucial double kill.
Huge.
We'll see if this is going to be enough. The next
Wait, that's
ball
awesome. They did it. They're taking the lead.
IG,
Oh,
you
dude,
saw
look.
another power clam, and now the GG
What?
boys
Oh, no,
are
I thought
building
he was
up their
throwing in
lead.
like 2 power clams. They were just 2 normal
Oh
clams.
no, they're
I
normal
got
clams.
so excited.
The footballs are the power clams.
Yeah, for some reason I thought they were
Keep
footballs.
tossing clams as long as there's some purple there. GG boys.
I thought he was
looking for
about to
one
just
more
get the
clam.
fucking
Can it
win
get
like
there in
that.
time?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
there
shit.
you back up.
How do they get the low of the barrier?
They have to hit it with the power clam.
If you're the back
Oh, is that where the power clam's on board?
To offense at this
Okay.
point.
They're going to have to get very aggressive, but they're also going to have to be really careful because, again, you're going to have to make that run successful. Otherwise, it could end in a team wipe.
Echo with a power clam at this point.
Why are you getting so
42
into this? Were you
seconds
shitting
left.
this game
You see
before?
the
I wasn't
bubble blower
shitting on it.
special
I was
ready
just
to go.
saying
A power clam
it's
on the
not
field for the
my
GG boys.
thing.
And 9, you've
I
talked about it.
can
It's clam
allow
management at
myself
this point. Are
to
there enough
enjoy
on the
things
field
I
for
don't
the
fully
back squids to make a
understand.
comeback?
Well, anytime you see 15 or more, or 20
Kind of like
or more
how
in this case,
you can
that
sit
means
there
that
and
there's
watch
not a lot
football,
of
but
clams
you
for
haven't
to
touched a
work with.
goddamn
They're going to
pigskin
need
in
that
your
power
fucking
clam
life, you
and
nerd.
a lot more points. Watson's
I
going
hate
to be
football.
forced to use this baller pretty far out. They're going to have to make this push the old-fashioned way, and it looks like they might.
Oh, the GG boys able to shut the door on the push of the back squids. And here comes the
Holy shit, GG
go
boys are gods!
KO.
Woo!
They send the back squids to the
Got 'em!
canvas on Clam Blitz, and they're now up 2-1 in these grand finals. And that's what we saw. We knew that the back
GG
squids had
boys
to
are
become
so
more
fucking.
offensively
He's so
minded
comfortable.
here, 9.
That
And because
stance.
of that,
His
the GG
stance
boys were able
right
to play
now.
some defense and then close the door
This
on
brought
this
him
match.
to smile.
Was just
His
dirty. They snuck
optimism
behind there. You
returned.
saw at the top
Yes.
of the screen.
We got
one of the
Babyface,
members
we
of
got
the back squids
Dragon
had
Man.
super jump there. They thought they had it,
Uh-huh.
but that allowed the GG boys to
Hi.
stay behind them, score, and there
hipster-looking guy, and then
Ashley, we saw at the end of this game the job that the GG boys did of gathering the other clams to make sure there wasn't enough money in the bank for the back squids to make a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, that is part of the game. It's a strategy to play a little bit of keep away with the remaining clams on the field, and so they did an excellent job of getting in the lead and then saying, you know what, all we have to do at this point is just keep the clams away from you so you can't get any more points.
One of the highlights of this matchup, 9, was this 3-player super
lady
jump
of your
into the
dreams.
baller. You called it as it was happening.
She wouldn't play Splatoon, that's for sure.
3 power clams on the side
Maybe
of the
she
back
would.
squids.
Well, you can't draw it up
Nah,
any better
just
than this. You
don't know
see
yet.
Watson was able to sneak all the way back
So
through.
they
He
were
even jumped
they
down there
jumped
to the bottom in
when they
order
knew
to
they
make
could
sure
get in
that
there.
his team had just
That
a
was
little bit
so
more.
smart.
Taiji got there, but got there just a little
they
bit
died.
late.
I finally
And Taiji,
understood what
once
they were
again,
doing.
This time, sometimes the great
When they
players
died,
make
but
great
they
plays.
still
You
got
see
those
a
3
full
power
wipe
claims
there
in
when
there.
Taiji was in a bad situation
That was
that allowed his
so
team to
good.
jump in and was really the MVP of that game.
Very
And
smart
it seemed
play.
like that was most likely the most critical point. Sure, you'll see highlights of that triple super jump, but Taiji's ability to lock down the base, get that wipe, really secured the victory for our GG boys.
Yeah, I mean, Taiji and Yamamichi are just incredible frontliners. They're so good
Quit
at
that.
winning
Don't pick
those
your nose on
one-on-ones,
stream,
and
dude.
that
No,
ends
it's
up
good
in
luck.
conversions, and you
Oh,
are
okay.
going to be
Somebody's
in a
to touch
really
that
good
controller
position
later
if
and
you
get a
can win
booger
those
on their hand.
one-on-ones.
Yeah, they
2-1
are.
advantage in our grand finals, courtesy of the GG boys. We get set for game 4. It's going to be Rainmaker. So here's a rundown for those of you at home so you can follow. You're going to carry a mystical missile launcher, 9.
What?
Love that term right there. Called the Rainmaker to a pedestal in the enemy base. The Rainmaker is initially located in the center of the stage and is protected by a barrier. If the battle ends without a KO, the team with the lowest goal distance will win. And take us through some high-level strategy with Rainmaker. Where does the coordination begin with this mode?
Well, you want to make sure that you have an alleyway secured before you make that push. There's, of course, moments where a scramble occurs, you take 2 or 3 down, and you just run it all you can. But these teams are so
Get that
good
thing
at
over, man.
identifying
Gotta
where
make
the
it rain.
Rainmaker's going to go and being preemptive. Don't be surprised if it takes a 2, 3, maybe even 4 down situation before they're willing to pick up that Rainmaker.
And a lot of times, Ashley, with that Rainmaker, you really have to be efficient. You've got to stay on the back line, it seems like, because you do want to plow your way forward, but you have to let your teammates clear the way and clear the threats for you as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of trust involved in Rainmaker, I think. So you have to really trust that your other 3 teammates are going to be taking good care of you and giving you some time, one, to load up the Rainmaker and actually fire it, because there's a little bit of a delay there.
You know who he looks
and on
like?
top of that, create those lanes for you to get you closer to the goal.
And you look
like
at
Etika's little brother,
which is the stage that we'll be doing Rainmaker on. And what do you notice about this stage as it pertains to Rainmaker and how you navigate this map here, Ashley?
Well, we have that giant gap in the middle of the map, and I think that ends up being a little bit of a there's a little bit of a back and forth across the way, as you would as summer camp, of course. And I think it's going to be a really fun thing to watch some of the longer range weapons get across that divide and really start picking off people.
And 9, as far as loadouts go with particular weapons, you know, we've seen a wide variety already in the first 3 game modes, but Rainmaker, what do teams tend to typically focus on?
Well, Stingray, especially on a
We're
map
not
like
even
this,
allowed to acknowledge.
Don't you look at him, dude.
What?
Unless they want you to look at him, don't even look at him.
That's racist.
Go on that netting on the left side of the map. We might see that brand new fresh Gluga Dooley that we saw. Got the baller.
All right, let's check this fucking mode. Chat says it's best
man
mode.
Does not even need a crystal ball to call that out. You see the Gluga Doolies. GG boys from Japan. The GG boys from Japan in the yellow. And you've got the back.
Yo, they got the Rainmaker already.
Team Europe 2-1 as we get set for game 4 at Etna already with the Rainmaker. Trying to advance and improve on the score. And the GG boys trying to make this a quick one. You see the suction bomb in the way of Etna, just being very patient.
Do it, GG boys. Make it the quickest game of your life.
Dude, GG boys are just
I want to watch Smash.
He tried his best.
Down there, but you can see there's still
No, they got it. They got it.
This one's going to go even further. And
Still going. Still going.
No, but we want Yellow to win.
Trying to clear out the threats with the back.
Yeah, Yellow still got the Rainmaker and they're pushing it forward.
You've got a 4-1 on the field.
Oh, they lost it
again. They're going to go take that Rainmaker and just clear it on out of here. You clearly don't want that right by your base. They're going to just guard it, let it reset, 4-3 on the map.
Sorry, Craig, gonna have to unsub now. I understand.
Once again, Ashley. Oh, and picking people off once again.
Absolutely beautiful. Echo is so good on that charger.
So I'm guessing if
I was surprised
it's out,
he
you
wasn't
need
on
to
it
get
last
reset.
game, and I am just more than happy to see.
I don't know why they didn't pick it up.
350 left in this
Maybe
one.
it's better just to not touch it.
Maybe it would move it faster to the middle because they have to move it away from their base.
At this point on Camp Triggerfish,
and
what we've seen already, 9, is every single stage has a particular route you can go with the Rainmaker, and the GG boys wasting no time building this lead.
They're being kind of greedy here. You see them
reset
putting
and then
pressure
carry
on
it
both
back.
sides
Okay.
at the same time. There is that nice little
They already got it back
that kind
again.
of allows you access to both sides.
Dude,
it's not something that was there.
Dragon's got this. I call him Dragon.
Already, they're going for more. You've seen
Don't ask me why. I don't know. I think it's just because the
good Stingray is going to do just enough to take them out there.
That goes through the floor?
Again, it's solid defense, but we got to see some offense.
Echo getting the splat on Dynamon.
It's graded.
Stopping
You can shoot the graded stuff.
movement of the Rainmaker at that point. Kaito using that splatter shot, trying to create some more ground for his team to operate. Great defense so far from the back squid, but we haven't seen a shred of offense from them.
I guess.
Inkjet ready to go for Kaito. You've got Wadston on the ground with that slosher.
I guess it helps because there's so many places for them to get behind and so slow moving.
They have to deal with Dynamon and that Inkjet, Ashley.
Yeah, that is very dangerous.
Squid boys and girls
looks
move
like
very
Watson just got
fast.
splatted, so it just gave Dynamon a whole lot of real estate to work with Itona right here. Got people jumping in already. Here's Yamamichi.
What a
Now
fucking
again,
smash.
You got 3 of the GG boys right there on top of the Rainmaker.
2:25 left in this one. 2-1 advantage in the games. If the GG boys can get this, they'll have a huge 3-1 advantage getting set for Game 5. However,
I mean,
a couple
I
more
have
splats.
the stream titled pretty adequately, I guess.
Etna with those dual squelchers putting in some work right now. 2:10 left in this one.
That's exactly us right now.
However, for the GG boys, you know that you've got the lead. Do you shift to a defensive mindset here?
I don't think you change up the game plan whatsoever. As long as you play within yourself and you don't go too crazy here, I think you can play offense.
Shit.
That's not a spot you want to be. I'm a little bit surprised to see him moving towards the Rainmaker.
And then they get blued up,
There might be a chance for a push on this left side.
Majin trying to keep a couple of the GG boys at bay with that rapid blast.
That ain't
Here
Majin.
comes Echo with the Rainmaker. Baller.
That ain't Echo.
Those both negate
Yo,
each other,
Echo, I don't know what you think you're doing right now, but you gotta drop
Echo
that.
needs a convoy. Looking for
You ain't part of the GG boys.
That score. You've got those cargo
Oh my
nets.
god, they're gonna take
difficult to
7
navigate.
games.
Trying to
Kill
avoid the
me.
splat option. Oh, Echo getting behind the defenses, but it's not enough. And you see
Okay,
the
so
score
from
there,
what
Mike.
I'm
It was
seeing
30 to
is
30,
the
but because
graded
the boys got there
things
first,
are like,
Back Squid's
you
back
don't want to be
to
on.
Can they get anyone up there? Kaito's
You can
got
fall
to run up
through
there
them
and
if
grab
they
that.
squid.
The Inkjet's not going to be able to do so.
Okay, but you still you don't want that though because you can't get your ink. Or
can't get ink
become a squid in there.
Kaito can't do it himself. He has to focus on the
Gotcha.
guys that's ahead. The Stingray up to
And the only way up there looks like to be by going up the graded stuff. What the fuck is he doing?
Here comes the slam dunk.
Uh-oh.
GG boys, what the fuck?
Put some pressure on the GG boys, and they lock this thing up here, Ashley.
Wow.
2 games.
This
to
round
2.
could be over by
I really
now.
thought that Rainmaker
Gosh.
was gonna go away. It could have had to have been the last second for
Alright.
that Rainmaker to still be on the map, and Majin
Alright.
just picked it up and jumped
We
over
need
the
apple
top
juice to
of
go onto
someone
the
and walked
stage
it
and
in.
start
It was
distracting.
crazy.
9, how about
The
that
enemy.
concentrated push at the end? It just seemed like it was an endless stream of back squids deploying right in that area of the map against the GG boys, and the GG boys unable to reset that Rainmaker. Let's take a look at the replay from all of the action that we just watched. And 9, you look at how much these teams were battling back and forth, but here comes Echo at the pivotal moment of this match.
So many things going on right here. You see Majin had already worked around that backside and was able to get Echo this far into it. He jumps up here, throwing caution to the wind, but the splash wall just enough to slow it down. But credit to the back squids there. They gave themselves the position to super jump in. You could not have timed that dual special push there any better. Yamamichi trying his best, but with coordination like that, there's nothing a single player can do.
The 4-0 wipe like
so
Charmin
it's
at
like
the end right there.
Overwatch.
Excellent job, and you see the Stingray getting the
If it's
critical
just one guy
splat,
versus,
able to
like,
stop
their
things
team,
right there.
fuck.
And Ashley, we now have ourselves at least a game 6.
I mean,
I have no idea. I'm not
This is what
listening.
we all want as Splatoon fans. This is the thing you want to see. We wanted to see a real championship match, and that is exactly what we're looking at.
We get set for a game 5 in our best of 7, and both of these squads back and forth, and that's a huge match right there, Nine, because if you aren't able to get really down 3-1, you would have to beat the GG boys 3 times in a row to become victorious. You now give yourself some breathing.
Because then when that guy gets really mad,
that third game went, it was the back squids who got
off
to that big lead there with that
GG,
incredible 3 power acclaim score at one time, and then it was the GG boys saying, we're just going to take the win right out of those sails. That time the roles were completely reversed. It was the GG boys who came out on top at the start, but credit to the back squids, they just kept fighting the whole way.
And Ashley, the GG boys got out to the huge lead, the early advantage.
The
it looked like
guy
they were
on the
almost about to
right
win the game
and
the
the
first
guy
30
on the
seconds,
left.
but you saw the difference
Yeah,
from the back squids. They never give up. They always believe, and that's so important when you get to these grand finals.
Absolutely, and one of the things that I'm always impressed with all 4 teams that have played in this tournament is the ability to remain calm. I know that whenever I am in a situation similar to that, while I play Splatoon, I am a panicker, and I'm like, oh, I gotta put up the Rainmaker because it's just sitting right there in front of me. And these teams show incredible restraint when they know, like, no, I'm not the Rainmaker carrier. I'm gonna wait for my teammates. I'm gonna have a coordinated push. Like, we're gonna do this together, and they've done, all of them have done such a good job at that.
Game 5 will be splat zones in the Reef, and Ashley, it was one of the first stages many people got their hands on when they first played Splatoon 2.
They have
Tell us
all the
about
time.
this stage, especially as it pertains to splat zones.
I mean, I love
there's a lot of
and I think that this is the map that the teams have had the most time with, I would say, out of all of them. And so the Reef is the one that, you know, I feel like it brings us right back to classic Splatoon, the fight on the bridge. It's time for a fight on the bridge.
Splat zones in the Reef. A couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream when it comes to game modes.
I was not paying attention.
Just under
is this
5
a new
minutes,
mode?
you have
I think it's normal
squids
splat
in the blue,
right?
and in the green you've got the GG
boys. Cover everything?
Tell us about the loadouts we're seeing here, Nine.
Well, this is not a map where you're going to bring out your long-range weapons, and we already see Echo making his presence felt on that blaster, but it's going to be a 4-0
pink thing in the middle
from, again, both of these short-range compositions, but now the lockout starts. You remember the first Flat Zones game that we saw started exactly like this. Can the back squids turn the tides?
Watson with that baller ready to go, trying to avoid both a sprinkler and a couple of curling bombs and an inkjet. It's raining down.
I really like that color, purple.
He goes ahead and deploys the baller to help protect him, but here comes the Tesla trying to turn the tide, trying to get the zone.
Purple, baby!
Critical splat from behind, and already the back squids out to a 50 to 100 lead.
It would really suck.
I mean, this has been very good play. They took out Dynamon on that roller very early on in the match, and I think that was so key to help them take over the splat zone, but it looks like GG Boys took it right back.
GG Boys, they grabbed the zone. It's now 80 to 50, and that clock continues to tick, and we talk about that lockout phase. This is very similar to the last matchup on Walleye Warehouse we saw here, Nine. The GG Boys able to reclaim the turf and then put the pressure on the spawn for the back squids.
And the positioning of Dynamon here is going to be so important. He knows he's got the longest effective range of all the weapons currently on the map. That's why you see him sitting there at the front of the bridge. He knows they're going to come from that way, and because he's been positioned so well and assisting his team, it's starting to look ugly.
GG Boys take the lead. It's 30 to 50. That clock continues
I've had that with some
very
games, to be
difficult
honest.
situation for the back squids. They've got 4 squids out there, make that 3, but only 1 special ready to go. Can Watson put some pressure? Kaito gets the splat on the back line of Dynamon. Trying to get another splat. Critical double splat, and I think those splat bombs might take out the spawn. And yes, you've got a 2-0 wipe for the back squids as they now reclaim the splat zone here, Ashley.
That was a huge clutch play right there by Majin. I mean, being able to stay alive and all that is massive, and that is why they are in charge of that splat zone right now, and they're going to go ahead and clear out that
just like that website you have all the
Dynamon going to deploy the ink armor. You see the lead at the top of your screen, 13 to 39. GG Boys trying to make it a 3-2 advantage. That clock continues to tick, but it's 3-1 on the field. A couple of specials ready to go for the GG Boys, 9.
And that was one of the most crucial 1v1s. And unlike earlier in the set, this time it was Taiji beating Kaito on that.
Absolutely not. Microsoft makes nothing good.
But Taiji won that. They were really close to getting the lead.
13 to 26. You see the GG Boys are having to overcome and erase that penalty they currently have, but they have a 13-point lead, 2:18 left.
I mean, that's great. I don't give a shit.
He gets Kaito, but he's hungry. He wants some more. He's going after a few more back squids. Unable to eat right there. Here comes the baller. Watson trying to get into that zone.
420p
enough to get a few sprinkles of ink in the splat zone, but it's not enough. GG Boys about 20 seconds away from victory, and Watson goes down, and 9, it looks like this is when the GG Boys take control of everything.
GG Boys are just
Looks like it's going to be no issue whatsoever, and they get the victory.
Why even show up to a tournament? The GG Boys are here.
Yeah, if you knew the GG Boys are there, why even get your hopes up?
Exact same thing there. They came out to the lead, all guns a-blazing there, but the lockout phase, you just saw the GG Boys a little too good at it. Japan really focuses on splat zones. They run a lot of splat zones only tournaments. And you saw right there as we see Dynamon there coming out on top of that scorecard.
And Ashley was very similar to the first match of splat zones, like 9 pointed out. The back squid's taking the early advantage, but the GG Boys really settling in, recapturing the zone, and then locking up the GG Boys by really dominating their spawn.
Yeah, I think that we tend to see the GG Boys come out really aggressive on splat zones, and basically the strategy there is we're going to come out really aggressive. If we can take over that splat zone, great, but if not, that's okay. We have plenty of time to regroup, take it back, and go ahead and move forward from there. So I think that they have enough time and sort of the luxury of being really aggressive on that first push, because they can always just come right back.
And 9, you talked about a big-time 1v1 matchup. Let's roll back the replay and see what you were referring to. This was a moment where really this game changed. You had the back squids really with the GG Boys on the ropes.
Yes, and right here, Taiji did a great job of using the cover of Dynamon to move in. You see taking out Watson there, and right there you can just barely see them both shooting at each other. A little bit of strafing there, but Taiji taking that completely compromised the bridge. One more goes down off screen, and it just fell together.
They get the wipe against the back squids at that point. You saw the back squids only 13 seconds away from tying them. So we now see some of the great defense the back squids play. The GG Boys give them a taste of their own medicine. We now get set for game 6. It'll be tower control on Moray Towers, Ashley. One of the most notorious levels. Obviously, Moray Towers.
Smash Brothers level.
It is, yes. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about what we see here with Moray Towers.
Which one is that? I can't remember.
Oh, man. I mean, Moray Towers, I think you're going Chargers all day long. Echo's going to be on that Charger 100%. We are going to see some
never really got started
all day. It's going to get crazy out there.
And 9, what do you think is going through the mind of the GG Boys? They're one victory away from capturing the World Championship. And if you're the back squids, you were in this situation yesterday. You were down 2-1 against Set to Destroy X, and you're able to win the next 2 games to make your way to the finals. Tell us about what's going through the minds of these players, most likely.
Well, the back squids, no stranger to important wins on tower control. One of the greatest games I've ever seen played yesterday. They have to be confident. They know that this is a back and forth situation. They're not being outmatched. They know that if they execute, they can bring it to them. And I think it's almost the exactly same thing coming from the GG Boys. It's just a matter of, all right, we're here. We know how we want to play this. Let's just do our thing and we'll get that win.
Players still in the lobby selecting their gear. Big time match, of course. If the GG Boys get the victory, they are your Splatoon 2 world champions. Back squids trying to force a game 7 if they can get a victory here. Tower control last time, Ashley. The back squids had the victory there. You saw how well they're able to play defensively late in that match. You need to win Tower, though. You got to have those long-range weapons to play.
Or would it be the most extreme elimination challenge, guys?
Those ones.
Tower control.
Okay, so the American voices or the actual
the American one?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd watch the shit out of that.
Can the back squids, with their backs against the wall,
we'll still have the body stand-in
in the turquoise, you've got the GG Boys.
Of course.
In the pink, you've got the back squids of Europe, and already we look at some of these loadouts here.
Mode.
Just a few long-range weapons that we see.
Only a few, but something to keep in mind is that 2 members are using a first-round weapon here. They're trying to use that so that they can pressure these long-range weapons. They know Dynamon is going to be able to sit back here on this flat lane and make it very painful for them, and right now, it's not working for them.
GG Boys on the tower.
People like
remember last year, Dynamon, part of that Dynamute team. They were looking to extend the match themselves on Moray Towers. What poetic justice it would be if they could get the victory here today on Moray Towers. Early on,
the dust
the GG Boys trying to get through that first checkpoint.
Moray Tower. I don't know. They rotate maps every week.
Stingray action back and forth. I think Dynamon is absolutely going to be gunning for Echo very specifically because he wants to keep Echo away from his special for as long as humanly possible.
49-100 advantage for the GG Boys in this Game 6. The GG Boys get the victory here. They are your world champions. Dynamon pushing even more forward.
GG Boys are so good.
They're so good.
Can the GG Boys?
I wish they would be the best so this would be over.
Can they play defense?
Easy.
8 seconds left. Will the GG Boys be
Get mad! Get mad! Back Squids, get mad!
Oh, you're a kid now. You're Squid now.
Of the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
God gamers.
The GG Boys of Japan.
Fuck yeah!
To see the emotion, the joy, obviously. Round of applause for
you know
the
what?
Squids and what
you
they
know
were
what?
able to accomplish. Gave us some
they
really
were a kid now. They were a Squid now.
Wow,
they're a man now.
What we saw right there.
They're sad
Dynamon's
now.
ability to move
they're sad now.
And that splat on Echo really told the story of this one.
That's one of the quickest moving tower control maps in the game. You saw right there, it was just one wipe and it felt like they walked it all the way down to the 40s to that second checkpoint. And when you run with a shorter range composition like we saw there, we saw both of those short range weapons. If you do get boxed out, it becomes incredibly difficult to get back in. But once Echo went down there at the very end to that Stingray from Dynamon, like you said, Dynamon knew who the target was. They needed to take out that sniper. They did that, and they walked in at the end.
Yep. And Ashley, we got a chance to witness the championship last year in 2017. And how good do you think this feels for Dynamon on tower control?
Dude, you know what?
Stopped.
Overtime, 3 squids on a tower.
Smash
and they all got
That was it. This was the finals. They're over.
I think so.
Great.
You talk about retribution. The GG Boys are your champions of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. Give them a round of applause.
Oh, they did it.
Yeah,
it
sounds like it's
a round of
done,
applause.
yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful job.
They're just chilling now. It's like, all right,
bring on the real competition.
Well, I know I said a bunch about yesterday's action, how great of a set it was, but today lived up to expectations. We saw emotion. We saw highlight level plays. We saw weapons of all kinds coming out here, and I think it speaks to how great of a game Splatoon 2 is that you can see such a great variety of weapons.
Well, we have some awards for our victors and for the trophy presentation. Let's bring him out again. The producer for Splatoon 2, Mr. Nogami.
Snake, join us. Come on and hang, dude. We're chilling.
Welcome.
What's up, dude? Dude, how fucking hype were you?
I'm pleased.
You can do 2 arrows now.
I noticed.
Wow, what a great
I'm
final
a bit
battle.
concerned about Link's recovery.
Why so?
Well, you got remote bombs now.
Yeah, but that means if I understand it correctly that you won't be able to hold
Still all
the
worked
next
up over
one.
seeing that. I can't believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can't do that anymore.
優勝した日本チームの皆さん、本当におめでとうございます。
Huh.
I want to say
This rugby
congratulations
looks
to
like
our
it's
champions, the
huge now,
Japan
too.
team.
はい。じゃあ
I appreciate that, yeah.
You get 2 arrows, man. It looked like you shot 2 arrows, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I don't look forward to your fucking remote bomb shit, dude. Not at all.
That just means you're gonna have to main snake.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're overlooking Snake. Who has worse
Now we'd like to
projectiles?
present our
Snake
winning
is so
team with
cool.
some
And
medals.
you're gonna play him, aren't you, fucker?
Yeah. I think my 4 characters that I'm going to learn for sure.
Bayonetta.
Link, Lucina, Snake, and me.
Dude, I want to fuck with Ridley so bad. Can we all take a moment to...
It's over, yay!
GG Boys! The GG Boys! Grand Masters of Splatoon 2!
Now bring on the real games.
This children's game.
And we also have a trophy. Let's bring it out.
Shit. Oh, what did you...
Oh, they're lowering it.
Oh, shit.
Right, never mind.
Hey. Were you happy they brought Wolf back? I was happy.
Well, this trophy went to the American team last year, but this time
Yeah,
it's
it
going
looks
to
like
the team from Japan.
It's like they tried to make a squid and it kind of melted.
Yeah. That'll do.
Will we be taking a couple pictures? Let's maybe gather behind the table.
I don't think that guy has to translate for
ま
this
ずはチー
team.
ム4人で。
持っています重いですよ気をつけて
I love awkward, nerdy Japanese dudes.
Why don't you marry him?
Too much commitment.
And Mr. Nogami, do you want to join?
Probably no commitment. They're always busy working. Very industrious.
Babyface on the left. Dragon, the serious guy, and the comfortable guy. The best GG boys in town. Just check it. 20 years, they're gonna be like Ready Player #1 status.
Oh boy.
Good work today, everybody.
These are the new Daigos.
Fuck yeah. Daigo 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody will know their name.
Excellent play from our European team. Let's give them a hand.
I think Angry Guy just left the stage.
Do you think he did?
I didn't see him.
And I'd like to continue with some comments from my end as well.
We'll
finish by sending our Japanese team off the stage with one final congratulations. Let's hear it for them.
You know two people who look really similar?
Who?
Ego Raptor.
本当に出場したアメリカ、ヨーロッパ、ニュージーランド、オーストラリア、すべてのチームの健闘をたたえたいと思います。皆さんも拍手してあげてください。
They look similar.
For all 4 of our teams from
Maybe because I
America,
picture
Europe,
Caveman with
Australia, New
his
Zealand, and
mustache.
Japan, showing us
Yeah,
And I picture Aaron really fast. Nah.
Ego Raptor's got fucking mustaches and shit.
Not my Ego Raptor.
Your Ego Raptor's old.
本当に会場に
My Ego Raptor has really animated eyebrows.
から中継でご覧の皆さん、
Ego Raptor's a cartoon.
この大会を盛り上げていただいて本当にありがとうございます。
I also want to give thanks to all of our people who waited so long to get into the hall today. Everybody watching this broadcast online at home, thank you for your support.
You're welcome. We loved every second of GG Boys.
いや本当にすべてのチームが全力を出し尽くしたもう素晴らしい連続だったと思います。
My hands haven't been able to stop sweating from the spine-tingling matches we saw continue one after the other. And I think we can safely say that all of our players left everything they had on the turf.
試合の結果ももちろん素晴らしいんですけども、何より僕が素晴らしいと感じたのは、この大会を通じて世界中のプレイヤーが交流を深めたことだと思います。
And while the results of the tournament are certainly something special, the thing that makes me happiest is to be able to hold a tournament like this that brings players together from around the world and allows them to extend and deepen their sense of community with each other.
Why do they both have sunglasses on?
So that other guy doesn't feel so lonely wearing sunglasses by himself.
ゲームが世界中の人々をつなぐ駆け足になっていたら。
That's why he's not finding his words. He's just fucking baked.
And as a researcher, you know, there's no greater joy than to use an event like this as a sort of a bridge. If we can use games, things like this, to bring players together and bring them together, extend that communication I mentioned earlier.
スプラトゥーン2を応援してくださって支えてくださった全世界のファンの皆さんに改めてお礼を申し上げたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
And I want to use this opportunity to sincerely thank all of our fans around the world for their continued passion and support for Splatoon 2. Thank you so much.
I can never stay still.
Yep.
Because the bugs keep crawling on me.
Too many ants.
Too many squids.
さて、そんな皆さんにここで一つ私からお伝えしたいことがあります。
Oh my God! Bring on Smash!
Things we'd like to share with you.
Oh, they got the share. Yo, new mode.
Oh my God.
New character, Ridley.
発売前のスプラトゥーンダイレクトでアップデート。
What updates?
More potatoes.
2018年7月発売から1年で終了するとお伝えしていましたが、はい、この度武器のアップデートを2018年12月まで継続することにしました。
So, before Splatoon 2 launched, we had a Splatoon 2 Nintendo Direct in which we announced that we would be continuing to support the game with updates
that's a really
for 1
ugly
year
picture
after its
if you really
release,
look at it.
or until July 2018. We're here to tell you that we'd like to continue updating weapons for the game until December of this year.
December.
New weapons.
ステージもあと少しだけ追加します。
New
That's when
weapons,
Smash
but we'll
comes
also
out,
be
dude.
adding a couple stages, so keep a lookout for those.
Yeah.
映像出
Dude,
ますかね
Ridley
So
confirmed
let's
for
see if we can get a
Splatoon
video of that.
2.
I don't
I'd like to show you a
care.
little video. Those stages and those weapons. Let's call for it. Let's call for it. See if we can get it out here. Here it comes.
Oh, look at that weapon, dude.
こ
The
のよ
leaf
うな
blower.
新しい武器や新しいステージ
I don't know
が
what that is.
随時追加されますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
Shit.
So these weapons and stages will kind of
that looks
continue in
so
a
good.
rollout, so we hope that you'll be looking forward to them.
That's
そして
water.
Oh, there's a little fucking.
もう一本
What the fuck? That's
ご覧いた
water?
だきたい映像があります。
The water's
But we have
alive?
one other video we'd like
Oh
to show
my
you.
god.
こちらをどうぞ。
Okay.
Please take a look.
What's the video?
I don't know, but they're leaving.
Oh, they're
Oh,
just
never mind.
having a sit.
It's a long video. Splatoon 3. Here we
Pimp
go.
expansion.
Oh man.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Tomorrow! Tomorrow! Yo! What?
Okay.
Dude! Tomorrow!
そうです。
Hi.
Oh, that's so fucking dope.
You'll play it tomorrow.
有料
It's
追加コン
only
テ
a
ンツ
day away.
オクトエクスパンション
God
が
damn it.
配信されます。
So this is the first paid DLC for Splatoon 2, the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, and it is going to be available starting tomorrow.
時差がありますので少し各地域の時間には差があるんですけども、全世界ほぼ同時に配信開始されます。
Now this will be a worldwide simultaneous release, but please check that screen that we showed earlier for the release times in your region.
アメリカの時間で言えば明日の夕方ぐらいになります。
If we were speaking from an American perspective, this will be tomorrow evening that it will launch.
はい、オクトエキスパンションは80以上のステージと新たな、ストーリーが楽しめる、シングルプレイのモードでシリーズで初めてタコの姿でプレイすることができます。
So in this Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, you will be able to play for the first time as an Octoling character as you explore 80 new stages and the Splatoon 2 story and world at a deeper level.
What?
あと1日だけお待ちください。
Please just wait one more day.
Octopath Traveler is going to be in Splatoon
That's great.
2. Yeah.
そしてさらに
That's great.
And one more thing. Oh no, we're not
エ
done.
キスパンションの主人公であるタコガール、タコボーイ、タコのアミーボの発売も決定しました。
We've also
Snake, are
decided
you
to
also
release
excited for Octopath Traveler?
amiibo figures for the main
Yeah, I'm looking
characters
forward
in
to
the
it.
Octo
Looks so
expansion.
good.
The Octoling girl, the
I love the
Octoling
art
boy,
style. I don't know
and the
about.
Octoling
I haven't touched any of the
octopus.
demos, but I know about the gameplay.
こちら
Yeah, I
は
haven't either.
2018年の発売を
But
の予定していますが、詳細はまだ未定ですので
I wanna say I saw something
続報をお待ちください。
Now we've
A demo
decided to
comes
release
out
these amiibo
soon.
within
Yeah, there's a new
2018,
one.
but
I
for
think
further
June
details about the release date,
22nd or
please stay
something like
tuned.
that.
I think
Maybe
it
it's like
saves your
16.
progress, right?
I don't know.
I saw something that said that it saved progress.
私た
Did
ち
you
からお伝
use
えした
last
いこ
game
とは以上
progress
で
and
す。
shit?
Which
That
one?
is all I've got for you
I
today.
don't know.
2日間、スプラトゥーン2ワールドチャンピオンシップにお付き合いいただき本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Splatoon 2 World Championship over the last 2 days.
The demo is the first chapter for
引き
each
続きイ
character.
ベントをお楽しみください。
And please continue to enjoy the remaining
Avoid.
You're gonna be here. You want to enjoy the remaining tournament footage.
私はこれで失礼するんですけども、インクリングはもしかするとこの後も登場するかもしれません。
All right, I'm going to be leaving the stage now, but keep your eyes open. You might glimpse a couple inklings coming up.
You know, I would be so nervous to be the translator.
Thank you very much, guys.
Like, what if you forget what he fucking said?
Probably they gave him a script ahead of time as well.
Holy shit, that's genius!
The gist of what he's gonna be saying.
I didn't even think about that.
This is why you're the talent.
I'm not even talent, dude. Oh shit. Oh! It's happening!
I'm ready. I hope absolutely no one picks Inkling.
Yeah, they're all gonna pick Bayonetta and Cloud, dude.
What makes Smash so special? It started off as a bunch of diehards that got to know each other.
Who's that?
And then it just grew and grew and grew into this huge community that we have now where it's just...
I don't know, actually.
Pro player.
He's a pro player, though.
Welcome to the family.
I think what brought me into Smash was just the fact that everybody could play.
Anybody can jump in and play anytime, whether you're a pro or an amateur. It's
copyrighted material.
Fighting games of all time.
The first time I've ever played Smash Brothers was when I was 5 years old.
I was about 4 years old at the time.
Everyone's wearing branded shit.
I got hooked instantly.
Yeah.
Like every single night I'd be playing.
We would 2v1 against our dad.
All the time.
And,
all the time.
We still lost.
Yeah, we couldn't.
We grew up and now
your dad was zero.
I don't
Why isn't your dad at this tournament?
Yeah, he seems pretty good.
I got Melee and a GameCube, and life's never been the same.
It's easy to pick up, but it's hard to master, and I think it's brilliant.
Hey, Zero!
I actually wrote you a book about
Smash,
every game for like,
where's the
10,000 pages long.
I felt every emotion in the book.
Oh yeah, he had to cut his fucking hair.
Very satisfying to know somebody in this game.
Fuck yeah.
There's nothing even close to it.
We like spiking. We like putting boots into people's face and sending them straight down.
I do like that.
Game.
Where's Mizu King?
Let's go.
Like, you only remembered because that guy's bald.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. Oh, this game, dude.
It's remarkable how much love and passion everyone here has for the game and for the community.
The Super Smash Brothers community is a community like no other, where we built it ourselves from the ground up. We started our own events, our own locals.
They bring these heavy CRT TVs and lug them to tournaments, and they're like playing it from sunrise.
Oh, there he is.
You don't just meet one kind of person, and they all share this great passion.
People from all walks of life can go in the same room and share a common interest together and have fun over it.
I know I can go to almost every continent in the entire world and be like, let's play. Like, that's awesome. That's so cool.
You build
Meet me in Uganda
with a lot of people. A lifetime.
What if you won Uganda? No items.
Through this game.
With all my friends. Smash. My girlfriend met her through Smash.
This is actually how I ended up meeting my girlfriend.
We actually met at my first tournament, and after that, we became really, really close, and we've been together for 3 years ever since.
Everybody
good job,
is
dude.
your best friend, whether you just met them or you've known them for years.
Oh, so many friends. I mean, so many friends going to tournaments.
So the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of people that are very passionate about it, it makes me feel like I belong.
You think they ever made a joke
I feel
about
home
smashing?
when I'm with the Smash community, for sure.
Smash in
Nah,
one word.
never.
Uniting.
Journey.
Epic.
Fun, just amazing.
Intense.
Unreal.
I would just have to say amazing.
Beautiful.
Life.
Passion. Memories.
I'd say family. Family.
Family.
Family. Family. The family atmosphere is something that makes the Smash community really special, if you ask me.
Yo, where the fuck Hungrybox at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, he smashed Reggie too hard, they won't let him come back.
Yeah, right? J-Tails?
J-Tails working on his own game.
J-Tails busy. Mango! 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 Oh, sick.
Back again to the
There's Zero with a scarf.
It's the moment that so many of you have been waiting for, the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. An unbelievable crowd here as we get set. We've got a terrific tournament, 8 of the finest players in the world.
Oh boy, I hope they have items on. This is a Nintendo tournament after all.
Like a timed thing, like a time match.
Only one man who can do it right.
They only play one mode.
The creator of the Super Smash Brothers series, Mr. Sakurai.
Sakurai Khan!
on.
Gaming!
I've been looking forward to this. Dude, black on black always looks good.
That's why they bring.
Thank you. Welcome to Smash Brothers Invitation 2080.
Dude, he learned English.
No way.
I'm the director of the game, Masahiro Sakurai.
Who?
Masahiro Sakurai.
Sakura-kan.
Did you all catch the direct this morning?
Yeah, that was a dope direct.
What did you think?
You think they're gonna show another character?
Right now.
It's Sakurai himself.
Yep.
I know, that'd be so sick.
Thank you for watching, and really what we wanted to focus on this time is, as we mentioned, everyone is here.
Dude, Sakurai's hair does look really perfect.
E3 バージョン、E3 で展示するバージョンを使うためにキャラクターがおよそ30
Like him, it hasn't aged a day.
However, the version we're using for the tournament today is the E3 version, so there's only about 30 characters available.
Only.
本番ではもうちょっとたくさんのキャラクターが
And it's just 30 inklings, guys. I'm
But in
sorry.
the actual game, you'll be able to play with a lot more characters.
Didn't pay the deals.
後ろに並んでいる彼らは、スマブラの中でもトッププレイヤーですが、彼らは実は、スマブラ SP アルティメットですかね、それをほとんどやったことがありません。
So the players you see behind us, they are some of the top Smash players. However, they've actually had very little experience with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Because it's such a different game this time around.
きっとめちゃめちゃに使いこなして、なぜか使いこなして大変面白い試合を展開してくれるに違いないと私は確信しております。
But I am very confident that these players of this level will be able to handle it and be able to show us a great match.
Nothing's a DBZ player now?
それでは世界初のスマブラアルティメット大会をお楽しみください。
Well then, please enjoy the very first Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament.
All right, here we go, dude.
Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Sakurai.
Let's
we
go.
Off the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. I'm your host, and joining me, we have two of the finest commentators when it comes to Super Smash Brothers. Please give a warm welcome to Vicky, Kitty, and Vish. And we have waited so long for this day, and I know how excited both of you are. Early impressions from what we've seen from Super Smash Bros.
E or D1?
Jordan, this game is so
none of the
fast.
Smash commentators
I don't even know
I
what
know.
I am playing right now, and I cannot wait for everyone
He's
to
another
check out what we have for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Uh-oh. This wouldn't happen to Breezy.
How unfortunate.
Yeah, dude!
Lots of excitement here, and Vicky, let's get to the basics of Smash, because here's what's great. We've got a wonderful audience that's joining us. We have people that have been playing this game for years and years and years this series. They grew up with this game. However, there's another new generation of future Super Smash Bros. Players that will have their introduction to Smash Bros. Through Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So give us some of the basics of what we're looking for today with gameplay.
So currently we have come from a history of different games. You have Melee and you have Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Both of them are different in their own ways.
One thing I'm
currently,
concerned about
for the Super
is
Smash
the
Bros.
increase in
Basics, what you're going to be seeing today, the goal is to knock the opposing fighters off the stage.
Still the same
you guys
as
are already
it is,
familiar with that. Each fighter starts at 0%. The damage increases as each fighter gets hit. As the percentage goes up, it does become easier for a fighter to be knocked off the stage.
I think that's why.
When a fighter is knocked off the stage, it is a KO, and the player then loses a stop.
Very excellent description right there. And this tournament is going to feature a lot of different things. It's not just going to be 1v1 Fox only. We're going to see some Smash Balls. We're going to see items. We're going to see singles, doubles, and 4-player free-for-alls as well, too. And you look at what you're possibly most excited for here, Vicky, and it's a chance
we were
to see some of the
joking about items.
in the world.
Oh, it's doubles?
Well, we got dubs, though.
Just smash balls on, items off.
Tell us about some of the stuff we're going to see from these players.
Well, for round one,
okay,
it's going to be a doubles match between Zero and Armada versus Abadongo and Flup. We have never seen these kind of matchups. We are seeing a melee Smash 4 come together. I am so excited for what's going to happen here. But yeah, our first match is going to be Zero Armada versus Abadongo and Flup.
We are playing the exclusive mode, balls
We're
and
going to have around
bees.
30 characters here. So here's how it worked. We have 8 professional players, and they did what's called a snake draft. They drew numbers, and they were each assigned a number 1 through 8. Number 1 got the first pick for a fighter. Number 8 got the 8th pick. So you have a pool of 3 fighters.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
1 through 8 picks, and then 8 gets the first pick for the second fighter.
Right.
Then you go back down to 1, and then 1 gets the first pick for the third fighter. Why do you have 3 fighters? You have to use a different fighter your first 3 matches.
That's from all being Cloud and Bayo.
For the rest of the matches we said. So,
because they know they would
if I want to go with Mario, Donkey Kong, and Bowser, I have to use Mario, then Donkey Kong, then Bowser if I want to get back to Mario. So, Vicky, it forces these fighters to maybe get out of their comfort zone and use someone that they might not typically
Zero plays the entire
Right, they
cast,
can't use
though.
the same character unless they transition to the other 3 characters they originally picked. So
That's
that
why he's
forces them
smiling.
to try out
Yeah,
new characters,
he
but
loves
also
it.
showcase to our audience what characters and
why
what
you-
kind of
you
moveset
should,
you'd be
you know,
expecting
get out of
when
your
you get
comfort
the
zone
game.
sometimes.
And we already have these characters
Play
selected
random.
with the players. They did
Watch
the
him put
draft
Inkling
earlier
in there
on, so
just
they are
because
set to
it's
go.
new
They
and he
had a
never
chance
played
to
it.
play the game just a little bit. But let's get a chance to get to
Nothing
know a
against
few
Inkling,
of our
of course,
players just a little bit better.
Watching the Ditto and then the doubles Ditto.
That's pretty good.
What is happening right now?
It's a hype moment, dude.
Zero.
Sometimes
That's not
it's
Zero.
not so important
That's Zero.
to be a hero.
Guys, it's Zero.
As much as it is a zero with a capital R.
Favorite game, Xenoblade Chronicles. Good choice, bro.
If you look closely, there are gods among men. But behind every god stands a goddess. Or in this case,
Just let him eat that mango,
a
dude.
princess.
I guess it's a peach, right?
Yo, his C-stick looked scuffed. It was dirty.
If you want to be the best, then you must become the best.
I understand this is supposed to be cheesy as hell.
Yeah.
It is.
But the narrator is making me sad. What in the...
Xenoblade. Dude, he likes Xenoblade too.
And sometimes it just comes down to having the right attitude. I am not kidding you right now.
Dude, really?
Dude, really? You're about
They
to
just
be
had them
late
film
for
this in the
tournament.
hotel yesterday, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
How Nintendo does. But I guess they're acting as if they're all going on a road trip.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Was the paw blurred?
I don't know.
They had a Beanie Baby tag. They can't have that.
With the fate of the entire universe in their hands. Oh, wait. It's not the entire universe? It's just for the Super Smash Brothers. Oh, okay. That's cool too. Sweet.
Oh, that was so bad. But I don't care. I don't care that it was
Well, some
so
very
bad.
familiar faces as we get set for the Super
I wonder if
Smash
his
Brothers
mic is fixed now.
Invitational 2018, and let's
Yeah.
take a closer
Yeah,
look
they
at
got
this
him.
first round matchup. Will work up amongst these 4 professionals. We bring out 4 of them, so that means it's going to be a doubles match to get things started here. Smash
They gave him
on,
Sheik.
items on, and below each character.
I think he picked these
below
things,
each player,
dude.
we should say, you see the 3 characters they drafted. So
There's
Vicky,
gonna be
let's get
Sheik
your
in the
early
double,
thoughts on the
Mario in the
decisions
single,
for
and
Zero
then
and
Ike in
Armada.
the
So
finale, if
for
you
those
could
of
say.
you tuning in, you guys know who
Yes?
Zero is. The best Smash Brothers for Wii U player with a 56 tournament win streak throughout nearly all of 2015.
Damn.
Second at EVO 2018.
Yeah, Zero was a
one
god,
Frostbite,
dude.
one EVO.
Yeah, I
it's gonna
remember
be
that.
fantastic. Vish, what are your
He was
thoughts on
on that
Armada?
grind.
I mean, Armada
Oh,
is just like
somebody's going Ridley, dude.
Yeah, Plup, dude. Titan that is Zero. I mean, he is won Genesis through 2 through 4. He's won Evo 2015, 2017. He is a team's god. So it's going to be amazing to see how he fares up, especially with a dynamite combo like Zero.
And I have to say this without a letting squeezing by.
I think so.
Plup choosing Ridley as one of his characters, so we will see Ridley in action today, quite possibly. And you see Abadango getting the chance to choose his coveted Mewtwo as well.
Yeah, Abadango being known for his Mewtwo and as well as his Pac-Man, so it's going to be quite interesting
to see. Say that name.
Let's get set for our first matchup in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. You see the two teams, Zero and Armada, taking on Abadango and Plup as we get set to see the first ever competitive matchup in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They're getting their characters set to go as we take a look at the stage here. And this just the excitement we feel here in the Blasco Theater.
Yeah, man, it's just like you're saying, this is the first competitive set we get to see in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I am really excited for what these players have in store. I'm curious because as we talked about earlier, you have to choose one of your 3 characters in your arsenal during this match. And it looks like Armada is going to be going with Ludimus. Plup is going to be going with Ridley.
And Abadango going with Core, and then you see Plup with Ridley, as you said, Zero with Mario, Armada with Samus. And early on already, Samus taking the brunt of the damage here. Mario doing a great job staying alive, edge guarding on the side. But here comes Armada and Vicky. That smoke is going to help us determine who launches who off the side of the map as well.
Exactly. The color smoke that you are seeing displayed here indicates that the player that launched that character in general is the one that incited the move that sent them that far.
Yes.
81% damage for Armada as Armada trying to avoid some more attacks. Meanwhile, Zero with Mario.
God.
Ridley
Samus's back air is so strong.
Holy shit. That Zero and Armada are doing. Armada seems to be either covering the ledge or the center, and they keep going vice versa, and Armada cleaning out that edge guard on that stock earlier.
Plup losing the first stock of this match, 2-on-2. Armada and Zero doing a terrific job of keeping their opposition at bay, but you see Corrin bouncing Armada.
Remember, the Smash Ball is on.
Armada able to come
It'll
down.
Show up.
Attack being protected by the barrier. Ridley sent up to the
there
side.
It is.
Oh, there goes Armada, and the red team losing their first stock here, Vicky, as we see
Zero,
holding strong with Corrin.
And as you saw the Smash Ball being caught on the top of the stage.
It got knocked the fuck out.
All the way up there.
Come on, Zero! Comes back.
Zero!
Caught once again.
Get it! Yes!
Zero with the bear, catching it.
Oh, shit! You whiffed it! Wait, no, we got one?
The very first Smash Ball that you see Zero obtain.
Zero with the foul ball. Abadango still alive with all 3 stocks, but Plup is down to the final stock, and Ridley. There goes Corrin, sent off to the right-hand side of your screen, trying to get back on. Plup doing a fine job as well, too, applying some pressure. Beautiful
and it's just
job
Plup
of clearing out some traffic. And Fish, we continue to see lots of pressure being put on by both Armada and Zero.
Mario's fireball is huge now.
The ceiling like that on top makes it such that if you're in the center of the stage, you don't get sent off vertically. So they're kind of opting to fight.
I know. Plup is very good. I'm just
staying there because he's like, you know what, I can.
But he's also up against Armada and Zero.
Make sure that I'm on the top.
It's kind of terrifying, in my opinion.
Unfortunately, he loses his stock.
Abadango losing his first stock. Blue team 2-1. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 for the red team of Armada and Zero. And now Abadango gets sent out again.
Oh, he took a stock.
He took a stock. Armada and Zero. They smell blood in the water here, Fish.
And Plup, you saw it using the share stock because Abadango was doing such a good job being a stock tank at the center of the stage. Oh man, Ridley, kind of a difficult character to use, it seems.
Zero trying to recover, but
he saw it!
Beautiful up air sends Zero off to the side of the screen.
Dude, that mini-map thing is so cool.
Armada applying some zoning pressure, those projectiles
so nice.
Plup able to clear out Zero once again. Armada at the top of the level. Abadango using that up air on Armada. Zero with a couple of up tilts against Abadango and Plup to wrap up the damage.
He really should be.
Great job of staying alive with Mario.
Commentators curse Jordan, but Armada was doing such a good job at catching Zero and making sure Zero was safe and sound in the middle. As you can see, they are fighting in the middle.
As you wish.
No
I thought you said I wish.
What it seems. Abba trying to cover his teammate as he makes it back onto the stage. Armada doing a good job, as you can see, maintaining
Armada, go and charge that spear ball.
It's actually a pretty even match, as we're saying that Zero's the only one with like a huge lead, but oh my god, and Plup with a huge
Ridley's back here is pretty fucking good.
And that'll be it for Abadango's last stock, and that's it, the game is over.
That is game. Armada and Zero doing an excellent job of clearing things out, and you mentioned the fact that
does it trail on you until you can move again?
We got got our first look
or,
at
like,
Ridley.
react?
You said a little bit of a difficult
you get
character
your
to probably
EI and
understand
stuff
because you just found out about the
Yeah, like
character
when you
this
can actually,
morning.
like,
But Armada and Zero, they move on
gain
and
control.
advance to the winner's
Yeah,
bracket.
regain
And
control.
Vicky was a good point. You pointed out with this
Mabby.
level, in this great
That's what it's
plateau,
looking like.
you've got the tower in the middle of the ceiling. It makes it very difficult for anybody to send anybody through the top of the stage, and we saw a lot of traffic underneath there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't look like it was a very easy job to tech in the middle of that. There was a lot of knockback happening in the middle of the stage, but there was an instance where Armada was able to tech on the side of the Great Plateau. So
think she
fighting in
knows
the middle
some
is
of her
probably
hair
the
looks a
best
little
bet
purple
for
in
the
that
red
light?
team to take advantage of stage control and continuously pressure the blue team.
And Vish, we talk about this game. A lot of the players always focus on movement and why it's so important in the Super Smash Bros. Series. What are some of the things you've noticed about the movement in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I mean, honestly, like we were saying before, it's faster. One of the options that you can do is you can do short hop aerial just a bit faster. You could push the jump and A at the same time. So you don't have to, like, tap jump to make it short hop. And I feel like this in combination with just the faster pace of the way the game goes, you saw like the way the knockback works.
I really like that.
Is, even though you get
with the
hit,
whole
you fly
tap jumping
immediately to where your
I
trajectory
fuck
is
that
a
up
lot
all the
faster than
time.
we've seen in previous Smash games. So
that's
everything
so
is happening
can
at
now
just
be
like
the
a
parry
faster
king.
pace.
I will.
And so I think with teams,
Tap
it
jump.
actually
Jump
makes it
if
a little
you
bit harder
hit
to make,
jump
combo
and A at
off
the same
your
time, you do a
allies'
tap
hits
jump.
and whatnot. So I think that's a huge
So
factor
nice.
in this game.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after our first match was just concluded. You had Zero and Armada getting the victory, which means the two buddies get a face-off against each other in the next winner's round. Coming up next, though, we'll have our next set of doubles. And for those players, let's take a moment and get to know them just a little bit better.
Yeah, I want to see theirs.
Dude, hear that music?
Yeah, it's
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
They call him Mr. R because Mr. PG-13 is, well, kinda unimpressive.
I like reading manga.
Legend has it that some are born into greatness, and others are just lucky.
Hey, look.
In a world where an adult man can be named
I like how everyone likes Nintendo video
Zero.
games. It's their favorite video game.
Mango?
Yeah.
Mango? Really?
Yeah.
Like my grandma's favorite food?
I'm over this.
Good job, Mango. He likes Mario Kart 8.
Weird.
He may not be
No,
old
like
enough
Smash.
to sign a lease,
Yeah.
rent a car, or obtain a legal permit to feed a pig in Arizona, but he can kick your butt in Smash.
Yeah, I think they were told to pick a Nintendo game.
Now,
Oh, I'm
these guys
100%
will
sure.
compete with the fate of
Like,
the
Nintendo's
entire
weird, like the whole
universe.
Coke and Pepsi thing,
Wait,
you know?
it's
Yeah,
not the entire
never
universe.
acknowledge the others.
It's Super
Exactly.
Smash Brothers. That's cool too. I want to get in on that action. I have an arm too. Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
Wow. Okay, man.
And once again, some big-time names as we introduce
Excited.
the other half of our competitors here. And Vicky, what can you say about
Mango?
some of the accolades of these players here?
Well, Mr. R is
Gonna
one
have
of
to
the
go
players
Fox.
that a lot of people know from Smash
Then
Bros.
Val
on
right
Wii U,
now.
5th at Frostbite 2018. He did
And then
do
Rob.
second at EVO 2017, so that definitely put him on the map. He also helped mold
So far,
the
no
shape
inklings?
meta. So Mr.
Good.
R, being a known player, making his ways around the community, but also MK Leo, a prodigy to his respective game, very young player, 17 years old, coming all the way from Mexico.
And we take a look at the player cards and see what characters our players selected for this opening round. And obviously, there are three that they drafted here. Mr. R, you see the and Mango. And
Damn it,
the
Mango.
decision for Mango here, Vish. One of the new characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Honestly, I'm really excited that
can tell he
Mango
wants
got
to win.
included because, you know, his playstyle is reckless, it's flashy, he's not afraid to risk it all. He's like, you know what, this is a new type of character. I'm just gonna play it right off the bat. Why not?
I'm rooting for Mango still.
Take us
Mango,
through
you got this, bro.
doubles, because obviously there's a lot going on the map, and you want to make sure that you have some focused, concentrated attacks, but it's not 1v1 where you can really just focus in on one target.
Yeah, true. And the percentages also work a little bit differently in doubles. You know, the normal hits don't do as much percentage.
I figure they will have like gentlemen's agreements.
But
like
a lot of it is just kind of like taking up space with your player. Oh my god. And Mango going
he's the one that started it.
Right off the bat.
Started the
But yeah, so they kind of want to just go around both the
he's
other
going in with
players,
that
kind of
Ganon.
picture them in certain situations. One person grabs the edge, one person stays in the center of the stage. Those are the
got a sword.
Got a sword for his smash attacks now.
Let's pick this up in Moray Towers. Red team, Mr. R going as close.
Lucky. Protect him!
Up tilts by Lucky, and you see Mango using Ganondorf and Vicky. Ganondorf brings a new weapon to his arsenal. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Ganondorf now has a sword for his smash attacks. As you saw earlier, Lucky losing his shield quite early within the game. And I'm so happy we get to see a display of Ganondorf not just using his fists and his feet, Jordan, but also the sword.
And Bish, you look at this map, all the different levels, it's going to be really hard to establish a neutral game when there's so much verticality in Moray Towers. As Cloud
him
gets
playing
to the
with
top of the screen, and now Mr. R
playing with Bayo.
Yeah, I think moves that have huge hitboxes do really well. As we saw the smash attack from Bayonetta going through the platforms like that, I think huge hitboxes like Ganon's as well will do really well.
I really love that
smoke Great choices from everyone. Cloud also a huge sword hitbox will kind of just traverse and cover the stage really well.
That looked a lot quicker
in the middle of your map
one.
right now, paired with MK Leo's Bayonetta. 3-3 stocks for the blue team. However, Lucky losing the first stock, and it's 3-2 red. And Mr. R at 135 with Cloud at the top of your screen, trying to avoid getting knocked out. Then you see another fighter to your left, Mango, able to recover with Ganon on the left-hand side.
We tech those, man.
Here, Vicky, and now it is an equal game between red and blue.
You had a very similar fight to what people noticed from MK Leo and Mr. R, and unfortunately Mr. R star KOing in the background and losing a stock, left with 2 stocks in total now.
MK Leo with Bayonetta doing a great job of hanging on, still on the stage. 3-2 advantage for the blue team over the 2-2 for the red. Mango with Ganon, missing with a couple of forward tilts right there, but you see Mr. R, nice work with the up air, able to connect. MK Leo able to punish Lucky right there as well.
Are you guys noticing that it feels like Mango's going right for Lucky every single time they're together?
Polo's gonna main Cloud.
Some heated battles coming up right now. Mango's like kind of just abandoning his teammates.
Like,
you're Lucky, I'm coming down for you down there, man. See me.
Lucky unable to recover at the bottom of your screen. He's down to his final
no, you can do it.
Leo, though, Vicky,
you did drop him.
Still with his 3 stocks, he will refuse to kill. But here comes this.
That's a man, dude.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, it was rolling. It was strange.
Make sure your opponents are lined up.
What did he just do?
He went to the shadow realm.
Unfortunately, he was facing the wrong direction.
Dude, the first fucking proper SD in competitive Smash 5 history. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucky from a Smash Ball.
However, 1-1 for Mr. R and Lucky. You're looking for MK Leo and Mango to close things out. Mango doing a great job. Look at the top of your screen, Vish.
It was disgusting, dude.
And a vertical KO.
Come on, Ganon side for the end. I know you wanna. Please, it'd be so hype.
Do it, he's doing it.
He's Mango
that'd be cool.
Ganondorf, MK Leo trying to use the down air. Lucky trying to elude and just get on some type of even footing. Oh, beautiful counter against Ganondorf, sends him off to the side.
What the hell happened?
And Mango
it was a
down
counter.
to his final stock. MK Leo though still has 2.
What?
Wow. Oh, but not
enough. Is that the big knee?
Yeah, if there's like a
hanging on.
What the fuck?
Maybe, I think he's countering. He's countering.
No.
No, he was getting hit.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
somehow he kept his jump that entire time. That was impressive.
Alive. And just relentless and relentless
what
we saw there. MK Leo, especially with
I know they said they have those like slow-mo like
the blue team, the early
zoom and shit like that.
We DI those and
like
we
Falcon
live in,
punch
but not living enough.
Unfortunately,
but she was just using her B, right?
Yeah, her gun. That's the confusing part.
The final hit when
Let's
there's
take a look
one
at the
enemy
updated
left
bracket
that
after our first 2 matches, and we'll see how these fighters will continue to make their way. So MK Leo and Mango, they get the victory, which means they will face off in a 1v1 coming up next, and it will also be 0 versus Armada in a 1v1 as well too. But let's get to our elimination bracket, because obviously it's double elimination in this tournament. You got to send some folks home if you don't keep winning. It'll be doubles at this point, which will then send us to a 4-player free-for-all in the next round. So we'll have Abadango and Plup versus
then a 4-player free-for-all.
Oh my God!
Once again, when we look at those doubles, it seems like
tournament level
a fighter that's able to really make the most of having those 3 full stocks. We saw that with MK Leo, with Bayonetta. You're able just to apply consistent pressure, and we've seen that in both fights as well too, having the lead with the 3-0 stock.
Yeah, I mean, that just gives you that huge 2-on-1 potential, and now going into this match, they can't use that first character they had in that arsenal, so now they got to switch between the remaining 2 that they have. And I'm really curious to see how Lucky, with his fast-paced kind of play style, is going to change versus Plup and Abadango, and how Mr. R is going to go through this.
They're just talking.
It's going to be crazy.
Let's take a look at the updated player cards and see what characters are still available for choice. As we said, players drafted 3 characters, and once you've used a character, you can no longer use them. You see that character that's ineligible, they are grayed out. So for Abadango, you've got your Mewtwo and Pac-Man still, Plup, Pit and Villager, Mr. R, Ryu, and Little Mac, and then for Lucky, you have Bowser and Fox. So you look at some of the available characters here, not too many characters out there, Vicky.
Not at all, but you still have to watch out for them because,
as you notice,
things are a little bit different in 1v1 versus free-for-alls or teams.
I guess you're right.
Damage does not scale the same.
Well, the loser bracket was all like, it was a double, and then it goes to a 4-person.
The damage scales less than when you're in 1v1s.
Right.
And Vish, you look at the fact that you have items on now for this doubles elimination matchup.
Oh God, items are on. I didn't even realize.
How do you go about and
friendly fires also on?
Because that's not what we typically see in competitive play.
Oh, right. I think it was clever, if this was what Lucky was thinking, to keep Fox because he has the reflector, which does so much more when you have items. I mean, it reflects back items at twice the force, and if you have Pokemon, it reflects back. Oh, but he says no, Vish. I'm gonna go.
What's wrong with Ryu's face?
We've got Mr. R as Ryu, Lucky as Bowser, Abadango as Pac-Man, and Plup as Villager.
Dude, this is scary.
Both players.
I really want to know how Ryu deals with other targets behind him.
Keep an eye out for that as you see the
Yeah, because he always faces the.
And already Lucky choosing Bowser. You see how big of a target he is.
Only when
lots of damage at 65.
So there's like specific
damage, but he
things
also
like
deals
that.
a lot of damage on his own, so you're gonna want to watch out as the trajectory
Assist
of the game
trophy.
sends you
Starman.
far.
We see the Starman assist trophy come out, and what's different is if you can KO the assist trophy, that's going to eliminate a stock, so keep an eye out for that in this version of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We already see our first fighter sent flying off the screen. Lucky. Abadango on the right-hand side trying to recover.
Knuckles
goes out already.
Oh my God, we got Knuckles.
Knuckles the Echidna, dude.
Knuckles the assist trophy, breaking the hearts of so many, but here he comes trying to assist the blue team.
X-Bomb deployed off the side of the stage as well, too. You see some bottles of milk flying in there, trying to get some help. Plup doing a great job with that forward tilt, clearing out the room of Lucky.
Up his own
both fighters get juggled in the air, both Lucky and Mr. R, and Smash Ball on the stage. This can certainly turn the tide. Abadango and Plup still with 4 stocks each, and Mr. R losing his second stock there, Vish.
Oh yeah,
almost
no one
has
has seemed to got the Smash Ball. They all really went for it. I mean, that really changes his pace.
He's going deep.
Oh my
Go deep.
He wanted it so bad.
Oh, went through the stage.
With the
Giga Bowser.
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna target? This punch is
That's sick, dude.
Waka Pac-Man sent off the stage right there. Lucky using
that fire
and the punch, but now Bowser and Lucky down to 2 stocks. You've got a huge advantage for the blue
crushing
team
this.
as Abadango still has
Villager has yet to die.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a walk of goodbye to Pac-Man, but it doesn't matter because they're still in the lead. Abba holding on to the bomb, and Mr. R
He just died though from that massive
down to his final stock. Mr. R really going to have to hang in there tight. You've seen the pressure applied from both Abadango and Plup, 2 speedy characters working their way around the stage right now. Pac-Man
with items on top
Lucky.
of
Lucky getting sent sailing. We now have our
Pac-Man's crazy shit and Villager's crazy shit.
And that does it.
Oh wow, it killed him.
Top of the screen KO. Both Mr. R and Lucky down to their final stock. No stock sharing at this point here. Abadango, Plup looking
that's gonna kill. That's gonna kill.
Yeah,
it's the start thing from Mario Galaxy.
Star Launcher is really strong. I mean, it KO'd Lucky. That's such a
Bowser's forward smash is so gross.
I really like it, but I think now it seems like Lucky and Mr. R are kind of slowing down the pace. They were going really bad at the start of it.
He's a filthy boy.
Quite a bit, and now they're kind of controlling center as best they can, but the stock lead is just so substantial for Abadongo and Plub.
Oh, Bowser with the fair. That's going to clear things out. Abadongo at 3, Plub at 2. Mr.
There's
R,
no back
he's
smash, I'm
eliminated.
sorry.
You've got Lucky at 82%. It's
Wait, did he team kill? I wasn't even paying attention.
For both Abadongo
Did
and
Lucky
Plub.
really fuck him
Abadongo
up?
at 103. Bowser at 113. He's hanging on still. Both fighters, though, have him in his sights. Lucky trying to hang in there.
Oh,
Plub
God,
doing
this
a
must
great
be
job
hell.
with those juggles, though, Vicky.
Yeah, he was doing a
Especially
good
for
job at
Bowser.
avoiding Abadongo
Dealing
and
with
Plub and avoiding
Villager
trying
and
to get hit
Pikmin
by him
and
instead opted
items.
for them to get the blast.
And then he's gotta deal with this shit.
Oh, wow. Get him! Oh, wow.
I'm
What a
so
god.
glad we were able to see that once again. Come back to the Smash Games, Jordan.
A decisive victory.
man.
Come on,
Nicely
found my
done
fist.
as
Found
you
it.
look at Plub
Founded
and
it.
Abadongo, and it seemed like, Vish, their characters were just much
Lucky's
quicker
not
than what we
happy.
saw for the other selection, Ryu and Bowser, and your opportunity to grab those items really gives you control.
Oh, he's gonna go back to
I
his
think
hotel room.
because
and just
Bowser is like one of the slower of the cast in this particular
At least
set,
he got a
that,
free-
you know,
free
he just
version
couldn't
of
get up
Smash,
there as
right?
quickly, and he's so big, so he just got kind of tossed around by the other two the enemies. So he wasn't able to get the Smash Balls very well. He got one, but he wasn't able to get the items, and man, just kind of a slower pace. Ryu also not the fastest in that kind of team's dynamic, but Abba and Plub pull it out, man.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the updated standings here now that we look at the bracket
I don't
and
know
see
how
how
many,
things are
but a good
advancing for
majority,
our
I'm
players.
sure,
The
of
elimination
pro players
bracket,
haven't played
Abadongo
with
and Plub,
items
they get the
Right.
victory.
in a serious matter
That
in
means
a
they'll
very
move
long
on.
time.
Mr. R and Lucky, we appreciate you guys joining us, but it is an elimination tournament, unfortunately. So a couple people have to go home. But we're going to take a quick pause from the high-level play we see
I
from
hope
the
everyone
professionals.
gets to go home.
And
For a new
switch gears to a
character?
couple of special guests. And for more on that, let's
Special
please
guest?
welcome to the stage one of the
Sakura?
great Super Smash Brothers hosts and commentators,
TK!
TK
Yes!
Breezy.
Breezy!
There he is!
Yes! What up, dog? Much better than Sakurai.
Comes out the Ryu's music too.
Okay, this is the type of
Excellent.
crowd I like to see right here. Smash Brothers. I like it. I like it. I see a lot of people that I know, and that's great to see. But how are you guys enjoying this invitational right now?
Loving it?
I'm good,
Yeah!
Good to know. That's good to know. Thank you.
This is
Thank
better
you.
than Todd Howard, too.
That's good to know. But
Isn't it kind of
yeah, I'm gonna
surreal
tell
that
you
we've
guys
had
we're
these
gonna go down
people on
real
our
quick,
show
okay?
before?
We had
He
our
lurks in
preliminary
chat.
action going on, you know.
Breezy and
We're gonna hit
Zero.
some for fun real quick. We have a 6-minute free-for-all with items and Smash Balls on with some of the greatest cosplayers I might have seen today. Jordan,
Cosplayer.
let me ask you though, how are you enjoying the invitational right now?
I'm loving it. I think the biggest thing is the crowd and the support that we
he
see
back there?
here.
I
You
think
talk
he's
about the
too
Super
rough for
Smash
Nintendo.
Brothers community, and
A
we're
little
seeing it in
bit,
full
yeah.
force here, TK.
TK's a little bit more PC.
Most definitely. Thank you, guys. Dude, this is the type of energy that I like. I
I wish
almost
he
walked
was
in
there, though.
this morning and thought
You
I was
cannot
actually at a
contain
tournament.
that man.
Like, there's so many
You
people that I
can't.
knew. I was like, man, are we? Am I in bracket? I might be in bracket. All right. So let's get into it. We got our cosplayers. Can we get our cosplayers to the stage? And these cosplayers are Jesus as Mario, Trisha as Link, Tyson as Ness, and Matt as Pac-Man.
I want to see
Dude,
this.
he just named a female as Link?
And I love these outfits here,
Fucked
TK.
up. Wait,
And how about Pac-Man?
That's a big
what's
mess.
Zach Galifianakis doing here?
I love it. And we're gonna change
He's Pac-Man.
Voicing Pac-Man.
play Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the first time ever. What advice would you give some folks that are picking this game up for the first time?
All right, so you know how when we
so
Smash 4
confused.
started, everyone was just rolling all over the place. It was
They're the
impossible
new
to beat.
characters for Smash.
Well, that's not a thing here, because in this game, there's actually diminishing return on the rolls. So the more that you roll, the longer the roll is, thus meaning you're going to get punished. So I'd say ease up off those triggers for a little bit, because you don't want to be that guy who gets punished for rolling entirely too much.
Yeah,
What's
four
different is
goalie
we see some
players.
different mechanics.
We're gonna
with
be
the air
punished.
dodging as well,
We
too,
roll
to
so
modify the
much.
speed of the game.
Oh yeah, most definitely. The air dodging now, there's directional air dodging if you haven't seen, but also for the Brawl players and the Smash 4 players, there still is that Brawl-esque in Smash 4 air dodge if you do not
What a
hold a direction
strange
when you air
lineup
dodge.
of
Little,
individuals.
less lag. Still
gonna
laggy
be
enough
playing
for you to get
characters.
punished, but there is a little less lag, so it's a little safer.
And a couple of changes to some classic
What's
characters.
wrong?
What did
What's
you
up?
see from the newest edition of Link that we have in this one?
Okay, this is actually going to be, this is I'm glad that we're seeing some action. Also, one shout out to you guys.
Everybody's so sweaty too.
I mean, that's just character loyalty. That's just character loyalty.
They're just so amazing.
So they're getting set for the matchup here. Obviously, they get a chance to get their hands on the game for the first time, and I really want to know from you that short hop mechanic for the forward attacks that we see in the air as well too. Seems like it's going to really help out some players that aren't quite at that competitive level.
Yeah, I mean, short hops have been in the game, you know, for a long time. It's just not something that we ever really like discussed. It's not like a official term. It's just, hey man, this is a jump. This is a short hop. But now they kind of made it an official term. We have short hops in the game, making it much easier to, you know, attack, keep that pressure going on someone when they're on the ground or maybe on a small platform or a low platform. Keep it going.
What's interesting too is we were talking about this a little bit before. The damage output
wonder if
is
short
different.
hops are like
it's a 1v1 versus
their own
a 4-player
or you can still do like the directional
Tell us a little bit
sprayers.
more about that.
All right, so the damage output. I'm just coming here rattling off information. I've been going at this game for you know a little bit upstairs. We was out there chilling, so I got
maybe not
got
one
some inside scoop, but the damage output.
I hope there's
you
still
obviously
directional.
do. I don't know which one people want to call the
maybe
normalized
like
damage,
forward,
but you have a certain amount of damage
and
that you do on one-on-ones, and then you have
a
certain amount of damage that you do.
Actually, you know what?
Free for alls or you know 2v2s.
I can see that all working.
Different. You're going to do more damage in one-on-ones, obviously to compensate for the fact that it's just you. And then in doubles, because you have a team partner, you're going to do a little less damage. It's not anything crazy. It's not like a 50% cut or anything. But, you know, maybe up smash does 18 in singles, and then up smash does like 15 or so in doubles.
And I'm curious as well, too. It's going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Every character we've ever seen before, but a couple of new ones. Inkling and Ridley. Many people waiting a long time to see Ridley in this game. Your thoughts on both those characters?
I mean, I was just as surprised as everyone else. I mean, you guys, when Ridley came out, how surprised were you guys? Come on.
Apparently Lucky thought that fight was a free throw, which is why he screwed over Instagram.
Oh
my God, really?
Fighters ready there, all still playing the characters there, cosplayed, which again I had to appreciate.
That's
see how
incredible.
it goes down when you have to on.
That's amazing. I mean, that shit happens.
In this 4-player free-for-all, if you want to follow the action, you can see the color of the smoke when they get knocked off the stage. That'll tell you who launched who. You've got a nice, convenient little radar. But let's get things rolling here. It's no secret. You got Mario, you got Link, Pac-Man, and Ness. 4-player.
All right,
Link. Let's do this shit.
Man, like he's got the gloves on, so I don't even know how he's fully gripping this controller right now. So
and Crossing Island.
So just some platinum Pac-Man play coming in from this man. He looks so focused.
What are you gonna say?
Just let me get a good look at his face.
I'm already upset.
He's focused, man. He's in it. He's dialed in, dude. He's dialed in.
It looked like his
Champions tunic Link. A couple
his
differences there.
F-tilt
No
was
quick
slower.
shot for that Link.
His jab
no
was
quick shot
slower.
this time. For those who do not know, Link actually is the Breath of the Wild Link, so he does not have a hook
Arrow
shot one.
charged a
He
little bit
also
slower
has
as well.
detonatable bombs, much like the game. You can put a bomb out, leave it out for a long time, and then as the opponent gets closer, you throw it towards your opponent and it hits him. You detonate it and get big
Doesn't
damage.
have a hook shot.
Smash ball on, items on. You see Ness.
Doesn't his like normal grab?
Barely.
That's going to be Mario.
That is
Really?
That's what I suggest
Hanging
that.
on right there. Bottom right-hand corner of your
wait.
screen. Up tilt from Pac-Man.
That makes sense,
clears
though,
out Link
because
at this point.
he doesn't have
You
that in
got
Breath of the
Super Scope
Wild.
on the stage
That's
as well,
true,
too,
yeah.
if you want to
That's-
use that. And TK early
That
on,
sucks,
our fighters doing
though.
a great job of
Yep.
hanging in there.
You're
That's
so
great
used
for
to
us.
looking. It's amazing for us, Russ.
I was
Yes.
wondering who's going to get that first one because
That was the king.
at the big screen and also some player faces. We're still looking extra focused. Oh my, who is that coming off the left side? We got
No, I'm not switching from Link. I'll make it work. I stuck with him since 64.
Why don't you just play Young Link?
No.
How about Toon Link?
No, I hate Toon Link.
Early on, and what we're going to see here,
I
TK, is that
absolutely
the
hate
leader
Toon
is going to
Link.
light up here.
What's
in just
wrong
a
with
moment,
Toon
so
Link?
you can follow and see who has
He's
the
too
lead.
fast.
Pac-Man doing a
He is
great
pretty
job
squirrely.
clearing out and getting a KO against Ness right there, so negating probably
I also
what
don't
Ness
like
did with
his,
that smash ball.
As Jordan said,
projectile
there is an
properties.
indicator for who is in the lead. You will flash.
What if Young Link
momentarily.
plays
So it's
exactly
kinda
like
the
the
get
Link
that
you're
guy,
used to?
you know, the get that guy notice
Because
right
he'll probably
there.
have
If
his
you
hook shots
want to get in
still.
the lead, you know
We'll
exactly
have
who to
to
take out.
see.
That black hole right behind the launch star. You
And
got
he
an
wouldn't have
essential
remote
galaxy in
bombs,
the
so
middle
I'm
of this
assuming
map
they
as
wouldn't have
everything
nerfed
sent
his,
spiraling
jab
in
and
there.
stuff like
All 4 players on the map at this point. Oh, but
You
here
didn't see
comes the
drop the
train
bombs
from
and the
Arcade Bunny.
Bunny.
Arcade Bunny. What you know about Arcade Bunny, TK?
Listen, I'm running up in the
Oh
best
my
crane
God.
ever. Crane, that crane is a god.
I just realized they're also playing a time match.
Yeah, they are.
Also, why do they have this
iterations in the past?
You see him already has it set out now. All he has to do is hit down B one more time.
Oh, this picture?
Wait around.
Did you guys see the cosplay?
Next to it. Actually, it's not even on the stage anymore. It might have just rolled off. But now
why?
that he's off stage, he is able to pull another one. You only have
Why
one
not?
amount of time as Link. Oh, and here we go.
This is the new generation of heroes and YouTube
Leaving
kings.
that, gets a dash attack. Doesn't get too much over that. Looking for the PK Thunder. Little
This is
ambition.
it.
You're fucking
In the middle of your screen right now, you see the Star Rod right behind him. Nobody grabbing that. That remote bomb sending Ness to the top of the screen. Ness and Mario on the right-hand side going a little 1v1. That fair knocking Mario back at this point. Oh, but you see the upward smash and another smash.
Oh, that's a decoy.
Oh. You should get that.
Don't get that.
Look how dumb
Don't
it
get
is.
that one. They're gonna get it. Oh, they're going for it. They're fools. Oh, fucking dumb. Weren't they watching the Invitational? Not the Invitational. We're watching that. The presentation.
They will be. They'll watch the
They'll
VOD.
watch the Invitational.
None of our competitors might have seen it. End up getting blasted by it. It just goes off any one of the vicinity.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck the fucking bees, dude.
Out there. Smart bomb.
Big bomb. Big bomb.
Yo, those bombs look super cool with Link,
Ness
though.
trying to use a PK thunder
Yeah, I
on the
like the
left-hand
visuals,
side.
I guess,
Link
though.
with the beautiful
I missed
up
the
air.
old bomb
Here
for
comes that
sure.
Hokatache
Well, I don't know,
bomb
I'm
that's
not
going to
gonna
come
judge it.
crashing down
Yeah,
here
talking
in
about
just
hands
a
on.
second.
Yeah,
Some
right.
bananas on your bottom right. Got to
Probably
get
be
that
a
potassium,
demo.
Mario. Watch out for that bomb coming back down to earth. Doesn't do any damage at that point. 2:15
Oh, that is
left in this
definitely
one.
a slower
TK
arrow.
tightly contested.
Look, very smart for that Mario to go for those bananas too, man. Has the highest percentage on deck right now. As you can see, the range
Oh, he's eating them.
obviously still in. Look at his portrait right now.
If
He's
beer
smoking,
reversals
man.
are still
He's
a
extra
thing,
mad. He is
I can
fuming.
make this
The
work.
next person to take the up smash for him might be the last up smash they'll ever see.
Mario 138 at this point, trying to use the down air as he comes back down to earth. Mario with the up B, that's going to clear out some traffic. Link trying to use that Aura Club potentially, but Ness gets sent sailing to the left-hand side of your screen. Mario gets KO. We got a minute 43 left, and it looks like Link is going to be the one in the advantage right now.
Knocked
Here comes Eevee.
out.
Eevee with the headbutt on Ness, sends him sailing through the sky.
Yeah, it's just a quick tackle.
Look out for that shark, Pac-Man. Get out of the water.
It's definitely going to be losing that HP.
No, that's not a decoy.
And here we go. Got another
That's a
smash.
real
Oh,
one.
shit! Drops it.
If Mario can't connect, he gets that one.
Oh, wow.
He gets one of them. He sends Link
Oh,
sailing
and then
through
he's
the
dead.
ocean.
Oh, no, that was last.
Okay.
I mixed them up. They both have red hats.
Down to the wire though,
Pixels.
Pac-Man the only
And
one
it's so
really
fucking
in,
tiny.
KO percentages.
It's probably even worse for fucking.
Ness with the back air against Pac-Man.
Wait, no, it wouldn't
Nicely
be worse
done
for
right there.
Jack.
Link trying to
Never
shield
mind.
block against that PK fire, able to
You
punish
see the
that.
exact same.
Pac-Man trying to throw some more projectiles on the left-hand side of your screen. Ness getting sent to the left-hand side as well too. Super Scope available at this point. And TK, we got a minute left in this one.
We got a minute left, and I have not been keeping up.
Oh
with
shit, it's
scores.
Werebear.
Wish I
Oh
was.
my god, it fucking uppercuts though.
In the middle of the
Pretty
screen,
scary.
the assist from
Jesus.
the Pokemon. Excuse me, the Pokemon gets the KO.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, and honestly, it might still be walking around the stage. Yeah, it's coming right back. Look at him. You gotta watch this.
He wants another punch.
Okay, it was actually Mario that's close, so he may.
Bullet Bill.
That was his trainer. Not gonna jump.
Get him, dude.
Pac-Man.
Throw him.
How about
Yes.
The 1-2 KO sends Link sailing to the top of the
Bro.
screen.
I think Pac-Man's gonna
25
win.
seconds left in
Yeah,
this one.
Pac-Man's been
Looking to
doing
close things
work.
out. Ness is really the only one here. TK and KO
I mean, he looks
range.
like the kind of guy who would
True.
do work.
Obviously, where it's gonna
Zach
be a lot until we
Galifianakis.
get, some extra
Yeah.
games here, or anybody else that actually
I don't
still
think
eating
anything
the fruit
funny.
that is dropping from the trees. And you guys remember from Totem Island is a 3DS
What the
stage.
fuck just happened?
The Spark Man took out everybody.
Holy shit!
No, I mean, obviously,
This motherfucker plays with items on the daily.
Trained all my life for
Who's our
this.
winner gonna be here, TK?
Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling
Pac-Man!
good. Yeah! What does he win?
Pac-Man
Dignity.
fever, TK.
Pac-Man doesn't look, even with
Does
the
he
gloves
win a
on, I
Mrs.
wasn't
Pac-Man
sure he was going to
on
be
the
able to
cheek?
do it, but the gloves did not stop this man from taking that
From another hairy
probably
man.
here.
That's
He's
cosplaying
Super
as
Smash
Pac-Man.
Brothers
Oh,
Invitational
good.
2018. Give it up to my man Pac-Man.
Dude, he is so hot up there under all those lights.
All right, guys,
as well.
so that was a
Dude,
lot
it's
of
annoying.
fun, but
I
we're going
hate
to get
it.
right
And the
back
beard.
into the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018, throwing it to our casters.
So wait, what did he win?
Oh, bye, Breezy. I love you.
I love you, Breezy.
You did great.
Where's D1?
It's
Oh wait, he
always
retired
great
from
to
Smash
see some
Company.
players get their hands on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the
Think he
first
did,
time,
right?
and you see all the fun that they
I
have
know.
right there.
I love seeing
I
Smash
retired,
Bros.
that's for
of
sure.
any skill level,
Same.
especially this early in the game. It's so hype. I mean, Pac-Man, a Pac-Man cosplayer winning as Pac-Man. What more could you ask for?
It doesn't get
Smash Ultimate.
It doesn't get any better than that. And Vicky, we talk about fun, and that's the one thing we talk to all these professional players about. They say the one thing they try to remind themselves before they go out for any type of competition is that it's still a game and it's meant to be fun.
Exactly. Not only does it bring friends together sometimes, but
You gotta
it
make
also
Zero and
allows
TK
great family
Breezy
time, and it grants
commentate
everyone to kind of loosen up and enjoy the game for what it is.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent bracket as we get set to advance on our professional side of the tournament here. We're going to have a one-on-one Zero versus Armada. They were on the winning doubles team that overcame Abadango and Club earlier in our first round of action. Let's take a look at the player cards here and see who they might be selecting. You see Zero has Sheik and Ike still available. Armada,
what's he gonna pick? He's gonna go with Ike? He's going with Sheik?
Pokemon Trainer, a few changes that will certainly benefit that style of play in this edition here, Vicky.
It's going to be quite interesting because this time around, Pokemon Trainer has no fatigue.
And you talk
I'm
about
curious
that
how good Armada's
fatigue
Kirby
and
is.
interesting things you can do in the air here as far as combos and dodging, Vish, when you're using Pokemon Trainer.
I think it's actually really cool because Squirtle, you know, he has like lighter hits, so he can do light hits and then maybe switch in the jump animation.
Zero
you can
has
switch,
a
Pokemon
whole
in this
closet
version, so
of
then you can
scarves
switch the
that we don't know
Ivysaur, do a
about.
finishing move that way. And I think the really interesting thing is
only the
you
one.
have 3 sets of
I
recovery.
I know
with,
it's the one.
Pokemon Trainer because
Wait,
of,
you think he has
you
backups?
can do it while in the air, so I think that'll make. You can use Ivysaur's
that.
tether recovery. You can use Charizard's multiple jumps.
Oh,
you can
shit!
And he goes
I choose you! Ike versus Pokemon Trainer. Smash Ball on. So Vicky, with that Smash Ball being on, that changed the strategy in a 1v1.
I didn't go to Battlefield.
Well, as you notice, the Smash Ball doesn't usually appear in the beginning of the match, and more so in the middle of the match. So I know that Zero is going to be keeping his eye out for that, and Armada's going to want to try to take it over Zero before he tries to snipe him.
We talk about Armada has a very strong punish game, so he will look for holes in Zero, but Zero gets a nice
trained
grab
on
the
us
side
for
throw.
this one.
Armada down below Zero at this point. It's one of these levels. We talk about Moray Towers. Hard to establish that.
Run a train on us
But I think Ivysaur is in this kind of stage because the vines kind of go through the platforms as well, and even the up air, the bulb kind of hits out the platform. But the really cool part about Ivysaur is how fast he KOs his opponents. That up air will get
Ivysaur still can grab the ledge?
So you got to really watch out for that.
Both fighters finally on neutral ground. The punish by Armada right there after blocking the attack from Zero. Zero with the up air sends Armada selling to the side. And how about the fair that we just saw from Zero there, Vicky?
Did they take it away from Zeus and Samus?
Keeping Armada off stage and unfortunately unable to make it back. You saw Armada rolling a lot, and we've established already defensive play in this game is not rewarded, Jordan. It's more so aggressive play.
Well put, aggressive play, and we see Armada go with the much
Squirtle was
faster
awesome
Squirtle
in
this time
Piano
against
League.
Zero. Squirtle with the nice dash attack into the up air. That's going to send Zero sailing. Zero able to recover, though, nicely.
Fuck, all 3 of the Pokemon were great in PM.
Recovery options. That's going to really help out Zero as a heavier character, Vish.
For sure, for sure. I really like the way that these players are playing. They're using the whole stage. I kind of thought they would be either in the center or whatnot, but they are just going all across.
I think it was down B.
There's so many ledges that they have to edge guard, so that makes it quite harder, and I feel like that gives...
I wonder if they changed that because, like, now the Squid Kid can hold guard and then
B goes so high up.
Maybe if you do that with Pokemon Trainer now.
Positional advantage for him.
Squirtle with the nice back air against Zero, unable to get onto neutral ground and make a
where the
punish
fuck
there.
is
Armada
Smash Ball
versus
at?
Zero. Armada down to 2 stocks. Zero still making the most of his 3rd stock, but Armada, and we see the weight of Zero and Ike really benefiting him right there, Vicky.
Yeah, these ceilings are absolutely humongous, but there's a
There it is.
ball,
It's a free Smash Ball for Armada.
Wait, break the target.
Oh shit, he didn't get it in time. He didn't break the target. He didn't break the target.
To get the Smash Ball.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable turn of events right there as we see
That
Zero
was
getting the
sick.
KO on Armada.
One
Armada
more.
down to his final stock and Vish. We thought
Okay,
Armada
wait,
had
maybe
time
the mechanics are different.
Well, it used to also be when you're coming in with the stock, you
Yeah,
can
I
hold
mean,
a
that
button,
was
I
kind
thought.
of the plight of Squirtle, unfortunately. Not like a huge amount of damage output in a quick amount of time unless you combo it, so Squirtle wasn't able to get the job done. And I just came through swinging, and he destroyed my man Squirtle. Why you gotta do Squirtle like that, man?
A couple of down tilts by Zero, unable to connect. Armada doing a great job of jumping from the lower level to the top level and connecting with a couple of those aerial attacks against Zero. That up air does a great job. Ivysaur and Armada trying to hang on with the final stock. And Vicky, once again, Zero doing a great job making the most of he can with his extra stock advantage.
Notice the pressure that Zero is applying.
Feels like a you and me fight,
Trying to
Russ.
find his footing back below the platform of Zero.
Maybe we're not so bad after all.
Yeah, that's how we win all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the sword just does such amounts of damage and covers so much of the stage.
Wow.
I mean, the vines do a little bit, but again, Squirtle is not working out very well, and the vines only hit at like diagonal kind of. So just Ike's sword is putting in so much work right now.
We see Zero and Ike trying to gain the upper ground on the ramps and try to get some of those down tilts.
Dude.
Not enough to send Ivysaur off the stage. Can he recover? No, the vine is too short. Needed a little bit more sunshine, water, and fertilizer.
At least I took one stock off Zero.
We see Zero doing a great job of not only edge guarding, but getting the smash ball. It seemed like Vicky, that really turned the entire tide.
Good job, Zero!
Although he had lost his stock in the moment where the smash ball appeared, he still managed to capture the smash ball. But around the end there, as you notice, that Ivysaur was unable to grab the ledge. Magnet Hands isn't as significant in this game, Jordan.
And we see with Ike a heavy character, but you also have a lot of range with that sword. What else do you see from Ike in this edition? From the little bit of gameplay we've seen for one of those signature Fire Emblem characters here.
I feel just like a little bit faster, and I think even on that
stage I hate the most.
It just felt like he could traverse the platform so much better. His side B was an amazing recovery. The vertical recovery that he normally has was strengthened by that stage so much, so it just felt like none of the Pokemon could get a significant KO on him, but every single time he was just in there with the sword.
So yeah, we never saw Charizard in that match for Pokemon Trainer as well, too. Let's take a look at the bracket after that match. We obviously have Zero getting the victory over Armada. Zero will advance in the winners round to the finals of the winners round prior to the grand finals.
I think
next
Ridley
in our
is
winners
going
round,
to at
reminder,
least
smash ball on, items off, MK Leo versus Mango.
newer
and we were talking about MK Leo a little bit earlier
because of just how
Zero had that
disgusting.
unbelievable year in 2015, won 56 straight tournaments, but many people say the youngster MK Leo could be the second coming.
Yeah, he revolutionized the way that Marth played in a sense where consistently was able to master his spacing, was able to change the way Dancing Blade even worked with tipper mix-ups. So seeing how he's going to be going into this game, you already saw him display Bayonetta. So he does have two other characters that he can use, Jordan.
Shulk does look
Let's
easier
take a
now,
look
too.
at those character cards for both MK Leo and Mango.
He's got a
they
wheel
get set.
now.
We remind you, they
Yeah,
drafted
that could
3
totally
players.
make it
You have to use all 3 players
Oh
at least
my
once
God.
before you
Pick
use another
Snake! This is the
character.
chance we can see Snake Leo!
Dude,
I want to see
MK Leo,
Snake!
He's got to go Snake or Sonic.
He's going
for
to,
Mango,
but I want to
you got
see
Inkling
Snake.
or Link
Come
as
on,
an
dude!
option. And you look at a 1v1, and let's start with Mango here, Fish. You've got Inkling, you've got Link.
I want to
it's a
see
1v1,
Snake versus
so you can really focus and
Inkling or
concentrate
Link. I don't
your
care.
strategy.
Both sound
Who do you
fun
think you might
coming
want to
from
lean
Mango.
on here?
I mean, Inkling, I feel like might do a little bit better
What are you
in
gonna do,
one-on-one
Mr.
because
Mango?
some of the
you
dynamics
got?
of Ink is that if you throw Ink on your opponent, they get more damage subsequent hits. If you have Ink on the ground when you use your roller, it causes the opponent to slide or walk slower while it's on it. So I feel like you could even tech chase a little bit with the side B, and then from there you can have the slower movement work really well in a one-on-one type situation. Link is also really
We're gonna
good
see
because
Snake today, guys.
his bombs detonate after you hit down B again. So there's like a lot of setups you could do a little bit better in one-on-one situations with both those characters. I have a feeling that he's gonna go Inkling.
Oh my God, this is gonna be disgusting.
They're both blue.
Oh my God, dude, no.
Oh,
No! Mango as the Inkling, and already we see Sonic.
Holy shit! Is this happening right now?
This is real life.
This is real?
He really likes the way that Inkling
Come on,
plays,
Pokemon,
and he would
come
probably
on.
play Inkling when
Yo,
it comes
get
to
that
this game.
ink out, man.
Character has a lot to
This is a
offer,
bad stage
especially
for
coming
Sonic.
from the Splatoon series.
Yeah, it's really small.
You want to keep your eye out for that final smash, so you're gonna see Mango
I
try
don't
to
remember.
go
Can Sonic
for
wall
the
jump?
killer whale.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you see the ink cartridge
Might
next
be
to
okay,
the
at least in
Inkling.
the
You've got to
pits.
remember you have to
If
refill
he
that.
thinks
You
about
hold
it.
shield and B
He's
if
gonna
you
get
want to
slow if
refill
he
it.
touches
All
that
of your
shit.
ink-based attacks.
But you're
use
too
that ink,
slow.
so
You're too slow.
not only are you managing the stage here,
I don't think
but
you
it's
get
ink
slow if
management as
you
well, too, if
touch
you're
what's on the ground.
For
You
sure,
can slow
I
if
mean,
you
the
can
ink
spray
on the ground
it.
might not do
No,
too
you walk
much
on the
against
stuff
a
that
speedy
slows
guy
your
like
speed
Sonic.
down.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
But I mean, you could jump over it.
If you
Playing
get
on
gooped, though, you
Saffron
take more
City.
damage.
That is amazing to just come back
Ah,
to this
okay,
game.
that's
Yeah, Sabrina and her psychic Pokemon getting a great show here with Mango.
We know
and
because we
Leo,
watched
both Sonic
Inkling
and
Dittos,
Inkling. Don't
and
forget
then
Smash Balls are on.
the doubles
Here it
Dittos
comes.
of
Go ahead,
Inkling.
dial that up here. Sonic
It was not a good time.
Oh, but MK
Oh, good. goodness.
Oh, fuck. Mango, don't you fuck this up for me, man.
Oh, now you'll show us.
So, Vicky, it's all about the timing when you use this. And here comes Supersonic.
Yeah, you don't control it this time around, but MKLeo creating
Look at the mini-map.
Yeah, that was
landing,
insane.
but unfortunately not dealing as much damage as we thought, Jordan.
Dude, Mango, come on, bro.
3-2 advantage, 75-32. You look at the health, 75 for MKLeo.
He's been playing too much goddamn PUBG Counter-Strike and shit.
To keep the Mango and the Inkling at bay here, Vish.
Yeah, and I think because of how tall this stage is, it's kind of working.
Finally getting
some
goop on him.
MKLeo go on the right side bottom, and
We're
not
not
really
seeing a
fearful
lot
because he has the huge double jump and
anything
the up B as
except
well.
that.
But
We're asking a lot of
nice
specials
stock from
and a lot
Mango
of
taking it.
out of
As you
shield
saw in that
areas.
moment, actually, he used the up smash and it was able to KO as early as because when Inkling splats people and you have paint on yourself, the ink that sticks makes you take more damage in that instance.
You saw that up smash.
Oh, that was it again.
Blaster, the Inkling able to make it 2-2. Now
It's the blaster, the
Mango
jab.
make a
You
comeback.
I think it's like an
Beautiful
auto
fair there
jab,
by
yeah.
MKLeo trying to keep
Interesting,
Mango
okay.
at bay. The roll dodge into the back throw,
And it still
sending
paints the
Mango
enemy
off the
too. It's
stage.
kinda weird.
Oh, and the edge guard by
Damn.
the fair. How about that right there, Vish?
Yeah, I mean, he
Should've won
tried to
lane.
jump beautifully and got that backer. He's putting in work right now.
This would be Halo's
Can't say anything negative about MKLeo.
MKLeo,
With Link.
2-1 stock advantage
Yeah.
over Mango. Mango already at 47%
no,
damage. And Vicky, it seems like
Mango.
MKLeo doing a terrific job of juggling
Come
Mango.
on,
in this match.
dude.
He's not letting Mango hang out at all whatsoever on this stage. MKLeo, you can tell he's here to
Jesus.
stay in this tournament.
I hate you, Sonic.
Eliminating his
Oh my
own
God.
teammate, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like even the neutral game is being led by MKLeo. Just the hitboxes he's throwing out, Mango's kind of going into them or just reading where he's going. And he's getting all these combos, the up airs, stringing the up airs.
God damn it, Mango. Did he get drunk and not actually like
Mango
look at what Ink Kid does?
At 42.
I just picked them. They said I get more money.
At this point, you see the
Oh
jab
shit!
combo,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
gonna
that
cover
covers them. The jab combo.
And
Yeah.
Mango, you got to
Oh,
connect on a couple hits
shit.
at this point. You know that
Everything
Sonic's gonna take much more damage if you can connect. But no.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
The
he's
forward smash by the ink-covered Sonic will go ahead and allow him to take a victory shower.
I'm going to assume
as
they,
MKLeo
Sonic's
advances
arms aren't
victory.
blue.
As we said, and as Vish pointed out, really MKLeo
The Smash
dominating
developers
the
saw
neutral game
how
and
Tekken
dominating
7 had the
aerial game as
slow-mo
well, too,
shit.
against
And they're like, we can do
what
that
we
with
saw
our game,
there
right?
in Mango and the Inkling.
They put it in
Aside
for the
from
last
trying
hit
out a
stuff.
different color, he was
the 1v1.
able to make sure that Mango had a really hard time landing onto the ground and consistently juggled him, Jordan.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after that matchup and see what's happening here. And you see the couple of victories that we had in the winners round, which means what a matchup we'll have. Zero versus MKLeo here in the next winners
Zero's going in with
matchup.
Sheik, too.
1v1.
He
Both
is.
of those fighters able to advance on.
And MKLeo
We'll
is going
obviously
in
move
with
to the elimination bracket
Snake?
at this point as we get set
Snake.
for our next matchup
Sheik
there. And
versus
like we said,
Snake.
different set of rules in the elimination
That'd be
bracket.
interesting.
We now have a 4-player free-for-all.
Okay. Mango
Smash
can come
ball
back,
on,
though, but
items on
it's
between
still Armada, Plup,
Abadongo,
and
Plup,
Abadongo.
Armada, and Mango. So
Abadongo.
Vish, you look at the rules, the 4-player free-for-all. Where do you begin with
And
strategy
it's a
in this
fucking
one?
Free-for-all.
I see that there's
That's
3 melee
ridiculous,
players
dude.
in the elimination round. I see that the finals have got 2 Smash Brothers for Wii U. Come on, melee players. I know you have it in you. But as we go into this, I feel like it's going to be interesting because there's more items on, as you're talking about, and I feel
Right,
like
items.
that's going to introduce a lot of different kind of entropy into the match. So there's going to be a definite random factor. So I feel like faster characters are going to be a little bit better in this kind of setting, and characters like, I feel like Ganondorf was a good example, or Ike was a really good example,
Ever
where they're like
since Zero retired,
relatively
MKLeo
fast,
is the
but
best
they hit
player for
super
Wii U
hard
right
in
now?
the air, so
Oh,
they
I
can
didn't know
still
that.
get the smash ball when they need
Is that
to.
why
So
he just
characters like
beat-
that are going to really work out well.
And let's look at the character card and see who we might be seeing in this 4-player free-for-all. Smash ball on,
I mean,
items
that
on as
doesn't
well
really say
too.
much about
Abadongo down to Mewtwo,
Zero
Plup with
skill
Pit,
level. It just means that he
Armada
doesn't
with Kirby,
compete
and
anymore.
Mango with Link. And so,
Yeah.
really, Vicky, a collection of some light characters, Link being your heaviest
And
one out there.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that we're going to finally be able to see Breath of the Wild, Link Jordan. So it's going to be seeing
Finally.
how
You
Link
saw
uses
that
his bow and arrows. We saw
earlier.
that in the direct earlier.
With
He is
the
able to
cosplayer.
spin his own arrows.
Yeah,
and
that was
use
TK Breezy.
double
She
arrows
wasn't there.
whenever
Oh, okay.
he uses his bow.
Yeah.
Let's get set for this 4-player free-for-all. As a reminder, only one player advances out of this matchup. So
here we go,
on the
gentlemen.
line here as we continue along in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
Actually, Mewtwo is also a very cool pick because of how much space his tail takes if you do down tilt or forward tilt. It kind of just
the effects look
hits
so good.
pretty decently hard. It can combo well, and it takes up a lot of space. So I think Mewtwo is also a really strong pick in this kind of setting.
And Vicky, you look at Mewtwo's tail and Link's sword, and a lot of times you hear some of these competitive players talk about disjointed hitboxes and hitboxes. How do those come into play with these characters?
Oh no!
As we see
Mango, come on!
He said, "Where's my hook shot,
In
dude?"
general, and look at Abba taking advantage of the healing field right there.
Do you think that's what happened?
He was lingering around
He
it
kinda
and
just
allowed
jumped
it to
off,
heal
didn't he?
within the battlefield.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to keep your eye out for these items.
Oh, we see the up smash into the air right now. And already
Free-for-all!
upside down.
Oh, get that sword! That sword's really good!
Controls are
Mango's got this
exactly
now.
why items are a mistake.
Not move as much at this point here, Vic.
Why do they add Calamede's tail?
Everyone's just like, what is going on here? I don't understand.
I don't know.
So everyone just
That was
took
a
a
brawl, I
little
thought.
breather.
Bluff with that down air spike already trying to be pretty dominant within this free-for-all.
Yo, yo, yo!
That's a real one!
Get it! Yeah, Mango!
Mango got it!
You didn't get anybody.
Oh!
You didn't get anybody, Mango. Mango, I love you, but you're letting everyone in the world down.
If you want to make good use of them. You see Abadongo, Armada, Mango, all with 3 stocks. But how about Plup here?
His movement is clean.
135, but all 4 stocks available.
He's doing a pretty good
He's
job at
just
trying to
not
edge guard
he's not
Armada.
a
Makes it back
four-style
into the
player.
stage.
He's a melee
Armada
guy.
trying to get away from Club. Notices
know,
that
it's
he's in
reasonable.
his line of sight.
Makes
Assist
sense.
trophy on play. Oh, and we have a Nintendo.
It's a Nintendo!
Oh, fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah, can't see shit!
Ujoko boy. Oh,
Lick the
yeah,
screen.
Ujoko boy. Plup at 135 still. All 4 stocks, but Plup gets sent sailing. Now all 4 fighters at 3 stock. Remember, only 1 advances. Armada trying to edge guard. Oh, Plup with a couple of beautiful aerials there.
God damn.
Double backer into those
Buzz
double
back.
stocks, and as you see right there, the color TV game 15. Everyone knows what game this is, obviously.
What's this
Assist
game,
trophy.
Asteroid?
Plup is just doing a great job at just edge guarding nearly everyone on this map.
See Mango on the left-hand side of your screen as
Got launched by a
Link getting back
bazooka.
up on the stage, trying to edge guard against
shit.
Armada. Mewtwo connected
Get
with
the
the shadow
pieces,
balls.
get the pieces.
Get the pieces,
Couple of
dude.
3-piece items still up for grabs.
Come on,
Nobody
Mango.
has one in their arsenal at this point. Plup trying to clear things out.
Oh,
Kirby
God.
doing a great
Mewtwo has
job
2
clearing
pieces.
some real estate as well too.
Just
Oh, and here
one
comes
more.
Bomberman.
Bomberman.
Oh no, Bomberman is an assist.
That ain't Falco.
Oh! Link able to hang on, but the shadow bomb connects.
Yo,
with
that's a
Link
big
on the
bomb.
left-hand side of the screen,
oh, boy.
and Mango down to his final stock here, Fish.
Yeah, that's another great part
More
about
coming.
Mewtwo. I mean, he's got huge hitboxes and
Everyone's
he
in
can charge
trouble.
up a
Oh my God.
projectile that also
This is
KOs really
disgusting.
well. He's pretty good, and he's pretty good in teams in free-for-all, man.
Darkrai putting a few folks to sleep. Link gonna go ahead and put on that jetpack. Nice up air by Plup. Plup sending Mewtwo
Yo,
off to the
Pokeball,
right-hand side
dude.
of the screen.
Look at that
Mewtwo
Pokeball,
hang
dude.
on and grab
No,
that
he's got
ledge.
smash attack.
Plup's still trying to clear people out.
dude,
Doing a
you
great
gotta
job.
keep
Has
in
these
mind
3
items.
stocks. However,
You
the
see
all
the
items.
items.
And Armada's your
Oh,
leader
shit,
with 3
Joker,
stocks
dude.
at 117.
And the Coyote.
Gonna do. Oh, here it
Yeah,
goes!
he's just like a hyped up fucking star.
Like you're saying, it felt like Abaddon or Plup had the advantage for quite some time, and then Armada kind of just snuck into the lead. There were just some terrible play. Now he's staying on the top platform like that. So he doesn't get
Kirby!
it, and he gets the smash ball.
Oh my God, he's gonna cook him
What
up!
are we cooking today, Kirby? Wait, oh, that's a sword.
Bye, Mango.
Yeah,
Mango.
Mango just.
Mango out of the game at this point. Here's
Steal
Electrode in
Kirby's
the middle of
stock.
the map, getting ready to explode. Players cautious to keep their space up. That's a hold on.
It was
keep an
a
eye on
dud.
it.
Oh, you get
Where is it?
What?
Oh, yeah!
What?
You can pick up the dead Electrode. That's hot.
Did not. Is that new, or has that always been the case?
I've never seen it dud
Armada as
before.
Kirby. Plup as Pin.
That was
only
nuts,
one fighter can
dude.
advance.
I don't
And
think
now it's
they
just
even
a one-on-one.
realized that
Vicky, what is your
happened.
strategy change?
As you can see,
You can
Armada
always
was
do
playing
that?
strong
Oh,
Dango
position,
did.
sneaking his way up into the
Shit.
lead versus Plup. He was doing a great job
God.
at
Could
ledge
always
guarding
do it
all his
since
opponents, but it
Brawl,
seems
that's
right
not-
Oh,
here,
the pieces, the pieces!
with a change of momentum, and once again,
Oh,
Kirby
shit. Oh, he dodged it!
Nice.
and he misses, and he misses.
I can't hit
Barely.
Plup able to air dodge.
Yo, you gotta suck him up and take his bow powers.
That is an amazing
It'll help you.
Help you, Kirby, come on.
Do the disrespect.
This is disrespect.
Nice.
Yo, who
it's Mr. Right from SimCity.
Oh, left side of the stage. He's doing a little bit of comboing. You see Armada, what he's trying to do is stay underneath Plup and get his up tilt combo started, leading into back air. And a decent
Whoever has the platforms wins this.
On Plup.
Plup doing a great job of blocking and punishing anytime Armada tries to come in with an attack. Both fighters unable to really connect, but here comes the side throw by Plup. Another item that's going to be
Kirby can hit the upper
Armada
platform
off the side of the screen, but you know Kirby has that terrific recover. Here comes the warp star.
Dude,
Kirby
the directional air dodge is so nice.
Close this thing out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's still in this.
Oh wow.
Because he's fucking pet.
Oh my goodness, and Armada
He didn't get the assist, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to go for that edge with the
Oh my God. This is what you get for that guy, the assist. You could have had that samurai helping you.
No, he's not dead yet.
Now he is.
Oh God. He's still living. No.
Moves on from our 4-player free
Armada
got greedy.
round.
How did you get the assist trophy, Armada?
Point out that highlight, that tech off the stage that we saw there, Vish.
Yeah, so he had, actually there was a warp star on the left side of the stage. Armada was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna go for it. He goes for the down air, and then he had to recover, so
One
he
thing I
goes for
noticed,
the
it takes
up B,
18
and then
years
Plup
to
was
pull
like,
out
you know
that
what, I'm just
bomb
gonna
on
take
the
that and
ground.
make it.
A couple of highlights in this match, and Vicky, one of them came from the beautiful air dodge by Plup. You thought Kirby had on set, ready to go to clear this out. Take us through what we see here.
As you can
If
see,
it's anything
Armada
like
was
previous
preparing
Smash
himself
games
to
that we've
hit him
seen
and
through
wait for
Smash
the
4,
perfect opportunity to
throwing
hit
out a bomb
Plup.
in the
But
air
in the
might
perfect
be
moment,
faster. I'm
look how
hopeful
Plup
for
was
that.
able to avoid the shot. Immediately after that air dodge, he felt like he was unsafe, but was able to dodge right on time.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable display of being able to dodge, including the fact that we talk about the multiple dodges that you do here, Vish, the less effective they are.
Yeah, I mean, as if you do a spot dodge or roll, each time it has a little bit more lag on it, so it becomes sluggish. So the game itself is not trying to it's promoting aggressive style of play. So if you're rolling and spot dodging quite a bit, it'll actually become slower and easier to punish. So
I wonder if spot dodging is effective though.
Yeah, he just said on the defensive option, still figures out how to do the spot or the air dodge into the roll to avoid that KO. That's crazy.
Completely changed the match. Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we continue to eliminate more and more fighters as we move along here into Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
All right.
Plup will move on. He will take on the loser of MK Leo and Zero coming up here next month. Let's take a break from the high stakes play with our professionals and bring on a few more special guests to tell us more about that. Give it up once again for TK.
I'm now subbed to Plup.
I'm now subbed to Plup. Breezy's back! What up, boy?
There he is!
How you doing, man? What's going on today? You gonna hang out with more cosplayers?
I really like that entrance. Yeah, they give me the music and stuff. That's not
Yeah, they need a buffer between matches.
They could have gave me the Wii Fit trainer thing, would have been great. Anyway, Vicky, how's it been?
It's been insane. How are you guys doing with the new Super Smash Brothers Ultimate?
That ain't
No.
Are you sure?
She knows who burrito this is.
You can taste that energy.
It's hers.
You can really just pull that energy out the air right there. So,
Who doesn't love burritos?
with that being said, again, we have
I
another
love
free-for-all
burritos.
match for you guys. 6 minutes.
I'm
all
just sad
items,
she has
and
one I
Smash
don't.
Balls on. But this time, we have some special guests. So I'm going to bring out these special guests real quick. Our first special guest being Devin Graham.
Did he pledge to the Kickstarter?
I think he's a DK main.
And coming up against Devin Graham will be Alana Pierce.
Oh, shit, yo! What's your Twitch channel?
Also joining these two competitors will be Andre Meadows.
Oh, IGN, okay.
The last person's EE, come on.
Round out this crew of homies is the ultimate
Oh yeah, I remember
homie,
Black Nerd
Zelda
Comedy.
Williams.
Oh hey, it's Robin Williams' daughter.
Oh shit, you serious? That's Zelda?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Zelda.
Oh shit!
They heard that, they know the name.
And she
they know who it
plays
is,
Zelda.
man. So here we are. It's gonna be an as
Oh, yeah.
free for all, 6 minutes. Okay, all items, Smash Bros. So it's gonna get a little chaotic here on the stage with Vicky. What do you expect us to see?
So, Zelda Williams, no stranger to all of us in the community. We saw her from the last Super Smash Bros. Invitational, I believe, representing Link. So, TK, I'm actually pretty excited to see who she'll be playing now, but we can't count our other fighters out either.
Yeah, man, I got a little inside information in the back, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the game speak for itself as we seem to be ready. Everyone's gearing up, ready to go. I gotta get right behind him. I gotta get the, you know, the bird's eye view, basically. I'm taller than all of them, so I can just, you know?
Not me, TK.
Hey!
All right, let's get a better view.
Sheik. God, they're all small fuckers. Then this
So here
ninja
we are,
lady.
Villager, Kirby, Pac-Man, and Sheik. Devin on Villager,
Right,
Alana
go
on
Zelda.
Kirby.
It's
Here
a
we
walk-off. Let's
Andre,
go.
Pac-Man, and Zelda rocking the Sheik, which is still basically Zelda. So, hey, she's canon. She's canon.
She's canon.
No! Don't do this to us! Not again!
You guys could see Sheik at her finest within the new Super Smash Bros. Game. And TK, how destructive is this match right now?
Oh,
Already summoning
oh no.
Kyogre.
Andre!
That's a big pickup.
Andre, what's wrong with you? How could you do this?
You don't have a
What
great
the
recovery.
fuck?
That's exactly what happens to you. Neither Villager nor Kirby able to get back from that situation.
You're mean, Andre.
And now we have a solid lead.
Andre the
Look at
Giant?
Andre
Or like
just
Andre
chilling.
the
He knows
Jerk?
he's good right now, holding on to 52%.
Get the Pokeball!
Throwing the hydrant at them, and Alana pushing everyone away from her. Just
Is Zelda good at Smash?
At all time. Look at the tree, TK.
Probably not on a professional level. Or like, you know, just casual.
I
don't know. Jet, do we know what her power level is for Smash Brothers?
Here we are, a new assist.
It's like around like a 700 or 7,000.
You think it's over, but it's never over.
Higher
He's
or
coming
lower?
right back. And we might be gone this time.
No,
he might be gone.
Now
Oh,
we're
he's
gone.
back, he's back,
No, he's definitely back, TK. It's for those of you who love the
Solid
Pikmin
Ginyu.
series.
Oh,
Right
that ain't
now,
bad, you know.
The only person really, at percentage right now was Devin with this Villager, but however, that has been eradicated immediately. That KO gonna go ahead and rock him, but so is another KO right here onto Alana and Zelda. Sorry, I mean, Andre is sitting pretty. I mean, without even looking at the score, I feel like I haven't seen Andre really get off the screen, so he's sitting pretty.
I realized something.
Getting that
What's
big
that?
sword kill.
I've seen a lot
Doing
more
great
Pac-Man
job. And
today
who's
than I
gonna get these
expected.
Pokeballs?
More than I'm comfortable with, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like it. I never see Pac-Man.
What if Namco paid Nintendo to have more Pac-Man?
More Pac-Man today?
Yeah.
I was gonna hype up Super Pong right there.
And Villager.
What is this assist right here?
Oh, I don't fucking
what one of
know.
your
It looks like
games
some
are.
Atari shit.
Yep.
All right. So here we
Yeah,
are.
Straight out of Mario Kart.
Of the stage is going to pick back up and start traveling yet
Pac-Man
again.
and
That's what the stage
Villager.
is known
We
for.
both see.
We still got Andre holding it down, but
Villager, I can
go
understand.
back on the stage. Oh, the Villager shot almost probably getting a KO with that tree. I mean, it is still a very strong attack.
Yeah, let me
And
see
Andre's
those
still
hand movements.
sitting pretty close to 100.
yeah.
I mean, he's got to watch out for himself. He's got the highest percentage on the map.
I gotta
right
be
now.
honest, I don't
About to
think
hit the
Zelda's gonna win
halfway
this.
mark in this match.
You don't know, man.
I don't want to know who's actually on the
It's not
lead.
even a stock game.
Up there. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
but
getting a little
I
hot in
think
here as Devin was doing a really good job at avoiding his opponents and continuously racking damage, TK.
it's not working out in her favor.
All right. And so now we got Alana just barely living right there. Gonna go ahead and hit the rock drop. I mean, a very
Kirby's
signature
doing well.
Kirby
Yeah,
move.
I noticed
Still
that.
does a lot of knockback here in this game, just as one would
Alana.
expect.
She's from IGN.
Yeah, a final counter from D, from the top rope.
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
Oh, that means she's like a
All
reporter.
right, we actually got a thought
Game
right now.
reporter
There's all kind of play being
I've
done
seen him
here.
play Cuphead.
Yeah. Do you confirm
I've been
now?
watching a lot
You
of these
verify?
times. She's managed to keep this stop
Verified.
quite a bit.
Verified.
And I feel like I've been watching
Oh,
whoever
no.
has the highest percentage the most, just to see how they're going to be able to live
Did
for
she
as
down
long
air?
as they can. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we were
Yeah.
talking about the knockback
That's
changes
why I
here and
don't
how it
play
looks
Sheik.
like you're always about to drop off, but it's just a sped up knockback, but still about the same amount of knockback that you normally would see.
I would
Not
play
only
Sheik
that
if
though,
I
but
could
it
control
also
it, but
shows you an
she's just too
indicator as
fast.
to who is in the
She's
lead. So
really
you already
cool,
know what it means when you see
but
someone glowing, and it means
I'll
get
never
him, boys.
not have the muscle memory to avoid
There we are,
down
Andre.
air,
Oh,
down airing,
that left
down
off,
air.
but hold on.
That's a
Okay,
fake
I had
one.
to make sure I was looking
Just
at it
kidding.
from a different angle. I thought that might have been the fake
Down
one.
attacking
Is
in
he
the
gonna
air.
pop off? Does he know how to use it? He's got to drop the weapon
Well, I'm
first.
Sheik, so I want to do it.
He's got to hit the B button. Okay, there we go. I
Fuck.
wasn't sure.
Oh shit! He built a house.
And then he blew it up.
That's
Did
rude.
he stock off that? He did
No.
get a stock off that. I did see the KO. Good
Alright,
stuff
rattle
to
throw.
Devin actually dropping out that final smash. It's a little late
Yo,
on the
what's
draw,
that?
but
Here's
it
a-
does not matter if you're late
go.
to
It's food.
the party as long as you still turn up. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tom Nook with that eviction notice. Devin doing a pretty good job. Tries to regain his stage control, but oh my goodness, the destruction coming from here. Zelda trying to linger a little bit behind,
playing with
not trying to get hit
items
too often.
Fun? No.
For all of the character picks so far.
Well, do you think it's
earlier,
like...
Alana was asking me about
not acceptable
the link changes, but I think she was opting, like, she didn't really like the link changes or didn't want to get used to them, so she went with the bread and butter.
Do you think
Kirby.
playing it verifies to you that it is in fact just the game?
Zelda, but I'm gonna play Sheik
While playing with no items is like style?
Everybody's getting a piece.
Yeah, someone needs to
I think
call
nobody should play with items ever.
Okay.
A minute left here in the game, folks.
There's no circumstance where items are okay.
Losing another stock right here, Andre.
Yo, when is Galio from League of Legends gonna be?
And the only highest percent here right now happens to be Alana, but either way, there's such low percentage. We gotta see what's gonna happen here these next few
When is
seconds.
Heavy from TF2 gonna be in Smash?
I mean, that might actually happen.
TK, there's only 40 seconds on the clock,
think he'd be more of a
and so much
PlayStation
destruction has
All-Star.
been happening all around.
Yeah,
It's about seeing only one Smash Ball happen on the stage, 2 Smash Balls at that.
Do you think?
Oh god, Baru for Smash! Baru for Smash!
Baru for Smash! Oh,
That fucking panda in there.
Yo, what up, gangsters? Welcome to the worst E3 coverage you've ever seen.
The Baru Smash attack is him shoving a cray up his nose.
Oh god!
You are going down with him.
Dude, that Snorlax just fuck them.
This is down to the wire. Not only 86 seconds on the clock. Zelda and Devin susceptible to getting not taken.
All right, let's see.
Here we are.
Let's see who got it.
Never connecting at the very
I bet it was Pac-Man again.
Okay.
Namco bought this. These were all just replays.
I want to see the
We're
score
actually
though.
playing.
Oh god, she was -4.
Yeah.
Oh no! Zelda, no! She knows she fucked up, and so she immediately cut it off.
Run with that for the rest of the time. So, congratulations to our people. Let's get
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, same.
And I just leave immediately.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, whatever, bye.
Bye, Breezy. I love you.
That was a lot of fun. We're gonna get back into the glory part of this. We gotta see who's gonna make it to that winner's side finals, and we're gonna get that going for you right now. The Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. Throwing it back to our casters.
Thank you very
dude,
much.
Breezy,
Big round of applause to TK Breezy once again. Nicely done, my friend. We've had a chance to see a couple of exhibition matches, and, you know, Vish, you look at all the action that happens, and those items can certainly come into play when it's a 4-player free-for-all.
I'm seeing a trend of Pac-Man in these. Well, what's going on there?
Yeah,
but
he
yeah,
fucking
I
gets it.
really do feel like items
He
add
doesn't
so
understand
much,
it.
just kind of variation to the game, and I feel like even at the levels of the special guests, I feel like the items just add even more kind of randomness. You know, just whoever gets it gets so much more of a power-up. They're not going to be able to dodge it nearly as well. You know.
Let's get set for a matchup in our winner's side, trying to find a finalist out of that to get to grand finals. Let's look at the bracket now as we get set for what appears to be a titanic matchup between Zero and MK Leo.
So
1v1 Smash
So Zero
Ball
was
is
the best,
still
and then he retired, then
Items are
MK
off. The winner
Leo
of this will
took
move
over the
on
best
to our
slot.
grand final.
Right.
I'm
So
very
this is like
curious.
versus
Selection as well
Prince,
too. We know that both of these fighters have used
Yeah.
two characters, so
Or is
by
it really
process
just
of elimination,
a guy that's good at video games
for
versus a
Zero,
guy that's good at video games?
Snake for MK
Oh my
Leo.
god, dude.
Let's just
Sheik
put
versus
some more
Snake. No, it's
historical
not video game.
reference on
Life.
this here, Vicky. A matchup of these two types of caliber
Dude,
of players.
this match is gonna be
This
so
is
sick.
no strange match, Jordan. We are very used to seeing these type of players. Unfortunately, when Zero retired, we had not seen him play MK Leo for quite some time. So watching the comeback on this stage for the Super Smash Bros. Invitational is insane.
Both these fighters getting set for a big-time matchup, a spot in the grand finals as well, too. And Vish, you just look at the ability that these players have. This is a game that they haven't really had a chance to play
scarf. Feels
for
good.
that
You're
long,
ready.
but some of those same principles get ready to help them move along. Let's get set for action here, though. 1v1, MK Leo versus Zero.
Oh man, I'm actually it's crazy that Zero actually saved the
he's
Sheik
got the
for
good outfit.
this juncture of the
Different.
tournament.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably his strongest character in his arsenal, just from the little that we got to watch
Shit,
him
how
play.
can you even see Snake? He's invisible with that camo.
and you get the
what is
bouncing
Zero
fish
even
in a very
fighting
similar
right
way
now?
as well. But air dodges are not nearly as strong, so bouncing fish actually becomes
how many
such
stage,
a strong tool.
how many kills do you think the stage is gonna get?
Yeah, aside from that, I feel like bouncing fish actually comes out a lot quicker.
Oh my God,
and
Zero.
The grenade, Sheik's grenades no longer sends her into free fall, so she is now able to recover without accidentally SD.
Her grenade doesn't send her into free fall anymore?
Zero at 49. Both these fighters still at neck and neck, even at this point, 3 stocks each.
Dude,
now,
that gives me faith that
Donkey
Donkey Kong can
doing a
punch.
terrific job with the juggle off.
Dude, yeah, you can charge while falling too.
Yeah, Snake
and
now
punch
still
and not
has
go into
bomb
free fall.
recovery.
That's
He
my
can
hope.
also throw a grenade in 3 different distances depending on how close to yourself that you hold the analog stick.
Come on.
And
This
it's insane
bouncing
Zero though.
fish
considering
action.
That Snake is
Oh my
nothing with
God.
that mustache catching his
Oh my
again.
God.
Zero with that arrow up.
That's why he's the king.
Early 3-2 stock
Sit
advantage.
down,
Fish already. We're
boys.
seeing the speed of Zero versus MK Leo.
Shit, he got hit by a
for
grenade.
sure.
Bro.
I mean, he's doing a really
He'll
good
be
job
fine.
of kind of
He'll be fine.
being
He's the king.
underneath where MK Leo is, and he gets those tilts into those forward air combos. That's just so much damage, so much consistent
Oh my
damage.
God!
It's
Feels like MK
so
Leo can't get
disgusting.
quite the same,
Hello.
damage output
Smash
that he is,
ball.
but he has the
Smash
ball
ball.
to himself, and he gets it.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Yes, he got it! He got it out of him! It's gone.
That's good. That's good.
But here comes
Oh
another
shit!
one.
Get it!
Zero,
No! Get it! No! Oh,
Kept
fuck.
you waiting, huh?
Trying to get
He
Zero in
kept
his
us
sights.
waiting, huh?
Looking for the shot.
Oh, thank God he's bad.
Zero doing
Oh, good.
That's a terrible smash.
That was a horrible smash.
Not great. Smash,
Like, that's not even
quite
Leo's
unfortunate,
fault.
But it was
Yeah, you're right.
gravity does sometimes stink, Jordan.
A couple of up tilts by Zero right here into the juggle in the midair. Beautiful job on the
There he
forward air.
goes.
And we see Zero continuing to apply that pressure here, Fish.
Yeah, and another strong part of Sheik's play in this particular iteration is the
Oh
back
my
air is
God!
really
Oh my
strong,
God.
So any kind of
It's
off-stage
disgusting.
head that he gets like that
You know what
might
sucks,
actually
though?
KO.
What's
And
that?
you get the
I
forward
bet
smash, still not
Falcon
quite
wasn't
great
even an
yet
available
from,
character
MK
for
Leo.
him.
MK Leo trying
Because
to
I bet you
to
Zero would've
recover this
picked him.
point. That upbeat gets him on the edge, but
Because
then the
you
1-2 grab to the
No.
side throw.
Yes.
Nicely done
Well,
by Zero right
he also
there.
loves Falcon and like,
As you can
pleasing the
see,
people.
Snake's
Right.
up
He would've
tilt
totally
is still
done
as strong as those
Yeah,
who
we
have
have
played
seen
Super
Zero
Smash Brothers
Falcons,
Brawl
actually,
have
so it makes
witnessed.
sense.
It also
Yeah.
kills Vish. I know you've seen
My
this a
God,
few
he's a
times yourself.
169.
Definitely,
Blow him
definitely.
up.
And even you saw MK Leo coming back with the upbeat. It does have like a bit of super armor, so even though
Needs to use
Zero hit it,
mortars.
it did not actually knock him out.
Yeah,
of
those
it.
mortars are
And
serious.
now he's
He's
recovering
probably
so high.
so
That's a
not
great
used
because
to
he dropped
playing
the bomb
Snake,
at the same
though.
time, so it was actually kind of scary for Zero to go there and discard him.
Oh shit, he killed himself for that though. Oh shit.
It just makes it interesting, dude.
Yeah, they're just hyping it
Stocks
up.
are swapped at that point. Both these fighters looking for a spot in the grand finals, down to their
Okay.
final stock. Zero versus MK Leo.
I want to
You
see.
the C4
I
in
want
the
to see
middle
Sheik
of the map at this
smash.
point right now. You gotta
Zero
watch
get the
out for
smash
that
ball.
Vicky.
Yeah, as you see right here,
Smash
Zero
ball.
actually playing
The
a lot
smash
more
ball.
patient as now he's deciding to be a
Watch
little
it
bit
do
more
something like
aggressive
Transformer
by
back
the
into
ledge.
Zelda.
Wants to, oh my goodness, land
Oh,
on
no.
these setups,
Oh.
not letting Zero land,
Jesus
taking advantage of
Christ.
the fact that he's deciding to contest him in the air.
Zero trying to zone out MK Leo at this point, trying to put a little bit more distance between him and MK Leo, but you just see the consistent pressure by the projectiles. But MK Leo, Zero.
God
with the
damn.
air juggle
God
against him.
damn.
And
Oh
this
my
is
God.
My God!
Relax.
Stop playing with your food, Zero.
I like the way that MK Leo is playing.
This
He's
is
just
a
kind of
tournament.
back and putting mines, putting
Not the
grenades,
best of
but
three.
he's
He
just
has
kind of
feelings,
stays
Zero.
in, because that's a really good play against this kind of defensive style. And he's got needles of his own. He's got some projectiles.
See a couple of grenades come out, trying to keep Zero at bay at this point. Zero at 90.
Oh, no.
MK Leo 48. Oh, Zero sent to the top of the screen. Still able to
Jesus
hold on there, though. Vicky.
I like how Leo is hanging around the right side of the platform, watching it go up and down, and acknowledging where he could throw his
Oh,
grenades.
it's scary
to
now.
I know,
pressure Zero.
dude.
Yeah, and Zero
Oh
also
my
kind of making a
Just let it go sudden death.
He better pray he doesn't grab him and
jumping
plant
and forward
C4.
airing as soon as he
Yeah.
sees MK Leo
Oh my
going end up.
God.
Yes.
Come on,
He goes
dude.
with the bouncing fish way off the top. This is crazy.
Upbeat by MK.
Cypher.
Get back on stage and grab into the back throw. Is it enough? No. Zero still able to stay
There's
alive
Nikita.
on the upper platform. MK Leo trying to put some pressure on Zero and find his way into the grand finals. Can Zero cause a comeback here, though? MK Leo, Zero, both trying to
That's
figure
it.
each other out. But here comes a juggle from Zero. Here, Fish.
That was so good, dude.
Wow. Good fucking work, man.
Oh shit! The bouncing fish finish, baby!
The entire time, and he goes for a bouncing fish.
Holy
shit!
That was so smart of him because he recognized that Leo had been using his rolls quite often around the ends, and as we discussed the mechanic, defensive play is not as rewarded as aggressive play.
Right.
And you obviously see just how tightly contested that matchup of MKLeo and Zero was, but you look at the pressure that Zero was able to apply.
Not even the grand finals, I think, right?
And MKLeo using a lot of those bombs, projectiles,
the finals,
from
not the
Snakes
grand finals.
Bay wasn't enough to overcome. Take us through this instant replay here, Vish.
Yeah, so he's recovering high. He uses the bomb there as he's dropping it, so it's kind of
a
big mix-up, so it doesn't seem like he's going to hit him, but he actually ends up igniting the bomb right at the end and takes out both of them on that right side stage there and makes it even when he was down a little bit. That's crazy.
High stakes right there. Let's take a look at the updated bracket here in just a moment. But however, this is when it was 1-1 here, Vicky, and just the bouncing fish was the final KO that decided this one.
Yeah, he recognized that Leo only option was to make it back towards the stage, and he was able to capitalize off of it, Jordan.
Zero gets the victory. He will move on to grand finals. MKLeo, he's not done yet, though. He'll take on Plup
What a god
in the finals of the elimination bracket. So we view that bracket, and we see how MKLeo now moves on down to that. Smash ball on, items on, though, for this one here, Vish. So this will certainly both these fighters.
Only losers play with items on.
For sure. And,
you
lost.
How close that was.
It feels like MKLeo is definitely hungry for that comeback to make it all the way back there, but Plup is no
for a
box. A great competitor on his own, and I'm curious to see what the last character they have in that slot is, because that's going to really determine how this 1v1 is going to go.
Let's take a look at the character cards for both of these fighters as they get set. And as we said earlier, each fighter had to choose 3 characters, and now the book is completely open. Now that you've gone through all 3, you can choose whomever you would like to. You see Ridley, Pitt, and Villager available for Plup, MKLeo, Bayonetta, Snake, and Sonic.
I guess it is
so
like free
a
pit.
plethora of choices.
I mean, he's going against
I could definitely see Leo most likely opt for Sonic. He did do a really good job playing Sonic, so I could see him maybe contest with that, or possibly Bayonetta. Although the Snake showcase was pretty exciting. Coming from Plup, we saw his amazing pit play, consistently ledge guarding his opponent. So we're going to see the pit
winner of this, I think,
and Vish, if you're Plup, you maybe go with Ridley, a character that we haven't seen much of at all, because you know how well these players scout each other, know these characters in and out as far as attacking and defending against them. Do you throw a curveball there with Ridley potentially?
Yeah, I mean, because Ridley was just so recently announced, I mean, they didn't get to play it very much into the character design as a whole.
Well, if you think about it, I guess the strategy would actually be to
work out really well.
Bayo.
I'm curious to see whether MKLeo would go Bayonetta, because you can't really ladder the same way you do, ladder combo the same way you do as in Smash for Wii U. So it's not quite as potent as it was, but it still kind of operates in a very similar way, just the combo style and the play style of Bayonetta. But we have Bayonetta versus Ridley.
Oh, this should be good.
On the line. And MKLeo going Bayonetta.
Don't look at the items, guys.
Please don't look at the items.
Don't look at the items. Just have a gentleman's agreement.
Selection of what we got going here in this 1v1.
Well, I'm just so happy that we're going to finally see more showcases
Yeah, it was
from
fucking
Ridley.
hot.
As those of you who were tuning into the Nintendo Direct,
oh my god!
Downbeat.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
45%.
Oh, never mind, Bayonetta.
I couldn't do anything. How does it feel, Bayonetta?
Holy shit!
Oh no! Bayonetta's gonna go ahead and grab that. That'll make a huge difference.
It's just witch time. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's just a lot of witch. Oh wait, no. There you go.
Oh, you have to fill it up.
Final smash. A bigger.
That's pretty cool.
Ridley just destroyed Ridley's.
Oh my goodness.
MKLeo with the early 4-3 stock advantage, and then
leave the animal alone, dude.
Stage here, Vicky, you can pick that up.
Oh wow!
Wow! What are you doing?
This is tournament play, dude.
What are you doing?
Ridley
You just pick up the little gyrocopter thing and it kills them.
Oh yeah, for sure. We saw that.
Oh my god, is he dead again? Oh my god! What the fuck?
What game is this?
What
is this?
Green's being such a low.
This isn't the game. This is Bayonetta.
This is Bayonetta.
Oh my god! It's not funny.
Leo taking Plup to cruising out to Hoot Toot and a couple of KOs. MK Leo trying to hang on, really trying to get the punish off the edge of the edge.
Oh my god.
No, he's in this still.
Yes. At 106%.
3-1, but you see Plup at 106 trying to edge guard against Bayonetta.
Oh my god! Fuck off!
Sakura, fix! Fix this! Fix this!
Come on!
Sakura comes out and breaks the control.
Also, disregard what I said earlier. Bayonetta still got it.
Oh my god!
Bayonetta's back on the block, looking as great as ever. Looking.
Well, now what's he gonna bring back to zero though?
You don't get a lot of hours.
Snake again?
Was it
nuance?
Sure.
Bayonetta, every player is going to be different in each new
well, I mean,
game
Zero gets
of
to
the Super
repick
Smash
as well,
Brothers
doesn't he?
series, and we saw MK Leo. It's just an absolute technician right there.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, he told me himself, he was like, I'm going to play
God.
Bayonetta, and I'm going to show everyone what I could do with her in the new Smash Brothers Ultimate, Jordan.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket as we get set for our grand finals here shortly. MK Leo advancing out of the elimination bracket, had a very short stay there. Didn't need to pack too big of a bag for that, which means our grand finals are set. MK Leo versus Zero. It will be a best of 3 between these two, and you have the option for a bracket reset if MK Leo is victorious. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and bring out our man, TK Breezy, to tell us what's coming up next.
Breezy's back! Breezy's back!
Why does everyone call him TK?
TK! Dog
Breezy!
I'm over here like I'm really doing something, you know what I mean? I'm just talking. Vish, that last match was disgusting.
His mic's broke again!
Vish.
Oh.
Vish, you don't understand, okay? We thought we were getting away.
We thought. You thought wrong, TK.
We thought wrong. But what we're not getting away from is some more high-flying matches, obviously, man. And I got some great guests for you. So we're going to go ahead and introduce some real quick. Up first, that is the WWE superstar, Ember Moon.
Who's that?
Who?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't watch WWE, so...
I thought they were called
And playing
divas.
with her will be American professional football player, Mike Daniels.
EE!
Yo, it's EE! That was nice.
That's not EE.
Fuck. Maybe he knows EE. Maybe.
Also playing
We
with
don't
them.
all know each other.
Olivia Holt.
Who are these
Some real
people?
star power on this stage.
no.
Real star power. But for the Smash boys and girls out there,
EE!
the leader of the Naifu Nation,
Nairo! Woo! Nairo!
Okay, how is this fair?
It's a 3v1 exhibition.
Oh,
he's a celebrity in his own right, okay?
He's definitely a celebrity.
Seeing his sub count, it's crazy.
The Naifu Nation is so happy in chat right now. This seems a little bit.
All right, now I know you're probably like, man, this seems a little bit one-sided. Well,
it's a new game.
It is a
even it
3v1.
out, okay? We even it out.
It's a new game.
Check it out. It's a 3v1.
Yes!
Oh!
Yeah, boy!
Is it really a 3v1?
I mean, Zero can do it to us, so Nairo can probably do it to these guys.
3v1?
I mean, they might as well make this an 8-player Smash and make it a 1v7.
Right?
Can Nairo do it?
Her name has a
This is
T
a
in.
3v1. All the rest of the rules are still the same. So
Three mild celebrities versus one nerd.
items is no team attack.
No team attack?
3v1, no team attack. 6 minutes, items, and Smash Balls.
You know, at the end of the day, they're
Can
gonna be
he
like,
do
we
it,
still
okay?
make more money than this guy,
Can
right?
he really
Who
overcome?
would win?
This is your
3
chance, Nairo. This is your
extremely
chance at the
well-known
Invitational.
celebrities or one sweaty
First
boy?
shine, my man.
There
He
you go.
ain't even sweating, dude.
Honestly, man, look. When I was backstage, I was talking to him, okay? I was talking to all the stars, you know. I was telling him, I was letting him know. I said, look. Oh.
Yeah!
Let's go, Nairo!
Let's go, Nairo!
Let's go,
Let's go,
Nairo!
Nairo!
It's him, Nairo!
What do you think?
He picked Snake! What a guy! What a guy!
Hell yeah!
Oh, he gets this shit.
I said it.
All right.
I said it. I was like, look here. Nairo, regardless of what happens on this stage, all right? The crowd was going to be on his side, but I
Fuck, why? Don't do this for this one.
In this format, you don't have to get the specifics. Just tell people
What
you beat
happened?
Nairo.
You fucking did the fucking panel again.
Oh.
You beat Nairo in the first game.
And fucking Olivia, what the hell are you doing? Get your shit together.
Quite the reputation to have.
Olivia, what the fuck? She just died twice to herself. What are you doing, Olivia?
It's a team game, dude.
What the shit are you doing?
So they can just throw moves at him the entire time.
All I know is up and B.
Oh my god.
He's alright. God.
Okay. Okay.
We got something.
Yo, this crowd is so nice.
This crowd loving Nairo right now, dude.
But he's not even on.
Yeah.
He's not even on the DK.
Oh my god.
And the first time, she's popping off. Ember Moon is in it.
Not just in WWE, she's got it in Smash too.
She's got to go up, man. It's in the character. But now think about this. Check this out. Mike is actually holding it down with the grenades too. I want to see.
Oh my god.
He's not holding anything down except for that stock loss.
Everybody's just playing that down B game with Pikachu.
Even though it's 3-1, Nairo does kind of slightly have an advantage.
It's working.
It's working.
Like, look, you got to think about it like this. If everyone on the
Hey,
team,
that's the second Mew we've seen today.
gets KO'd,
Yeah.
gets 3 points.
So rare.
But every
So
time they
rare.
KO him,
Oh shit, fuck them.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a god!
Oh my god!
What a fucking god!
Respect.
That's gonna be all over the fucking subreddit.
And he knew it too.
He fucking knew it. He's so proud of himself for that.
I need to see it now. That's a Nairo confidence.
Instant replay. And is he gonna
What
get
a
the
beautiful
smash
man.
ball?
Holy
Is he gonna
shit.
get the smash ball?
Oh, he's keeping everybody at bay. The back airs are flying. They're trying to get. Oh, hold up.
Oh, is that that's not even a good one. You know what? That one Nairo.
It's a real one. It's real.
Oh, okay, I was gonna reverse.
The little slash in reverse.
Get it! Come on, break! What?
Oh my god! Where'd it go?
It's gone.
Disappeared.
Okay.
That was a smash ball of legend.
Yeah, it just...
Sakurai fixed this!
Sakurai, I want you to look at Bayonetta and that smash ball. What's wrong with them?
We got another 3 minutes. But however, I could have got it back in the lead at the very least.
Oh, and Mike with the forward smash. Not going down without a fight.
Definitely not going out with a fight, man. Mike, he's been trying to stay on top of Nairo the entire time.
He got the bomb.
Oh, everybody get a piece.
I just realized
You see the
something.
way he grounded her with the side beam? They just went to town.
This is so stacked in Nairo's favor because it's 1v3 and it's timed.
Oh, right.
And they can only kill him one at a time. He can kill them 3 at a time. And a third of their team randomly just jumps off the ledge. So, I mean,
over time because of them all being on a team, he had all of them pretty much in KO percentage.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably still gonna triple their score anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But they would have had it a little bit closer of a match, I think, if it was stocks.
Olivia, she was going big. She was going big for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, Knuckle Joe!
Knuckle Joe too? Holy shit, dude! Oh my god, it's so good!
Oh my god.
That was so good!
He spiked Donkey Kong and caught the barrel.
Listen, we got 2 minutes.
God, what a badass!
Amazing combos on these. I mean,
This is like, it feels like it's scripted gameplay at this point.
Okay,
Holy
doing the Donkey
shit!
Kong side B again. I think that's a great combo starter that they need to get more of.
Fuck.
Got the fire flower. Oh, all right, that's good. That's good.
Hold on.
They're not gonna fucking hit him. No way. What? Nairo, you hit him.
Crucial. That was a necessary stock to take.
I mean, honestly, Ember has kind of been putting the team on the back, man. I could have saw one-on-one. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, I could have saw one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
So right
This
now,
trophy.
Yo, it's Squid.
Okay. So this trophy is
haven't seen it.
zoomed in the screen, but as the screen is zooming in, so
Oh.
do the blast zone. So as
Oh,
the
I
blast
see.
zone gets
Wow.
closer,
It's like
anyone
sudden death
getting
mode.
now is more susceptible to lose that stock. Just as we see DK in the background taking an up tilt at like 6, and he's gone.
Man, that's crazy because on 3-on-1s, like you're talking about, Nairo could just get really quick KOs with the Squid Sisters.
Yo, what's that
Oh
ball?
my god. All right.
It
Olivia
makes a
taking
black hole.
one off Nairo.
Explodes. Watch.
Like
And
that?
the black hole.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the fake one!
He got the
He's
wrong one.
igniting everything.
He got the hammer though. Yeah! Come on, get that smash, dude! Oh no, he's not gonna get it.
How does he do it?
Fuck!
Can't get through that.
It's Pika power, man!
It's Pikachu!
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Bobby!
Ember, what the?
All right, well, to be real, she did.
Oh God!
Oh shit! You just punished her ass so hard.
So good stuff. I mean, regardless to the red team, they managed to get some great stock off of Nairo. But
Get that bullet bill and kill yourself. Bye.
Yep. 3v1 KOs. So.
Fucking fuck. Cover a little bit more, just stand on the
good.
stage. Oh man, okay, and then he finally losing the stock. And they're ready. They're
DK's
synchronized.
like,
You see that the way they're waiting
really good
right before he
character,
came down?
Think so?
They figured it out.
Yeah, man. Here we go. I kind of want to see Nairo
Have yet to
still
see
go
a
in here.
punch in the air. So.
See if we can get one last combo in the last 17 to 15 seconds here left and on the clock. I mean, he's actually got the most percentage, so they might be able to get a stock here. Oh, they can't.
I want PM DK. That's what I want.
That might be something.
Stanky foot.
Maybe think he's going to get the barrel, but he denied.
All right. That'll do it.
Let's see who's getting the win here.
What's the score? What do you think, Cry?
12 to -8.
Can I see those points?
Oh, we don't get to see.
I didn't see those points.
I need to see the points too, TK.
Are they not showing it?
Nope. All they know is he won.
That man's hat's is thick.
All right, guys, and that was a beautiful exhibition match. Again, give it up to our competitors.
You're gonna have to ask Breezy later what the score was.
I'm gonna
right now.
Nairo right now.
The action does not stop, man. We got to get into the grand finals here of our Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. I'm gonna throw it back to the casters. We're gonna get this thing going.
Give it up one more
What
time
was
for
the
GK
score?
Breezy. Excellent job bringing them out there.
All right,
As you
ask
said,
them in
we're
all
getting set for
capital
the grand
letters.
Finals. MK Leo versus Zero, and just sort of put this into perspective as far as these players, their history, how great they are, Vicky. We talked a little bit about this. It's sort of the present and the future as far as domination in the Super Smash Brothers community.
I just want to say that after this invitational, if Zero gets his two-step,
Did they pick anybody?
if Zero
Yeah, it's back to
proceeds
neutral
with
pick,
the
it seems.
second win of an
It's
invitational,
gonna be Bayo versus
then he
Sheik.
better come out of retirement because
This
we are
is just
finally
gonna be a
seeing
normal
our grand
Smash
finals
4
match:
grand final.
Zero versus
Damn.
MK Leo.
Yeah, and he's pulling out the scarf again. Let's go, Scarf Army in full effect. But as we saw in the previous match, that all three characters are unlocked again, so they can start from fresh. Smash Ball is off, items are off. It's going to be a nice little one-on-one.
No Smash Ball.
Stage hazards will be off as well, too, so you do get a pretty good replica of some high-level competitive play between these two. There is the opportunity for a bracket reset. If MK Leo can take the first best of three, we will reset the bracket. It is double
just
elimination.
saw Father Sakurai
you're 2 wins away
the
from becoming
B&B
the
off the
champion.
top
So
from Bayonetta
take
and
me
shake
through
his
maybe
head.
some of this character strategy. What MK Leo was able to do with Bayonetta.
Yeah, he just shook his head.
Counters with Sheik, or what type of
Shake
decision
my
do you think
damn
we might
head,
see from
dude.
this
Not
player?
good.
Nintendo
I'm
Direct
kind of
tomorrow.
expecting
It's just
Sheik.
Reggie in a
Funny that
padded
you mentioned
room.
it, Jordan. Bayonetta. Is she gonna be the
I had
best
some
character
problems
in
with the
Super
builds.
Smash Brothers Ultimate?
Sorry.
Bitch?
I mean, that last set was kind of
Please understand.
kind of crazy, dude. That the ladder combo's still in full effect.
Bayo
But,
being
yeah, it's
Bayo,
gonna be
yeah.
interesting to see.
That's what happens when you
Zero
bring
does,
her
'cause I
back.
think MK Leo was pretty comfortable with his Bayonetta pick, just based on how things are going. I feel like Zero is gonna
It's like
go
Smash
Sheik
said, we're
because
bringing
it
back
felt
everyone.
Like he
Captain's
got
like,
a few of his own
Bayo.
combo initiations and combo setups going in terms of his forward air,
I
in
would've
terms
been
of his
totally
bouncing
fine with
fishes
bringing
off stage.
everyone
So I
aside
think
from
that's the matchup we're gonna see. But I mean, we could just see a
Cloud and Bayo,
curveball
just because
with
they're
something else. What
fun,
do you
I
think?
guess.
Let's get
I
set
like
for
Cloud.
these
I like
grand finals of the Super Smash Brothers
They're like- they're
Invitational
fun.
2018.
But they're too
MK
good
Leo
compared
taking
to
on
some
Zero.
other guys.
Final destination. Smash Ball off. Items
I just hate
off.
that it's the meta,
Get
you know?
set as
It
these
gets fucking
two
boring.
titans Get ready to square off against each other. The characters will be it's
Mario?
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
Zero taking on Bayonetta for MK Leo. So no surprises with MK Leo, but Zero going
I mean, this is underdog status, but you know, there's hope.
Had a lot of decent up tilt setups that he had.
He's in a
before, and
fucking
even,
Disney
uppers
movie right
really
now,
well.
motherfucker.
So I think this could work out too. He's got the combo set
got
up
this.
with Mario as well. Curious to see how this one goes.
Grand finals, best of 3, one-on-one, Smash Ball off, items off as well.
It's
too.
best of
MK Leo
3.
with the grab.
So he can
Oh,
only
okay.
I see. He has to use all the
nice
shit.
little juggle right there.
Yeah.
Fast within beat, not
So
beat.
he's
maybe
wasting
throw
his
away
worst
Mario.
character
Previous
with
game, but
with his Bayo.
Bayo
That's actually
applying a
super
good amount
smart.
of pressure.
What a
Zero
smart
playing everyone's
motherfucker.
favorite plumber,
How'd you bust out
trying to
Bayo
play as
so
safe
early
as
then?
possible, does not want to get
Just to maybe
caught
take the
in
1-2 and then be
that
done with
witch
it, I
twist,
guess?
Jordan.
Grab into the down throw from Zero, unable to turn that into a combo
Yo, but if
right
Zero
there,
takes
and then
this
you
match,
continue to look at the constant pressure that MK Leo's applying on Zero here, Vish.
Yeah, it feels like
Mario
grab
beating
combos
Bayo.
are not quite as good. It's more just for like positioning. We saw him try to go for the up air. We saw Bayonetta try to go with her throw as well, and not really connecting too much. So I think aerials. Oh, that was amazing spacing to be right outside that hitbox. Zero's crazy.
Double forward smash?
It's also land too, though. You gotta keep
Zero doing a great job of blocking that down air from MK Leo Bayonetta. MK Leo at 95, Zero at 92. These fighters have been so equally matched throughout this tournament. Now comes the edge guard phase by MK Leo. Zero able to get back on the stage.
And they're
MK
using
Leo sending Zero off. Zero looking for the recovery. Able to get back on, Vicky.
Yeah, I like the use of the cape right there. It's able to stall his recovery, but unfortunately not going to be enough as Leo continuously goes down there and edge guards him with the back air.
Yeah, so the ledge has similar mechanics
Hold
to
on,
Smash for
they
Wii, where
just
you get the ledge
flash.
front, but you don't get the back air afterwards
No,
that you do
grab
in Smash
clash.
for Wii U. So
Oh,
going
like
out there
he teched
before
the
you
grab?
even get the ledge
Like
is a
they
great
grabbed at
way
the
to
same
get the edge
time.
guard. You saw
Right.
Get
Did
the
they both
baby
grab at the same
before you
time? I
can
thought it
even
was
get
It
a
looked
jab.
like it.
I thought it was a normal
Down
flash.
tilt. Oh, gets the up smash against MK Leo, and it's now 2 stocks to 2.
Somebody clip that. Oh shit! You could dash.
No.
That grabbing is a thing now. Noted.
Okay, all right.
All right, but no more up tilt combos here.
Oh
but
my
as I say,
God!
up air and then trying to go for that fair. Flood is still ready for
God,
it.
if he got that cape.
I know, that would have been dope.
Fuck.
It looked like he was getting something started, especially with that forwarder at the end, and then using the flood and
Time
trying
to
to
shake
right
my
now.
head.
That actually totally
High
helps
level
now.
already. I'm really liking what
So
I'm
you
seeing.
can air
in this
dodge?
one.
Yeah, because that's the problem with Bayo is she can always like do the same fucking shit each time. But with, we can actually go like a way that she wouldn't predict.
For Zero, down to 2
Think
stocks
about
here in
that.
our first of 3 in the grand finals, Vicky.
Zero's already adapted.
You know that'll really help with dealing with all the fucking Bayo problems.
Although DI does become important at later percents, and unfortunately, with that air dodge, it's going to have too much lag to be able to recover back onto the stage.
A mishap by Zero. It's going to cost him a stock. It's now 2 stocks to 1. And if you're MK Leo here, Vish, you want to make the most of this 1 stock advantage.
All right.
Here goes that advantage.
He made the most of it.
Our final stock here. The first
Look at
match
him go.
of the
Look at him
grand
go.
finals. Bayonetta with the
Okay.
up tilt. MK Leo
Dude, if he
at
takes
0,
this stock
Zero at 45%.
with him, he's
when it
oh
comes
god,
down.
that clash.
We see the perfect
Pretty big
shield
upset.
right there.
Yeah, and perfect shielding in this game
Why is he flashing?
actually happens when the shield
He has
perfect
flood.
shielding, and then you let go
Oh,
at the proper timing, and it does the perfect shield as opposed to previously.
Speaking
where
of,
we
I'm
were the
wondering
shield
why
on
that's
up.
not a meter for Mario.
Bayonetta
They
getting
have
Zero
meters for
into their
everything.
combo. Zero able to get out of there. MK Leo applying the pressure. The
Guess
grab,
they still want
side
it.
throw, trying to punish on the
Sucker
edge
right
right
now,
there.
so shut
Up
up.
by Zero to get back on the stage.
Very smart of Zero to keep his jump in the instant. Unfortunately, is going to be...
All right, now you just got to deal with Snake. And who was the other one?
Game will go to
Villager?
MK Leo
No.
and
Sonic?
Bayonetta.
Sonic.
Best of 3 in this grand finals. If MK Leo can steal 2 out of these 3, we reset the bracket. What did you like?
All right, now
when
he's
he was
gonna go
doing with
Sonic.
Bayonetta in that matchup?
I like the way he was edge guarding.
Oh, right,
As
there's
soon
still a
as
bracket reset,
Zero
too.
was way far off, he was trying to
there is a
shoot.
reset?
And
Yeah.
I think before Zero could even do the up Bs to get the ledge, he would go out there and do the edge guards. At the end, though, Zero tried to mix him up by doing the up B earlier and get on stage, and we see the magnet hands are not nearly as strong as they were before. So I'm liking the little mix-ups that we're seeing from both of these
Where does
players.
hair go for a
Vicky,
second?
you pointed it out. We saw a little bit of a mishap from Zero. He went with that air dodge with Mario, and the lag is so long after that. We saw the self-inflicted KO, and that was a critical stock in this match.
It's quite unfortunate. Directional air dodge actually has a lot of ending lag, so you don't want to do it too high above the ground. You kind of want to do it closer to the ground so that way you can take advantage, but also at the same time, Jordan,
Why do they do
we
these
can't be
really
dodging too
close
much in this game,
zoom-ins?
or else it starts slowing down.
I want to be
Yeah,
able to
It
see
does.
his
Both these
pores.
fighters have the chance to change their
Why?
characters as they get set. So let's get you set
so
for
strange.
game
I
2
need to
of
know
this
how
grand
clean he
finals.
is.
We're looking for a potential
Enhanced.
reset.
Did he take a
If MK
shower?
Leo can get the victory over Zero.
I can smell
not.
Zero.
It's a
2 games
convention.
away from becoming our Super
Oh,
Smash
smelly
Bros. Invitational 2018 champion.
Yep.
And we have Sheik versus Sonic, a couple of very speedy characters here.
Oh
Vish.
boy.
For sure, and like we were mentioning before, just the tilt combos, the forward airs, the bouncing fish.
Final
It feels like
Destination.
Zero's definitely in his comfort zone here, going up against the Sonic.
Sonic doing a great job early on with the grab into the down throw, getting the juggle early on. Both fighters spacing each other out, but
All right.
MK Leo at
I
only
believe.
8%, Zero already with 60% damage. And Vicky, we see those throws by MK Leo and Sonic.
Yeah,
using
see,
some
I believe,
nice
look at
2 or
that.
3 hit combos.
It's
I think
beautiful.
Leo's,
Leo's doing
I
a
think
really
Leo's
good
just
job
going to
at
take
taking
this win and go
advantage
home.
of catching landings with
Yeah, you
Sonic,
think so?
A character
So.
who is known to have some of the fastest
That's
speed
my
in the
prediction.
game.
I mean, I want Zero to win.
Yeah, and we see a lot of moves hitting into back air or even out of throws, as we were talking about, doing the up air. And then he does the up B really cleverly to get out of Zero's range and then using the aerial drift to get back to the center stage. I really like this play. He's using the up B there again to try to edge guard him as the bumper falls down. It does
even then, if you went just reset too.
Out from MK Leo, taking the first stock.
MK Leo's up smash gives him the
Zero lost the stock, right?
MK Leo at just 55% as well, so he's going to try and make the most of it.
But he's got
the crowd chanting MK Leo, the support for the youngster here.
Sonic has too many options, especially
Another
at
grab
mid-90%.
into a juggle, and we see MK Leo dominating the aerial game here early on.
Yeah, Zero finally finding his footing onto the ground, and how exciting would it be, Jordan, to see a bracket reset and more characters on the screen. Now we see Leo taking advantage of Sonic speed.
Yeah, and he's doing a really good job while Zero is above
Sonic
him, just kind
speed.
of homing in and figuring out where exactly he's going to go and then connecting it to up airs and back airs that he's been doing. So he's just following him while he's in the air. And he gets the charge for smash. He just
All right, now to get
right into
to get 3 stock.
All
right, you just got to 3-0 him. Easy.
Do not get 3 stock, Zero. Come on.
Trying to come back and take a game from MK.
He's sandbagging, dude.
We're gonna have a bracket reset and a quick one like that.
Okay, all right.
There you go. Up smash, and it's now 2 stocks to 1 here, Vicky.
That follow-up into the up smash was just beautiful coming from Zero, and MK Leo is not faltering. Notice how Zero now has 1 stock. He does have quite a hill to climb here.
Yeah, MK Leo, 0. As we said, MK Leo can advance with a victory here and advance it to a bracket reset. Sheik trying to get that fair to connect. No luck right there. MK Leo coming back down to the field. Block trying to punish right there, but Zero able to recover.
God, dude, Rage Mechanics.
Oh my God, come on, dude.
Real life Rage
MK Leo
Mechanics.
doing such a great job getting out of these combos using the up B. It's like really fast and gets you so far up there that Zero can't really get anything started. And then he just aerial drifts to like the center of the stage. It's a really great play for MK Leo, and he almost gets the upper. This guy's going nuts.
Beautiful mix-up by MK Leo to keep Zero at bay. 100 for Zero, 92.5 for MK Leo. MK Leo with the 2-to-1 stock advantage. Trying to get the KO at the top with the up air. No luck right there. The grab into the side throw from Zero. MK Leo with that forward air. Now he has to edge guard. Zero getting back up on the stage. MK Leo trying to close this one out here, Vic.
He's playing extremely patient right
here.
Oh
God, okay. Okay,
you can do it.
Come on, dude.
Don't give it ever.
Yeah, I mean, like we're talking about, if he does that aerial drift that many times, eventually Zero's gonna get a read on him.
No! Back air! Oh, fuck!
With the cutscene finish. That's
one. Sonic's back air
We
super
have a
good.
bracket reset.
Fuck.
MK Leo taking 2 games from Zero
Bracket reset.
in our grand final. So let's go ahead and reset this thing, and now it becomes a true best 2 out of 3 between both these very talented fighters.
Dude,
what we saw there, Vicky, with Sonic was
No,
the
no, no.
ability to
Faith
really
not
dominate
lost.
the aerial game, but as Vish pointed out,
Now I
didn't have
gotta
those
step on
combos
rocks
that
to
Zero
get
was
to
trying
the
to throw at him.
Yeah, using the spring as well as an option to just make sure he's not going to be falling to Zero's combos. He kept his ground really well throughout the entire match and continuously racked up a lot of damage on Zero as Zero was trying to find his footing back to the stage.
But I will say that it felt like Zero was kind of adapting towards the end because he kind of understood, okay, he's going to try to get out of my combos as soon as he can with the up B. So as the set goes on, I'm wondering if Zero will punish those kind of up Bs and then trying to wait for the air drift a little bit harder even. So it's going to be interesting to see how this progresses.
Well, let's get ready for
zoom
our
out a little
grand
bit. I don't
finals.
care.
It'll be best 2 out of 3.
Guys,
We
take
had
off your
the
shirts, you'll
bracket
play better.
reset. MK Leo taking on Zero. Let's see the
More
character
aerodynamic.
selection.
Go.
Oh, Sonic versus Mario. Take me back.
Oh, we at the Olympics, boys!
Oh my goodness, the ultimate battle, and what a great fitting battle at that here within our final grand finals match. And here we are,
This is
Sonic versus
playing
Mario,
with my
ladies and
heart,
gentlemen, with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
matchup
on
is
the
better.
screen. Where
Is it?
are we
Alright.
thinking
Yeah.
right now, Vish?
Let's go Sheik
Crazy,
Mayo.
you could not have picked these
Well, of
two
course,
more iconic
Nintendo would
characters
have programmed
for
a
such
game where
final.
Sonic could beat
It
Mario.
feels like Zero is MK Leo is really controlling the center well, and he
But
goes
what
back
if?
to center, and
if?
Sonic can just dash
Imagine
all the
a
way
world.
back.
Imagine
and
a
punish,
world
Zero's movement.
where
So
they
he's already got a
did.
little bit of a lead.
Side grab into the throw by Zero, able to clear space out of MK Leo. Zero trying to move around MK
Sheik has
Leo
to
with
work
that
too
speed,
hard.
gets that dash attack to connect.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's the air dodge we talked about. Vicky able to recover in time.
Wait,
Damn it.
And unfortunately, he had to resort to recovering early there, and he got hit by forward smash, but he was still able to make it back onto the stage.
I really, really,
MK
really.
Leo with the 56 health advantage to Zero's 114
like
early on. Both fighters at 3 stocks.
Roll anymore.
Yeah, it just really feels
so
like
nice.
MKLeo is content with just kind of keeping center stage. Oh, and a strong forward smash, but not quite enough percent. Trying to use the flood to push him off. Not enough to drift, but gets the up smash on recovery.
Mario taking the first stock.
Get some percentages. Get the value out of the stock.
3-2 stock advantage.
You know what I've
Zero at this
noticed?
point.
I don't think anyone has
smash back air, no good right there. Sonic able to miss right here, but the punish and the throw by Zero here, Vicky.
Yeah, and it's just as Vish
True.
said, Zero adapting to MKLeo and playing a lot more aggressively.
Not as safe
Yeah,
as
I also
we
feel like
think it
Zero's
is.
actually
Yeah,
staying
no,
really
it's not,
grounded as opposed to
but
jumping because MKLeo would just
that's
kind of
kinda
get those
what I would
punishes
expect to
while
see it,
Zero's in the
because
air.
no one expects
and Zero's
it.
just like, you know,
I
I'm
Oh,
going
I
to
get
ground and
you.
get these
Gotcha.
nice little ground combos and rack up some
like he just
percent
neutral
going
get
into
up and
stock.
got punished there.
1-2-3 jab on
He's
the
getting
edge
so much
guard.
value
Another
out of the
down
stock,
tilt to
though.
the edge guard.
Yeah,
and
he
Zero
fucking
really
is.
doing a fine job staying grounded with
Holy
Mario and
fuck.
getting those combos.
Go,
against MKLeo.
Mario!
He wasn't able to get in the last game here.
Oh
Vic.
shit!
Oh,
shit!
Oh, man,
damn.
It really feels like it's hard to edge
Oh,
Sonic just
damn
the
it.
way
Okay.
he
Grab him,
goes
why?
goes all the way
I know,
below
why
and
didn't he
gets the
grab?
LB.
He's
Mario
dead.
can't really do much,
There's
just
no
kind of
way.
waiting for Sonic
Nice
to get
fight.
back.
Wasn't a
MKLeo
back
with a nice
throw?
little throw there.
I don't from that range. I don't know. Like from that side of the stage
Aerial
to the
right
other side.
there,
I don't know.
Vish. Sonic doing a great job. MKLeo, it's now 2 stocks to 2. And if you're
Took him
MKLeo, this is
like
where you try to mount a
194%.
comeback, but the grab and the side throw by Zero, that's going to clear
Oh!
space. MKLeo can't recover in time.
Did he just
And
gimp
now
himself
Vicky
from that?
Zero's looking at a
Somehow.
Oh my
stock
God.
I don't know
advantage
how.
for
Maybe he didn't
MKLeo.
realize.
Similar situation as to what happened to Zero, not happening to
Also, it
Leo,
seems
but
like
as
when you
see,
clash, you
he's
actually
not
still
letting
take
it go to
damage.
him
Like both
as
people
he
take like
continuously tries to find a way to
0.8%
get
damage.
in on him.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just the grounded adaptation
Like, it's just like
from
chip
Zero is so
damage
hard for
almost.
Sonic to contend with. He tries to throw him up
Really,
in the air
really
and
like
get some follow-ups that way,
happening right
but it's
now.
just not really a Sonic strong suit, it looks like, in this matchup, to be grounded in that manner.
Sonic with the grab.
They're so
and the
smart
side
to
throw
save
followed
their
by
fucking
Bear,
double
was able to
jumps.
rack up some damage once again, getting another throw into some combo. And here
There's
comes
us
the forward
scrub
smash.
players
That connects
don't.
right there. Both fighters getting
We're
back
being
on
fucking
stage.
bad.
MKLeo
We don't have the
trying
muscle
to
memory to
come back
not.
down 2-1
You know?
in the stocks. Unable to
I don't
connect
know what
the
DI
aerial
means.
Able to connect
I've
the
gotten
ground
into the
play.
habit of
Once
saving
again,
my
Zero
jump
with the
and doing
grab
a
and the side
B-reverse
throw.
off stage.
All right,
with
Mr.
Tom.
Humble Brag.
It's something that I have to do. I realize that if I don't do it, I die.
Yeah,
right.
Time to
That's
parry
fair.
Sonic.
Yeah, the timing is really tight, though, so it's very impressive that he's trying to go for it in this kind of juncture of the tournament. Oh, gets
But
the
now
pop-up,
they're
doesn't
taking
get
away
upper,
the
they're back
bomb
to neutral
recoveries. I'm
position.
screwed.
Zero with
Yep.
the 2-1 stock advantage, trying
Maybe
to get as much
you're-
damage on MKLeo as
Who knows,
he can,
maybe
while
you,
he
like,
still
throw it
has
at
that
the
one
stage
stock
and still
lead.
use it somehow.
MKLeo trying
Yeah.
to, of course, nullify that and trying to make it even ground. Oh, but the up smash from Zero, not enough to clear things out. Still not
Damn.
enough here, Vicky.
Yeah,
The
getting
fuck
back
outta
hit of the
here,
up smash
Sonic.
Right there. Tries to go for the
Oh.
front
Grab
hit
this
instead,
man.
but unfortunately, since it was so unsafe, MKLeo
Come on,
was
you
able to
can't
shield
lose
grab
this.
him and send him out of there.
Oh, he.
Grab by Zero.
He wanted this
MKLeo at
fight.
120,
Yeah, he did.
Both fighters at their final
But
stock.
it's so
Zero
bad.
presses the
That's
day
too much
zero
style
down,
right
only
now.
It's
0%.
so much style.
Oh, Zero
He
able to
wants
connect
it.
with that fair,
He
beautifully
wants it
done right
so
there.
bad.
MKLeo.
He loves
Come on,
making the
yes,
people happy.
He has such a lead, though. He doesn't need to do it.
He's the people's champion.
Oh, and he gets
What if it
gets
SDs?
right into the
No.
okay, great air dodge from Zero. He really needed that. It
holy
looked like he was in
fuck.
trouble with all those back airs that MKLeo was doing.
Oh!
Great.
Damn.
Nice little back air from Zero as well, but it is
going
pretty
for it.
difficult to edge.
Oh, he goes down.
Oh, yes!
My God.
Dude, he took a game on Sonic with Mario. That's so good.
He's not happy about it, though. He didn't want that.
Takes the first game
Oh,
of
he
our
didn't want
grand
that.
finals. Don't
He
forget,
didn't want
best
that.
He wanted to
2
finish
out of
with the
3.
spike.
Zero needs one more game.
What's his third
and he will be our
character?
champion of the Super Smash Brothers Invitational
Ryu.
2018.
He's got Sonic and Bayo,
What we saw
which he's
there
trying to
was a
win
good
with.
point that
Oh.
you pointed out there, Vish.
Oh, you mean
we saw
like,
Zero do a better job of staying grounded.
Snake.
He really got punished
Yeah,
and damaged
Snake.
quite a bit by those aerials in the previous matchup against Sonic. Wasn't the case this time.
Yeah, I mean, just how much that Sonic was getting while Mario was in the air. Zero kind of saw that and he was like, you know what, if I just stay grounded,
Wait.
I can still start up some of my initiation with my up tilt into my up airs and even some of my throws. But Sonic has a much harder time, it looked like, to get those kind of same initiations. But even then, it was still really close towards the end, just almost with that edge guard from MKLeo with those couple backers.
You talk about about MK Leo and his ability to edge guard, but the air dodge by Zero was so critical. Vicky, tell us why.
Because at that moment, he recognized that MKLeo was going to try to go for something, so to avoid it, he had to maneuver himself around there. But because air dodge isn't the same way in this game, you don't want to be air dodging too much, because if you air dodge from a high distance, there's so much lag, so you could possibly be ending your stock in an SD.
Well, let's get set for our next game here. MK Leo versus Zero. If Zero can get the victory here, he will be our champion.
God.
Which characters will they choose? Well, let's go ahead and just rack it up again.
Wait.
Mario versus
what?
Sonic. Zero controlling Mario.
It's
MK
another
Leo controlling Sonic.
Okay.
And you get a chance to take a look at the different mechanics of the stage now.
Wait,
oh shit!
What are we going to
We're at the city.
We're
at Town and City too.
Stage, so controlling center and controlling that mid platform is going to be better.
Oh, wait, like yeah, he's not playing Mario. He's playing Waluigi.
Kind of get underneath Mario and get the initiations that Sonic is really looking for.
Why is Knuckles
this could work out really well for him. We'll see how it goes.
I don't know. Loser chooses the stage, so this was an interesting choice by MK Leo. You want to introduce some verticality to this level here, Vicky.
Yeah, this is
They're
a
allowed
stage
to do whatever in
no
finals.
stranger to us. Town and City finally showing itself. MK Leo with the grab, and here's the follows. But wow, Zero falling with an aerial into a grab.
We see MK Leo getting back up on the ledge at this point, trying to do an edge guard punish. Zero able to take it.
Damn!
3 straight connections on the juggle right there, followed by the up B, and he has a 70 to 92 advantage. Zero right now looking very strong. Once again, the forward smash isn't enough. No,
dude,
MK Leo able to get back on the stage here, Fish.
Yeah, I mean, and I think just because the stage, the bottom part of the stage is so long, Sonic can just kind of traverse that.
Wait, what?
And wow, what a great recovery option.
You just hit him through the stage?
Yeah. That actually keeps the ledge so safe. I'd be scared to edgeguard if I were Zero going down there.
MK Leo getting back on the stage, but staring at a 148%
damage
right
smash?
now.
Yeah.
Boy
Zero's
crushing
God.
Zero, Vicky.
And there's a parry that you just saw right there, the perfect shield coming out.
Yeah, we know a bunch of them.
You can recognize that Zero's always at an advantage whenever he
Breezy, Nairo,
guessing a
Mango, and Zero. Yeah, boys.
For sure. MK Leo at 19%, Zero at 120, 3-2 stock advantage for Zero. Here we go, MK Leo
that's
with
interesting.
the
Look at Mario's portrait.
No, Zero able to get
it's like on fire.
But that spring
It's all smoke.
stretches in mid-air, and how about that edge guard, Vic?
I wonder
That's
if
really
like
smart. We've seen
gets
him
really
try to
high
do that
percentage,
earlier,
it
where
might
the
go on
spring
fire.
has a hitbox as it falls down there, and that one actually worked out perfectly against Mario's style of recovery. I like it.
MK Leo getting juggled a little bit in the air, but you see those platforms are now back. Zero trying to edge guard right there. MK Leo getting back on. MK Leo rolling out of the
that's rage mode?
aerials,
Oh.
out by Zero.
That
Able
makes
to get the nice up smash. Zero coming down to earth right now at this point, and then here comes yet another combo here, Fish.
Oh man, and again, just that upper
It sounded like he said, "Here comes another combo here, bitch."
While he gets
Yeah,
back.
no.
That's a really great recovery option. Knocks him off, tries to read drift in.
I don't care if Zero
doesn't
loses,
bite,
but if he
actually
spikes him
aerialing
once,
in
it's gonna be
instead,
hype
keeping
as
himself
fuck.
safe.
Oh yeah, I want to see a spike.
Gets the up air.
Grab into the down throw earlier by
You know
MK
he
Leo.
wants to do
Zero
the
trying to
spikes
hold
so
things
bad,
down on
too.
the ground, avoiding
want
matching
it, too.
MK Leo
It's just
in
so
the
hard
air.
on a Sonic.
Vicky, you seen that
I also want
strategy
Sonic
is
to
working
down
pretty
A
well
off
for
the
Zero
stage.
here early on.
Yes, and he was trying to catch Leo with the up smash.
Wow,
Instead,
wow, wow.
Leo
Or did
caught him
punch
with
him in the
his
face.
forward smash, showing him what the fist has to say.
Don't let me catch you sleeping right there.
He was thinking
MK
about
Leo
it.
with a 2-to-1
I
stock
know.
lead, however,
I
at
want him to do it.
131% damage, trying to get as much as he can, playing with house money at this point.
You know, in the back of
Trying to
Zero's
force
mind, he's like, well, I've already got
game
one
three
game.
in
I could
finals.
probably afford
Zero
to do
meanwhile,
it.
Yeah, he's like, I can do
MK Leo
stupid
get back
shit
on,
real
but
quick.
Vicky can see the recovery, and now it's
Okay,
one
last
stock
stock.
each. If Zero can
Come on,
get the
finish it with a
KO
spike.
here, he will
Come
be
on,
our
baby.
champion, Fish.
I really feel like as the set
Keep hearing
progresses, we're
bitch.
I heard it again. One champion,
bitch. They're not really crazy fast, so it
Mitch
must
is the worst
really
name
have
for an
understanding
announcer.
You think he's just like leaning into it now? Like someone pointed it out. Now he's trying to say bitch a little bit.
You know you my bottom Mitch, right?
And you look at what's at stake with one stock left here for each fighter.
Jordan, this is a perfect representation of momentum at its finest. MK Leo really showing that confidence as he continues to follow
I actually
Zero
want
up in
Zero
the
to
air,
lose this
and
so we get
another
one more
grab. He
match.
is sent off the left side of the
I want
stage.
him to win
Can
it
he
so he's
make
the
it
fucking
back safely,
champion.
I do
though?
want that too,
And
though.
MK Leo just kind of keeping a little bit outside
gets
the range
grabbed, it's
of
over.
any kind of hitbox
Yeah.
that Zero can do
back
off
air.
the stage. And he gets the back air in the middle.
Okay, we got another one.
Stage,
Zero's
and
got
is
this,
going to
though.
game
He just
three,
won another one,
guys.
too.
Let's get some extra super
What a
speed.
Go
Cloud!
Ultimate
Go
here.
Cloud, I
It
dare
is
ya.
Now 1-1, and we go to a winner-take-all decisive game 3.
go.
For what we saw there from MK Leo and Sonic, the addition of the platforms in that level really seemed to help with that vertical game, because if you were Mario
They always
and,
take the
and
controllers
Zero and you
away,
tried to
like
stay
they're not allowed to
grounded,
pick
you
the
still had a
character or
chance to
something.
get juggled in the air by MK Leo.
No, they're
As
wiping
Vish
all
pointed
off.
out, the platforms actually
wiping off
allowed
the controller.
MK Leo to take
I hope
advantage
so.
of the platform pressure that he
have
was
to
applying.
stand
Get
there
that
the
gamer
whole
gunk
Zero,
off.
although it seemed very close
Did they
up
not
to
get
the
a
very
seat?
last stock, Leo
No, they've
able
been
to carry
standing
his
this whole
momentum
time.
and take game
fuck?
2.
Oh my
Only
god, I gotta
Splatoon kids
give a
get to
shout out
sit
to
down.
both these competitors for giving
Now,
us
this is Nintendo. They take care of the
most
people, their
possible
children beneath them
matches
right now.
that we can have at this Invitational, going all the way down to the last game. I'm so excited, man.
Well, we've had an unbelievable crowd. Is everybody ready for Game 3, Grand Finals, Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018? It all comes down to this between MK Leo, can the youngster,
the same. I guess they just wanted to do Mario and Sonic today.
Yet another invitation.
Smash been going?
Mario versus Sonic. Zero, the loser of the last game, choosing to go with the complete.
And this is the last match?
Yes.
Oh, I got here real late.
Go,
Zero, go!
Go, Zero!
I gotta root real hard for this lap.
You root as hard
Makes sense to me in this
as you can to make up
for Zero.
Early
Zero, more like hero.
advantage for either fighter. Zero at 35, MK Leo at
Give
26.
energy.
Fighters, it seems like
Yeah, everyone give Zero your energy.
Distance themselves.
Unless you're a Leo fan,
Yeah,
which
this
is
is neutral
fuck.
as well, so you
guess
see
take energy.
Leo is just
Take
trying to be
energy.
a little bit more defensive. Does
take
not
it
wanna
away.
end the first
Take it away,
hit, as
you
you
thieves.
recognize that Zero's trying to go for the more
Yeah, there's some
aggressive
energy.
approach here. A lot of rolls coming from Leo, which we've established isn't the best idea,
he's gonna
but you
use
can
the
tell
energy
he's
right
feeling
now.
very
You're
confident
gonna love
in
this, Chad.
keeping those rolls going
I'm ready.
and keeping Zero up in the air.
Next attack.
Forward air from MK Leo
Takes a second.
going up.
Okay, hang on. It's gonna. You gotta let it kick in.
He's gonna do a
Look at
6
MK
string
Leo.
here soon.
Gotta
Check
try
this
and
out.
Put some pressure on Zero because you have
It's
to
gonna be
match that
fucking
aggressiveness
awesome with
here,
all your
Vince.
energy.
Yeah, and I like
Here it
that
is, check it
Energy.
out.
that they're doing. They're
It's-
not,
Oh, that was
being
such a
too
good
committed in any of
string.
their attacks. They're
Oh,
kinda dashing and
energy.
stopping
Fucking
their
nice.
shield, so
Wait,
they
no,
can
this was the
immediately
string. Here we
act
go.
out as best they
Hang on,
can.
hang
Either
on.
the grab where they can jump out and do an aerial. Oh, he goes
Oh!
all the way out there.
Oh!
The
Alright,
quick up
that's
beat
about
from
as good as we
MK
can get.
Leo
We need a little bit more
avoids
energy.
that.
Wait, it's still going. Never mind.
It's Zero giving MK Leo a taste
stop,
of his own
okay.
medicine with some
String's
aerials
over.
leading to some juggle combos, and now it's 115
What was that
MK Leo.
flood? I hadn't seen that.
78-0. Both
Really?
fighters
That's-
heavy stocks as
yeah.
the
I
winner
didn't
will
see
be
him
your
use the
champion
flood
of the Super
until
Smash
just
Brothers
now.
Invitational
Good for
2018.
ledge.
Zero
I didn't
looking to
watch him
recover.
a bit earlier.
Oh, able to
I
avoid the
wasn't
spring there,
paying
Vicky.
Yeah, good avoidance
Watch.
there coming from Zero, but he still finds
Damn.
himself off stage. Leo applying so much pressure on the spring, and that fish.
Oh my god, that tech was amazing. I mean, he's been
Alright.
seeing
Oh,
that
come on!
Uppy spring is going to be coming out there, so he's
God, he
definitely
wants that
expecting
spike, and I want him to
And
spike.
Zero again, off of the ledge. Zero is reading MK Leo
This,
with so
boys.
many up
All right,
smashes.
get that value.
Leo, he's up
Get
a
it.
little bit.
Okay, so
There you
any
go.
percent he
Grab
gets
him.
here is good.
Yeah.
Grab the shit out of this
Trying to
hedgehog.
make the most that he can with
wait,
this.
no.
MK Leo with the grab and the forward throw.
That might have
Not
been
enough
the
to
first
clear
fireball
Zero
he
out of the
threw.
arena at this point.
One of
Yeah,
them, yeah.
edge guard. Both fighters being very technical about what they're trying to do.
thought
Oh,
so.
another grab by MK
Damn
Leo
it.
into the back throw here, Fish.
Oh my god, yeah, really, really cautious play, especially on the ledge. You're just like, what is he gonna do? Am I gonna get red again? I don't
It's
wanna get
definitely a
smashed
B on that
one
Mitch
more
now.
time.
Patience, though, displayed from
It's turning to
Zero.
Bish.
He's trying to get the read with a down
It's
smash.
the equivalent of me
He's
calling
still
him
with
Maru,
30
for
stocks.
sure.
He is at 151 though, so MKLeo's gonna try to go for those backers a little bit more often.
Zero's gonna take
or
this to
catch a jump with an
200.
up
Watch.
smash.
Once again, another
You
grab and
might.
a forward throw
Yeah,
by
last
MK
round
Leo,
again.
but you see Zero
That
able
double
to
hundy
rack
stick,
up
brah.
damage after damage on MK Leo with the 3-2 stock advantage.
my
Zero
goodness.
still staying
Oh, he
alive
wants
at
that back air.
163. Both these
Rage
fighters
mechanics. Rage mechanics.
throughout this entire
Dude,
tournament.
he's building
Beautiful
so
aerial
much
right
percent
there,
on the
Fish.
stock.
Yeah, you can really feel
That's
the
it, yeah.
pace of
No.
this last match was a bit slower. and
200,
really
bro.
technical. They're kind of
He's
just
taking it to
and
200.
trying
Back
to
throw,
punish,
like,
trying
you
to
fucking
see where the air
terribly
dodges
late.
come out, seeing where the
Yeah,
recovers
it
come
was
out.
nerfed.
Like they're
Oh,
Zero
they
got
nerfed
a
it?
right back around the right side
I'm
of the
guessing
Is he gonna
stage.
2-1?
Yeah.
Trying to control center is working out
To pick
so
up this
well.
frag.
Oh, God! What the fuck?
Give him the dash
Sit
dance.
the
Oh
fuck
my
down!
god!
Respect your
Yoshi!
elders!
Get it! Oh, dude, is that 219 when he died?
That was so smart from Zero because that's
Come on,
one of the
baby.
few
Come
options
on, baby.
Sonic
It's
has
ogre,
on
dude.
coming
It's
down like that.
fucking
He
ogre.
hadn't used it thus far, but that was just the hardest, coldest read I've seen.
Zero is just one KO away from becoming your champion.
Zero.
MK Leo.
The number
Zero
of
wins
series
this
this
week
guy
at
lost.
Waluigi DLC. Confirmed.
Get
him.
MK
Give it to
Leo
him.
trying to recover.
Come on.
Zero
Oh,
makes
shit.
all those
Why you want
aerials right
Spike
there.
so bad?
Zero! Oh, he wants
need
this
it.
place so bad.
He's fishing for it, dude.
Yeah, which punch is going to hit first?
He's going with one of his lives going for it, I bet.
Stage, although he does have 91% on his last stock, he's going to probably want to play a bit more safely.
Yeah, he really
there you go, grab that headshot!
That he has. He's got to really make every single recovery count. He's got to get back to center as best he can. This is not a great position. It's not worked out really well for MKLeo while he's getting off the ledge. Zero's read it many, many times. Oh my goodness.
There you go, grab that headshot!
Yeah, that spin is great every time.
He's really trying to get a good fucking angle.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't want to whiff that shit and die.
He's got to one-up Nairo from that box taunt.
That was a sick box taunt.
Side throw against MKLeo. Still not.
Jesus.
Here it is, and that is it.
Goodness.
Boom, baby! That's good job, buddy.
Super Smash Brothers.
Dude, yeah, that's
2018.
Wins retired.
Doing it, man. How does he win
This
every
motherfucker's
invitation?
retired.
Get back all the way to finals, bringing out the star.
And he comes in here and is like, hey,
Mario, this guy cannot
don't forget,
be
I'm
stopped.
a
He
badass.
is so good.
And it took the third game of the
Now we
career.
got
zoom in
one
on his
And
face
you look
harder.
at how well matched both these players
wanna
are, how
zoom
well
all up
respected
in
they are
the
in the
eye.
community, and it's certainly a
Yeah, there you
chance
go.
to watch that.
Shit.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
This is all because
I mean,
chat gave him
Big
their
Zero with
energy.
Another streak here.
Aren't you
with
guys the
Super
sweetest
Smash
thing?
Brothers Invitational.
Yeah.
I want to know who's been giving Zero these notes because what a fantastic showcase, Vish.
Oh my God, it's Smash Brothers
His
in
name
this
is
guy's blood. How is he
Vish?
so good at it? I mean, he's
Is
just
it
born
Vish?
to play.
Vish?
This guy is a contender. I really
Vish
love
or
the
Fish?
adaptation throughout the
Vish,
sets from
like a
both
V,
these
like
competitors. It
vicious,
really showed
but
us
Vish.
what high level
Vishnu.
potentially could look like in this game, and it was like really great.
You're going
showing,
for a
honestly. I
Vish
enjoyed it quite a
fry.
bit.
Like you said, a tremendous showing
Weird
of skill
name.
that we saw from both Zero and MKLeo.
Is that his
and
real
all
name
of
or
our
like a
fighters.
gamer tag?
But now let's get set for our award ceremony.
I
And
thought
for
that
that,
was
let's
Zero's
bring
real
him
name.
out again, the creator
No.
of the Super Smash Brothers series. Put your hands together for Mr. Sakurai.
Fix Bayo!
Yeah, the sucker's gonna come over like, Sonny and Bandit is fucked right now.
We have medals. for
Work in
both
progress,
our
guys.
finalists
Work in
here.
progress.
And let's begin with our second place finisher, MKLeo. As the crowd chants
Yeah, cheer for me.
Sakurai, you see
I
the
made
love
video
from
game.
this community for the creator. But let's go ahead and get started with our award ceremony right here. We have a couple of medals for our participants here. Let's begin with our second place finisher. Please give a big round of applause for MKLeo.
Yeah, you get it. All right, you put up a good fight. I'll give it.
You did it. You did well.
Yeah.
And we had to get to the final game of our grand finals, but we have a champion. Give it up for Zero.
Yay!
Yay!
Not only
Kiss
does
it.
our champion get a medal, but we also
Kiss
have
it.
a trophy for our champion.
No,
Trophy?
someone's
Go
hands
ahead
was
and
on
bring
that.
that out,
Oh,
our
yeah.
Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018 Championship Trophy.
Oh, it's Master
presented
Hand
by
on a
Mr.
platform.
Sakurai himself
that?
to our champion, Zero.
That's a big rock.
It should have been a master hand.
And then he drops it.
That is a beautiful trophy.
Snaps the top off. Holy shit, that would be funny.
Just a wonderful display. Now let's hand it over to Mr. Sakurai for a few words.
Looks like a suppository.
That's a big ass suppository.
Zero, you are really
Chat,
good.
wasn't there a professional Smash player that dropped their trophy after they got it?
Let's ask the players who participated to come
I
out
feel
on
like
stage.
that happened once. And now they're gonna show you the new character.
It's Ridley, everybody.
It's Zero.
Fucking Zero as a character.
Stop staring at Zero's dong imprint.
I can't
chat.
help it. It's right there.
I know you're doing.
皆さん、お楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。
I mean, my pants would be that tight too.
Big balls like he
実は
does.
皆さん、忘れているかも
So
し
you
れ
see
ま
him
せ
going
ん
for
が
that down、
このゲームは未完成品です。
And I don't know if you remember,
Remember when
but this game
Lucky
is not
killed his
yet
teammate
done.
because that was free for all?
He had to make
私
sure
は
they
正
don't help
直
Bayo.、
どれだけ不具合が出るんじゃないか、止まるんじゃないかと、心配しながら見ていました。
And honestly, I was really scared that, oh my God, there's going to be a bug. It's going to freeze up. I was really scared.
ちなみに、
This doesn't sync up at all.
この試合を見ていて、不具合を2、3見つけてしまいました。
And speaking of which, I did find already 2 or 3 bugs while watching this tournament.
He's at a half chub right now.
So he knows.
Put the trophy over your dong.
I'll I'll be sure to fix it in the production
trophy
version.
over your.
Yeah.
But it's
He wants everyone to
transparent.
see.
It'd be like a magnifying glass.
制作している最中のゲームなのに、なんて上手にプレイするんだろうなと思いましたね。
But I was really impressed at how well you guys played, despite this being a game in development.
You're all
ただ
characters
し
now.、
このゲームのバランスも日々変わっていきますし、開発中に日々変わっていきますし、また、今作ならではのルールを覚えると挙動もどんどん違ってくると思います。
And this game is constantly being adjusted, and the balancing is constantly being adjusted during development. And as you learn the new rule sets for this game, I think what you can do with this game will change as well.
だからさっさと完成できるように、日本にすぐに帰ろうと思います。
If he gets hard, does Nintendo get banned from
朝に
Twitch?
日本に到着し、すぐに仕事します。
Probably just get a
So with
fine.
that said, I need to go back home to Japan and get working. So I'm gonna take a midnight flight tonight and start work tomorrow morning.
Sakurai, you madman.
Guys,
And apparently, Leffen was a sub.
だから皆さん、
Ah,
どうぞ。
if someone's finger got broke.
Thank you. Thank you. どうぞ発売を楽しみにしてください。ありがとうございました。
And with that said, I hope you're all looking forward to the release of this game. Thank you very much.
You know, I kind of am.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
This game's gonna suck.
All right, let's give it up one more
Gonna be
time for
fine.
Mr. Sakurai and all of our players that took place in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
I haven't owned any since Melee, but I've played them all at other people's houses. They've all been pretty fun.
We came down to an unbelievable grand finals. The atmosphere
Dude,
here
but what
at the
about that
Velasco Theater
Splatoon 2
was
tournament?
absolutely electric.
I'm outta here.
Is that what's happening right now?
That's what we watched.
I was bamboozled into watching
You
it.
watched it?
Yeah.
Russ watched the Splatoon tournament.
I didn't want to. I said it was going to be Smash, and he tricked me. He did the old switcheroo on me.
Wonderful
I
day.
thought
Getting
it
a
was
chance
gonna
to
be
just see
Smash.
not only the passion but
Then
the
he made
love
me
from the
cheer for
community behind
GG
these
Boys,
games.
and I don't know who that is.
And they won, didn't they?
2018. MK
You know
Leo
what?
and Zero would finally face off.
That's
amongst eight of the
100%
finest players in the
win
world.
rate for the people I
You got
cheer
to
for
see a lot of love and support from the
GK
community.
Breezy.
Why is Breezy sneaking in? What's happening?
He was an announcer too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got here late, I'm sorry.
You have to appreciate how quickly the people edit this footage together.
For sure. And they made sure to put that breezy scene in.
Then, of course, Nine and Ashley is together for
fucking
Splatoon
do
2. And,
that?
of course, a big round of applause
Someone
for all
was
the hard
working on it during the
behind
finals.
scenes that make this possible. Make sure you continue to tune into Nintendo Treehouse Live all week long for more great Nintendo
That shit
content.
was sick, though.
Yeah.
December 7th. Can't get here soon enough. Have a great rest of the week.
That shit was disgusting.
That was. Oh, by the way, here's
We added
Gear as a
Kratos.
character. And Kratos.
They're really not going to announce anything, huh?
No, they
That
did
was
that
it.
already. That was just
Yeah,
a
but
thing.
Now,
they
the
only
announcement
announced
was
one thing.
they're including every character from every Smash.
Yeah,
That's the big announcement, essentially.
every Smash that's ever been made. including
Plus
Smash
Ridley.
Flash.
Plus
The Ridley was what I liked.
Yeah.
I
That
wanted
was fun to
King
watch.
K. Rool.
That sounds better. Damn. Or that barrel cannon, or the cannonball.
Yeah. Roll your crown around everywhere.
What about?
Fuck, I want to be King K. Rool. God damn it. He's the best.
What
People
if-
want Waluigi, but he's an assist trophy.
Yeah, Waluigi and Bomberman got relegated to assist status, so good luck.
Here's the thing, though, guys. I did not see a Skull Kid assist trophy.
Yet.
Yes.
Gold Skull Chilla confirmed.
Oh, snap.
New character.
Bust out your Stone of Agonies.
He just goes.
You know, I could very well see something like Spyro making a character.
PS All-Stars.
Yeah, just like that. Man. I'm exhausted.
What if Cartman is in the new Smash?
What if the new character is Trihead?
That would be a good
cool.
character.
I would have to use him. He's my boy.
Hell yeah. But what if it was Ken?
Oh, I saw my Twitter DMs. Ken messaged me about doing a video today.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so exhausted. Sorry, Ken. Can't do it.
We're on a combined sleep
you,
of 2
me
hours.
and you, the Russ, me and Ken. Like, that'd be dope, but I'm so tired. Did I respond? No. He's probably busy doing everything he's doing there.
Watching E3 with us just now.
Anyway, thanks for letting me be here, Cry.
No problem. Oh, shit.
I'll see you later, dude.
No problem.
Bye,
See you
Rube.
later, man.
Bye, Whitty.
Bye. Shit. All right, gang.
Didn't even leave. Oh, there we go.
He's gone now. I think I'm gonna get me a fucking nap so I can get some recording the other night because I'm drained.
I'm pretty tired too.
So
I mean, to wake up so early for this thing.
Fucking Nintendo.
Didn't you just wake up? You just woke up.
Me? No, I never got to sleep.
Oh man,
I just sat in bed trying to sleep.
That's the worst.
Which is, about 80% of my time in general.
Right.
Well, shit. Y'all motherfuckers go watch Dinosaurs. Fucking
Alright.
Crazy ass.
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Alright. Thank y'all for
Alright.
stopping by for the C3 shit. Resuming video games later. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.